Great beer is about drinkability. Doesn't matter the style.
You guys are like walking beer Wikipedia. That's the first time that you've ever accepted me as a person.
Or you have a fermentation in your gut.
I'm jet propelled at all times.
How many guys do you think that you have the privilege to slap?
Somebody who's never tasted a commercial example, and this is how you know everything about this beer? Please, you don't.
I think that's bullshit.
I think it's bullshit too.
Wow. Are you guys going to arm wrestle?
No.
They're going to teabag fight instead.
Yeah. You heard of Junkyard Wars?
Can I get another high five, Beavis?
Now, live from the Brewing Network studios in Northern California, this is the radio program for home brewers, craft brewers, beer lovers, and beer geeks. It's your only source for live beer radio that brings expert brewers together with, well, expert drinkers. This is the radio program with a head on it. This is The Session.
All right, so who wants to take bets on first guest or brewcaster to get hammered tonight?
I bet Chris Graham.
Too late. You think?
If I know Chris Graham enough.
It's Sunday. He's hammered. Hey, Grams. Welcome back. We haven't seen you in a while, man.
It's been a while.
Got a lot of good guests on the show tonight. It's going to be a full house. A lot of people coming in. Chris Graham and his lovely wife, Amy, are here. Amy, don't pick your nose. There's a webcam in the studio now. So you're live on justin.tv/brewing network. You can tune in and see the lovely Chris Graham.
I go to that website all the time.
You do?
The lovely Graham couple?
Yes, the Graham couple. God, who else do we have? Nathan Smith is hanging out with us.
Hey there, how he's doing?
And
apparently he's speaking some weird foreign language.
Hello, dude.
How is goo? I don't know.
I think the drunk question was just answered.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm still gonna bet Doc, even though he won't even be here till 7. He's coming in late.
He'll catch up. By 8, he'll be in good shape.
He will catch up fast, right?
Yeah, he will.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer. Adam from Linden Street's hanging out tonight. Yeah. He'll be on a little bit later. Sean Paxton's on his way down to the studio.
Literally en route.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Kirsten Morgan, formerly of North Coast fame, now of Linden, and I've just found out Chris is now with Moylan's.
Fame.
Fame, yes.
Yeah.
And they're both fans of the movie Fame as well.
Ooh. How about the remake? Nah, I don't know.
Not so good.
We'll see.
No, Tyrone or whatever his name wasn't as good in the remake. So we got an exciting show for you today. It's our holiday end-of-the-year show. So that basically means if you were looking for beer information on today's program, only tune in when Tasty speaks.
Otherwise, you're going to get a shit about information.
That's right. The rest of us are just going to have a good time. We've got some holiday beer to taste tonight. We've got some games to play, so you listeners are going to get to win some prizes and learn a little bit about the BN staff that you might not have heard before. And also, we'll be giving you a rundown of the best and worst of 2009 here on today's show. You can be sure that Schumann will appear on that list. You'll have to figure out which part.
I don't want to see his private parts again.
Yeah. And also, JP did something.
What?
For a change.
Speaking of private parts.
Did some homework?
Tasty, I have a present for you.
JP got all...
You ever been camping?
JP got all new producer, let's do something on our ass.
Nice. Yeah,
he got all Scott Moskowitz on us. And actually booked an interview. We're going to be speaking to the guys, the cast members of Mystery Science Theater 3000 tonight. Or if you're a geek, MST3K.
Yes.
That's right. We're going to be talking to the MST3K dudes at about 5:45. I'm told we have 2.5 minutes is what they were willing to give to the Brewing Network.
JP's used to 2.5 minutes. Yeah, that's a long time.
Well, that's enough time to order drinks and drink them.
JP said, they said, well, how much time do you need? And JP's like, well, usually 2.5 minutes.
I didn't know what they were talking about. Yeah, like great.
Now we've got them for a few minutes. We're going to find out about some new projects, and that's kind of fun. JP is actually shaking. He's so excited.
I'm a super geek. I love Miss Jen Sander. I love their new riff tracks.
The only thing better than getting these guys in the studio would be getting the makers of WoW on the program. I think
if we could interview riff tracks guys and then the dudes from Blizzard, I would explode. Because I do both at the same time. Like I'll watch a movie and then I'll play World of Warcraft at the same friggin' time because I kind of don't know what to do with myself.
If I could get the guys from Mystery Science Theater, now Riff Tracks, to riff on you playing World of Warcraft, that I'd pay money for. I would pay Tasty's good money for that, to see that.
I don't have any money.
It'd probably be the easiest riffing they've ever done, because they just write it. Look, we're not going to say anything, just watch this kid, because it's awful.
Yeah. Put your pants back on.
Oh, dude, I'm
so
excited.
What can they say that God hasn't already made apparent?
Oh. All right.
That's a bullseye.
I predict that JP will totally just clam up and sit there sweating when the MST guys get on
I'm
the
already
line.
sweating right now, dude. I'm so excited. I was actually doing a jig in my kitchen.
Wow.
Yeah.
A jig.
Yeah. And I'm Greek. I don't do jigs.
Did you leave the house? I mean, was it something that you thought, hey, I'm so excited, I'm gonna go out tonight?
That's why I'm here.
Anything like that happen?
Otherwise, I'd phone it in.
Yeah. Usually what you do even when you are here.
Oh, man.
I kid. Just last week.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
All right, so we do have a very special show for you, as you can tell. Hit the Chat Now button on the homepage. You can hang out with Bevo in there, and she'll pass your questions along to us. You can also go to justin.tv/Brewing Network and see Bevo on the camera, as well as Tasty's mug, Chris Graham, Nathan, they're all in it. And our interim producer, Scott Moskowitz.
Encouraging the staff to do stuff when they're such big fans of not doing stuff.
I had to call it the holiday show because Moscow is a Jew.
I take great offense to Merry Christmas Party.
I said, we're having a Christmas show. And he said, listen, my ancestors burned.
How dare you?
I cannot have a Christmas show.
You know, we had our Christmas party at work Saturday night.
Holiday party, dickhole.
No, this was a Christmas
Actually, it was
party.
a Christmas party.
Yeah.
There are no Jews at More
There's
Beer.
one.
Well, yeah. So you know, we do this white elephant gift where, you know, it's kind of a crappy gift or whatever, but nobody knows what it is. It's all wrapped up in different kind of wrapping paper, and everyone bids on what they want to do, and then they open it and you can exchange. And this whole thing. So it's all this Christmas wrapping and NFL wrapping, and I'm sitting next to Chicken Boy and his lovely wife Anna, who is a Jew person, and
Yes, she is.
Jew person.
and so Chris holds up this present because Chris is the auctioneer, and he goes, all right, let's start the bidding. She goes, oh, I'm going to bid on that one. I go, why are you going to do that one? It had the Star of David wrapping paper all over the place. I'm like, why are you going to? I don't understand. Why that one of all the other ones? She's like, I just wanted to do one.
And she bid 8 cents.
I'm like,
allowed.
Yeah, that's right. Scott is allowed.
Of all the things, like, you know, marketing works, I guess. Just funny.
It's got the menorah on it. I want that one. How was the Christmas party, Chris Graham? Did you have a good time?
That was a great time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is it the kind of company Christmas where you guys spike the eggnog and all that, or is it pretty mellow?
It's mellow.
It's mellow. We put a lot of beer out, but, you know, look at us.
Yeah. Look at us. And then we take a lot of beer home.
Yeah. I brought it here, actually.
Oh, good. Always benefiting from the More Beer extravaganza.
One way or the other.
Oh, man. I get so much from you guys. It's unbelievable.
Consecration.
Oh, is that what you brought?
Nice.
We really are making out like bandits. That's beautiful.
We can make out like dudes later.
Good beer.
All right. All right. One thing I want to do here right at the beginning of the show is I want to thank all the sponsors who have been a part of the Brewing Network this year and gotten us this far. And I think we're even going to come back next year because of it.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about
We're
More
surprised.
Beer and White Labs and Northern Brewer and... Williams Brewing Company and Brewmaster's Warehouse came on recently. Clark Brewing was with us a couple of times this year. Brew Pal is another new one. Blickman Engineering is a new one.
Nico.
Who am I? Downtown Joe's.
Nico.
Nico Brew.
Ferment Tap.
21A.
The 21st Amendment, absolutely. All these guys who have stuck with us through the recession and never complained about our shitty programming or anything
Co-hosts
else.
or...
Yes.
Apparently they like it.
Yeah.
or they don't listen.
It's really amazing.
Or they're lazy.
As one of the sponsors, I will go with that one.
Yeah. See, it is the beauty of this medium because... So when you go and you buy an ad in, say, Zymergy magazine, it only takes a second to flip to your the ad, you know, in there, and you can say, "Oh yeah, they did that right," and it's a done deal, right? Or they did it wrong. You make a phone call, you get it fixed.
You get
With us, especially on the session, who knows what break your spot's on? You got to listen for 14 hours.
That's
before
why
you-
we don't.
So Graham has no idea what's going on.
He doesn't
around
even know
here.
that we get a spot.
I know it works because of how many orders we get that say "Thank you for supporting the Brewing Network."
That's all that matters, I guess.
So we thank you all for that.
God love the listeners for that.
They are great. They're keeping us in business.
Yeah.
Or in whatever in nonprofit.
This endeavor, whatever it is,
the
yeah.
hell you want to call it. I use business
Yeah,
loosely.
it's a social experiment.
But it's a heartfelt thank you for getting us this far and on into the new year. We will be back. There is always a question because we take a big break over the holidays, and people go, "What the fuck? What happened?"
Been a long time.
Yeah,
Are they coming back?
3 weeks off, I think we get.
No,
after tonight.
What are you, school teachers?
Yeah, I'm going to Europe. I'm out of here.
See, it's 3 weeks for you, but it's 3 days for the rest of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? I'm going to have you in here doing shows?
Sure. Something I'll do another music show, maybe.
I have feedback about the JP and Sully mixtape show that went on this past Wednesday night.
Volume 1.
JP actually he worked the controls. He did the. I
Whoa.
left. I wasn't even here.
Really?
He
Wow.
did the whole studio thing himself.
More doing stuff.
Were there
from JP.
pubes on the board after that or something?
I didn't check. I just kind of came in with my eyes closed and did that air duster thing all over.
Sanitizer.
And then the Lysol. I did all that. But yeah, apparently JP and Sully had themselves a good old time.
Yeah, we did.
They lit candles.
Oh, wow.
damn. And,
was that on the TV?
There's a picture of it. No, it wasn't on the webcam, but Sully was posting photos. There's a very handsome photo of JP by candlelight, working the board.
The lower the light levels, the handsomer I get.
He's got his headphones all, like, not radio DJ style, but douche DJ style. He's got, like, the one ear off so that he could hear what's happening, you know? And
I didn't know there was a look to this whole thing.
Did you have a turntable in here? Did you play vinyl?
I wish, man.
Yeah.
Actually, I do have a USB turntable. I should bring that in next time.
A little deadbolt on the air?
Yeah. Oh, there was Deadbolt.
There you go.
I had a feeling.
It was a good time.
Okay, so what else am I talking about? Yeah, so I'll read you the kudos for your show when we get to the feedback portion.
Can we turn everyone's mics off, too, so just pure golden feedback?
Just that?
Yeah.
All right, a couple of other announcements. I forgot to let you know last week that I put all of our BNA4, our anniversary shirts, are all on sale for $5. I just don't want to see them in my garage anymore. And I need to make room for new stuff like polos and more hoodies and all kinds of good stuff that are coming in. I got new glassware coming in January and a bunch of good stuff. So just go. It's a $5 shirt. I don't care if you were at the anniversary party or not. Use it as a rag if you want to.
Well, according to the homepage, that party hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, well, what are you going to do? We have a webmaster who's slower than Chad. So
coming up June 4th.
Yeah. So get yourself a BNA4 shirt for $5. A mere $5.
And wear it to BNA4, apparently.
Yeah.
R5.
And the glassware that's in there is on sale also. I still have a little bit, not much of that left. So jump in there and get the BNA4 glassware. They're Tasty's favorite glasses.
Yeah, they're great. They're great size.
So grab those. All on sale for next to nothing. Please. Please.
For the love of God.
Come on. You hear us?
Yeah. Okay, and then again, a reminder, there will be no Sunday session until January 10th, I think, is our next Sunday back. So enjoy your time off, staff, and start complaining now. Although I think I will have a best of the session in rotation during that week, so you'll be able to listen to a lot of your favorites.
Be a very, very short show.
Yeah.
It'll basically be the
Just
outro.
the good parts?
Yeah, it'll be the outro music.
The conclusion of our November-December More Beer donation giveaway happens tonight. We will be raffling off a More Beer VacuBrew all-grain system.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Nice.
And you can brew all-grain right there in your kitchen stove in a closed system. It's a sweet setup. You're too late to enter now. You had to do it by midnight last night. But if you're a recurring donor in the BN Army, you're in automatically every time. Even if you only donate $2 a month, which really goes a long way to help us, you're in the raffle. I don't care how much raffle tickets are. $2 gets you in if you're a recurring donor. So I suggest you sign up for the BN Army, and you don't even have to think about it. Every time we do a raffle, we could be pulling your name.
Feel free to donate more than $2, though.
You could do
It doesn't
that.
have to be just $2.
No, thank you, Scott.
Whatever you can. There's a lunch meat donation on there, you know.
It's $100.
It's $100 a month.
Yeah.
and it berates you. It calls you a moron if you sign up for it.
Any takers for that one yet?
Yeah. You will get a message weekly from JP calling you a moron.
What kind of idiot are you?
For signing up to pay us $100 a month.
If you donate $100 a month on the lunch meat, I will personally call you once a month.
Yeah, there you go.
How about that?
All right.
We want to encourage them to donate to JP.
Not at that level.
Yeah,
I think they're morons for that. $100 a month. Come on, you got something better to do with your money. Go rescue a pit bull or something. Buy Brew Your Own magazine. You can do that by clicking the BYO link on our homepage, and you can do the same to sign up for the American Homebrewers Association. Click the AHA link. Tell your friends, because I still get a lot of emails about where they can find the AHA memberships, and it's a link. It's a big logo at the bottom right of our homepage. Sign up for all these updates on Twitter at twitter.com/Brewing Network, and, of course, on Facebook.com/Brewing Network. All right, and you can send your show ideas to Chad at thebrewingnetwork.com. He's still alive, not coming back before Christmas, I gather.
Didn't look like it.
So I'm kind of screwed. I got these dogs. One of them with a leg that hardly works.
Yeah,
it's all twisted around in different shapes. And Chad was supposed to be home for Christmas, so I booked this trip away for a couple weeks.
Didn't he promise you he'd be back?
Well, JP stirring the pot. Didn't he swear on his mother's life? No. So he's staying with family. I don't blame him. No reason for him to come home. He doesn't have a job.
That's true.
But now I got this dog situation. Beaver, are you going to take my dogs? I begged Sam yesterday for you guys to take my dogs.
Yes.
You are?
Yes.
Oh, that saves
but you
both
have
of them?
to wash them before you send them to my house.
I have to wash them. No problem.
Yes.
No problem. It'll be their second wash in a month, so they'll be extra clean.
Well, that's
he has to wash his dogs. You have to wash Sam.
Yeah. I don't even wash that much, so you'll get some clean dogs. I do appreciate it very much.
Are you warming up for Paris already?
Yes. The kennel.
And my dog might rape Biscuit, I'm just saying.
Well, that's all right. She's fixed, and she could use a good raping nowadays. She's getting old. I'll tell you what, she won't even hear your dog coming. This dog, Biscuit, over the last month has gotten deaf as a doornail. She can't hear shit. You walk right up on her, you got to shove your finger up her ass to get her to notice you're around. That's what Schumann told me anyway.
Right.
I don't know.
Only he tries that.
Yeah, so she can't hear very well. You're going to have to be careful of that. She might run into things a little bit. And then the other one will attack every other dog in the world. So, but good luck. Other than that...
That's fine.
Other than that, they're fantastic animals.
No problem.
Yeah.
They're not housebroken yet.
Oh, and the one's got the bad leg. You can't let him run or move too much. And the kennel, I was going to take him to a kennel right here in Pacheco, the Pacheco kennel. $500.
What?
Well, it's 2 weeks, so it would have cost me $500. So you guys are saving me a lot of money. I'm gonna make you a pot roast. That's
for $4.
I'm gonna make you
to show you how grateful I am for you saving me $500.
Can't you bring him to the Humane Society and then reclaim him later?
And then just hope that they're still alive when I get back.
See if the other 3 legs still work.
Yeah.
Not very humane.
Yeah. By the way, Humane Societies in Contra Costa. If you bring them a pit, there's no keeping or giveaway. They just kill them like immediately.
Whoops.
Yeah.
You'll learn that lesson once.
Yeah, if a pot roast is on sale, I will make you guys a pot
Sweet.
roast for all of this help that you're giving me.
Very excited.
Send feedback to feedback@thebrewingnetwork.com and show ideas, like I said, to Chad at thebrewingnetwork.com. That's how you get stuff to us. And speaking of Chad...
Who?
Oh! It's time for Shat's announcements, which are brought to you today by More Beer at morebeer.com. One of our great sponsors, been with us, our first sponsor, as a matter of fact, been with us since the beginning. What do you got, Chad?
Oh, it's me.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Sorry.
Paxton's in the studio.
Today,
He's already rubbing people.
Very nice.
All right, the AHA Club Only competition in February is due February 20th. I figured I'd get this out early. It's the Session Challenge English Brown Ales. So join your club and get with them to enter some Session Brown English Brown Ales for the Club Only competition. Felt that was pretty important. Get doing that now. The Ska Brewing Company Pro-Am Prelims. AHA BJCP sanctioned competition, blah, 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 blah. Where is it? Held at the Ska Brewing in Bodo Park on the 30th of January. The competition itself is a preliminary for the 2009... okay. This Wednesday, coming up Wednesday, Riff Tracks Live Christmas Shorts Stravaganza with special guest Weird Al Yankovic. Go to rifftracks.com. You will hear from them in a couple minutes. But what's going to be happening, what's important in the beer world related to that is on Wednesday, the 16th at Stone in the bistro in the little World Garden. Have a beer with the Riff Tracks guys at 7 p.m. to 8:30. Go down to Stone, hang out with these guys. Very funny people. Wish I could be there, but my life sucks. The 2010 Upper Mississippi Mash Out is happening. Judging in events January 29th to 30th. So entries accepted until December 28th, till January 18th. So you got some time, but more importantly, go judge.
I'll be there.
That's supposed to be a real good one. Nate, you're going to be there?
Oh, yeah.
Go hang out with Nate and braid his hair while you judge the beer. CareerBuilder.com. If you're out of a job, you can find one on CareerBuilder, Chad. And
thanks for that, Chad.
Yeah.
On the current article on WoW.com, Insider Trader, kind of telling you what to expect from patch 3.3 if you're an engineer or an alchemist or whatever. And that's what's happening in my world.
Wow, that's a mouthful.
Yeah, thank you.
Nice work. Not as easy as Chad makes it seem, is it?
No, it's easier.
It's much easier. All right. Should I take this call before feedback, Beav, or go straight to the feedback? You let me know.
It's a question for McDole. I don't know that it's...
Oh, is it going to get technical?
It's from...
Tasty. Tasty said he doesn't feel like it. I don't feel like being here.
There's no
or doing anything.
today.
It's from Nick in Ohio.
This is a content-free show.
Oh, well, let's put Nick on.
Hey,
This is
Nick, what's
like
happening,
content-free show.
Welcome to the program, Nick. How you doing?
Hey, not bad. Actually, real quick question.
Not that quick.
Actually relates to force carving. When Bruce Strong, you guys are bringing beer in that have been 2 weeks old. I'm having problems with force carving. I jack my PSI up to 30 pounds, shake the keg, and then I end up getting a bunch of overcarbonation, so I have to bleed it off. I did an IPA that way and lost a bunch of aromatic qualities to the IPA. So I'm wondering, what's the best way to do a real quick force carb?
Well,
Can I help you on this, Mike?
Go ahead, Graham.
All right. So how much PSI are you putting on when you're trying to shake it?
Typically a 30, and I have been shaking the utter living shit out of the keg.
All right, so the first thing I would do is cut that 30 down to more like 20. So you look at a carbonation. Do you have a carbonation chart?
No, I don't.
Google?
Yeah, if you have Google, or you can go to morebeer.com/kegging, either place and get one. But a carbonation chart is essentially a temperature and PSI chart to see what your carbonation will get to if you saturate it. But most of the time we're using 10 to 12. I don't know about you, Mike, but for a saturation.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to 12 PSI basically.
Yeah. So don't, if you go up to 30, you're over doubling what we're going for. So I would go more like 20 in a situation where you're trying to get it carbonated in an hour or two. Is the beer cold when you're doing this?
Oh, absolutely. And
Good.
the carboy's been sitting in the fridge at about 38 degrees for about 4 days.
Yeah,
cool.
So the table, if for a given temperature of beer and target carbonation, it'll tell you what PSI to set your regulator at, so that when you shake it until the CO2 stops going into the keg, you're at that PSI.
You'll probably have to go a little bit above it just for a shaking scenario.
Right. Yeah. If you need it the same day, you're going to have to go for the bullseye.
Oh.
But if you're just trying to get it for ready for the next day, then I would tend to go in low and then kind of leave it at your target PSI overnight or something like that.
And save your back if you have one of those big ass exercise balls. You just put the keg right on top of one of those things. It makes it so much easier. Big balls.
And then play music.
Not quite. No, just my fat ass is sitting on top of a milk crate with the corny keg balancing over my knee.
Yeah. And then play some Grateful Dead while you're shaking the keg. The beer loves it. The beer
I don't
loves
know what it is. It just really helps.
Yeah, it really helps.
Make sure you set it high enough so you don't get beer back in the gas line. If you're doing it that way, it's kind of a pain to clean that stuff out later.
Oh, yeah. I always take the gas off for that.
Yeah.
Okay, so go find me a carbonation chart, dial it into where I need to be, and set it up, and rock it till the regulator stops making noise, and let it sit for a couple hours.
You're there.
Leave it back off, set it back up to proper dispensing temperature, and have good beer.
Yeah,
couldn't have said it better myself, Nick.
That'll work. If you can't find that chart, email me and I'll get it to you.
Yeah, and if you let that beer age for 7 days while it carbonates slowly, I bet it'll taste better, too.
Yeah, that's usually what I found.
Yeah.
Well, no, I'm just an impatient homebrewer. I mean,
I understand
4
that.
6 a week letting stuff, sit in primary to secondary, and I want to taste it now.
Yeah, I'm with you. F all that noise. Just drink it. It's fine. Carbonate it and drink it. It'll be good.
Well, anyway, BN, have a Merry Christmas. Hope nobody breaks their foot over the stripper pole. And
Not going to happen.
That never happened.
It'll be some other disaster.
What you're talking about.
I think you meant the patio.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. Doc stumbled over the retaining wall.
That's right.
That's what
Retaining wall.
happened.
Thank you. And happy Hanukkah to Moscow.
Yeah.
Yes.
This guy's a dick.
Thanks, brother.
Racist.
Thanks,
And
Nick.
Feliz Kwanzaa.
There you go. Later. Feliz Kwanzaa. Is Terrence here yet? I don't think so.
I don't think Terrence is coming tonight.
I'm going to do feedback after the break. Real quick, before we go to break, kudos go out to, and for several reasons, but in this case, Code Right and Fool, who, by the way, has been a listener and a fan and a friend of the Brewing Network for a long time now, just got a silver in the 2009 Holiday Homebrew Competition in St. Louis, Missouri.
Oh, yeah.
His homebrew club was none other than the Brewing Network. It's his first medal ever.
Yeah, I caught him saying he was a bad brewer somewhere before. Obviously, that's not true.
Yeah, I don't think so. And,
he's lying to us.
He's a humble guy. Let me be not so humble for him. The BN forum and a lot of parts of the website would not exist if it weren't for Code Right and Fool. And he just did a whole bunch of other nice work for us too, so that if we get hacked or if our servers explode tomorrow, we have backups of everything, which is stuff that I don't pay any attention to.
Thank
I'm just
you, Code.
like, let's just go till it breaks.
You're the talent. You don't have to pay attention.
Well, only because we have generous people like this. Otherwise, I would have to pay attention. So Code not only did he win his first medal today, but he keeps the BN running. So big congrats to
Code Rules.
That was his first competition also, wasn't it?
Oh, first comp and first medal.
I
Is
think
that
so,
right?
yeah. Isn't that what I sent you?
It didn't. All you said was it's his first medal. So I don't know if it was his first comp.
I could be lying then. I don't remember.
I mean, how tough could the competition have been in St.
Really?
Louis anyway?
I think he just started it.
There's no brewers in St. Louis.
How many people were in the category, Code? Come on.
There's only one entry.
Fess up.
And he got
silver. And who judged it, Code? You did.
Yeah.
No. Congratulations, my brother. Good job. All right, we're going to take a quick break. Hopefully, when we come back, JP's hard work will have paid off.
And my heart
he won't urinate on himself.
Oh.
We've got the boys from Mystery Science Theater 3000, now Riff Tracks. Mike, Kevin, and Bill are going to be on the line with us talking about their new project and hopefully a little bit about their past stuff. Hang in there. It's the Session Holiday Show. We'll be right back.
You're listening to the Brewcasters. Brewcasters on the Brewing Network.
Hi. I have a sixer of Lagunitas in the icebox. My roommate's gone for the weekend, and I'm wearing something flimsy.
Listen, baby, I told you not to call me after 8. I'll talk to you tomorrow. I gotta go.
Who is that? Your girlfriend? You loser.
Set up, Doug. Did you guys get the cauldron set up on the altar of my art?
Sir, if you weren't so busy getting booty calls, you'd know that.
The hurricane furnace is using propane while you guys talk. All right, I'm using the scroll of Mosher to boil the first decoction. Nope, it's scorched. What do? Frack, scoop it out and try again. Doug, use your math rake.
You took too long. The color is now darkened past the point where you can still call it a Pilsner.
This sucks.
I hate it when Greg's the brewmaster.
What's this, Poindexter Urkel?
Dude, can't you see we're in the middle of a brew session?
Is that an actual beer?
Yeah, I crafted it. I don't really use the dice anymore. I'm a 10th level beer nerd.
Are you a 10th level beer nerd? Do you belch White Labs 833 and crap Simcoe? Then you're in good company at Northern Brewer. Northern Brewer has all your beer nerd needs. Ingredients, equipment, and knowledge 24 hours a day at northernbrewer.com. Plus, fast, cheap shipping, only $7.99 for the contiguous USA. And check out Northern Brewer's huge selection of dorky beer kits, including the Cylon Detecting 3-Hearted Ale and the collector's item Super Alt.
Mine's in mint condition because it's still in the box.
Make 10th level at northernbrewer.com.
Hey, what are you doing, man?
Writing a review of WLP 400.
What? You're reviewing yeast?
Yeah. White Labs has home brewer reviews of all their strains. Are you new to these interwebs? Check it out.
That's awesome.
White Labs, your source for great yeast, invites all brewers to visit whitelabs.com to read and write your own reviews of all their yeast strains. Get real-world tips and tricks from other brewers who have made the most of their vials and post your own experiences. It's another way White Labs brings you closer to the best yeast on the planet.
And send. There you go. You misspelled flocculate, dude.
What? Mother...
White Labs. It's all in the vial.
From the stovetop to a camp burner to some kind of brew stand, most homebrewers follow some version of this progression. With each move, a homebrewer will often have to change a lot, if not all, of their equipment. Until now, Blickman Engineering brings you the top-tier brewing stand, the only brewing stand that grows with you. For example, buy a top-tier floor-standing burner now, and it'll bolt right to your top-tier brewing stand when you're ready for all-grain brewing. The top-tier brewing stand is perfect for 5-gallon to 20-gallon batch sizes. Its modular design is adjustable and accommodates everything from small footprint coolers up to 30-gallon pots. How does the top-tier brewing stand do it? At its core is a strong, heat-treated, and anodized aluminum main post. On all 4 sides are built-in T-slots for the adjustable heavy-gauge stainless steel shelves and beefy burner tiers. The tiers accommodate any manufacturer's pots or coolers up to 21 inches in diameter. Best of all, not only does the top-tier brewing stand grow with your skills and equipment, but it easily knocks down for long-term storage or transport, too. The top-tier brewing stand from Blickman Engineering. Learn more at blickmanengineering.com and to find a local Blickman retailer. And start brewing from the top tier.
In the past year, the Brewing Network has been able to add 2 new shows, expand our studio capabilities and quality, and bring more beer information home to you than ever before. In no small part, this is due to subscribers like you. Thank you from all of us at the Brewing Network. Without your monthly support of any denomination, we could not bring you the very best in live beer radio like Can You Brew It, Brew Strong, and the Sunday Session. Haven't signed up yet? Join your fellow brewers in the BN Army. Sign up today at thebrewingnetwork.com for a recurring donation as little as $2 a month. Besides all the great live radio you'll support, every subscriber is automatically entered in monthly raffles for amazing brew gear like a conical fermenter, a temperature control system, or your own draft setup. Become a part of the BN Army today.
This is www.thebrewingnetwork.com.
Sit down next to it, grab yourself a paper towel, and watch those yeast have sex.
You're listening to the Brewing Network.
And now back to the Brewcasters. The Brewcasters. On the Brewing Network.
Trying to find taps and all sorts of stuff
Keg
going on with
implements.
the breaks, man. It's tough when you can't drink beer. When you have a bunch of beer to drink and you can't do anything about drinking it.
Tell me about it.
That'd be a Sankey tap that works around here somewhere.
Well, the problem is one's busted, the other works. So you have to combine the two. You have to do some weird Frankenstein's monster.
Busted
thing.
how? How do you break a Sankey tap?
The gas threads are bent to shit on one, but that has a working tailpiece on the top. The other one's tailpiece has a permanent hose clamp, so you have to unscrew that, put that on, and then Chad doesn't have quick disconnects on his beer lines.
Boy.
So then we have to cut beer lines in order to put these things on.
What a mess.
So Schumann and Dave, I think, are doing it now.
All right. Dave Hopwood from Stones here, and he brought beer with him. That's very nice. Sean Paxton made it during the first segment. Sean looks like he's ready for winter. He's got that winter beard going. It's
that goofy winter smile going.
It's creeping up his face quickly. Like it started, a lot lower last time I saw you, Pax, but it's reaching your eyeballs.
It's 5 days. So.
It's 5 days of leave me the F alone.
I'm going for that Unabomber look.
Hey, it's working.
Yeah, I'm afraid of you.
Yeah. Look at Tasty with his special. Tasty's wearing a shirt of himself right now. He's got his own shirt on.
Tasty's rocking the Tasty, yeah.
That's like being in a band and wearing your band shirt.
Exactly. Your own band shirt, yeah.
Yeah, your own band.
There's something cool about it with Tasty, though. If a band does it,
Why
it's
is the beard
douchey.
red, though? That's what I want to know.
That's been the question.
Shows up good on the shirt.
Yeah.
When you can make your own colors, you just make your own colors.
You know, we can just for menu that red color, Tasty. You know, that way when you wear your shirt, you match.
I really do match then, yeah.
Maybe Tasty has some Nordic roots he doesn't want to tell us about.
Are you Nordic? What are your roots, Tasty? What the
I'm
hell
Irish.
are you?
I'm pretty
Irish.
Yeah.
McDole. I guess that was easy
Hey,
to figure
speaking
out,
of McDole,
wasn't it?
I got there's a bunch of other McDoles in the area today. I got my brothers Dan and Jack visiting the area. And I think they're over at my nephew's house, Luke, his house, drinking my beer right now. So I got them set up with some my crappy beer that didn't turn out.
Are they also wearing
They don't
shirts?
know the difference, though.
Are they also wearing shirts of you on?
Yeah, they don't have your shirt on? And are they pantsless like Tasty as well?
Yeah. Their pants fit better, so they're leaving them on. Yeah.
Tasty's going to go home. I bet when Tasty goes home on nights like this, when he's got his kids and family around, like a cloud of smoke comes out the front door. You open the front door and it just...
Mom, Snoop Dogg's here. Oh, no, wait, it's just Tasty.
It says Tasty.
Yeah.
And it smells of fresh baked pastries. All right, on the phone with us now, big fans. JP's a big fan of these guys.
Nice.
And I got to say, I became a big fan later on in their seasons. At first, I didn't get it. I was too young to get it. And then finally, when I developed a sense of humor, I got it.
Yeah.
And,
So the other day.
The boys from Mystery Science Theater 3000, now of Riff Tracks, are on the line with us. Hey, fellas, welcome to the program.
Hey, thanks for having us. Hey, guys. Happy to be here.
All right. I love it. He's already throwing out the beer puns. What do we got?
Level humor we offer up.
We've been doing it for years, guys. Mike, Kevin, and Bill of Mystery Science Theater 3000 fame, now of soon-to-be Riff Tracks fame, I gather, is what's happening now. You guys want to tell us about Riff Tracks?
Yeah, well, we've been in business for about 3 years now, doing kind of the newer movies out there, taking on the Twilights, the Star Wars, and Treks, and various other pieces of crap. And now we're
I'm offended.
to do a live Christmas show, so we're pretty excited with Weird Al, doing it in Escondido, and partnering up with the Stone Brewery afterwards. So we're pretty excited.
I saw that. We've actually got a representative from Stone Brewing Company on the program with us today. Mr. Dave Hopwood came over and brought us some Stone beer.
And he's busy hooking it up.
Yeah, we put him to work. Hey, thanks for bringing beer. Now go hook it up.
Double bastard.
All right, and get away from the glass. You're not having any.
That's right, jerk.
Yeah.
So I like this idea, for one, of partnering up with craft beer. I want to talk to you about that in a second. But will this be your first live riffing? Because I love this idea of sitting behind you guys, watching you do your thing.
Well, we did one in August in Nashville, and it went over so well, and we tried to get one going as soon as possible, and Christmas seemed to be the ideal time. In August, we made fun of Plan 9, and this time around, we're going to do a cavalcade of short films.
Okay.
Which should be great fun.
Christmas related, mostly.
Yeah.
I saw Rudolph, the animated Rudolph on that list. Is that right?
Yeah, it's not the one you're probably thinking, though. It's not the one with the Island of Misfit Toys and Hermie the Elf.
Okay, good.
It's an earlier cartoon one done by Max Fleischer. It's really weird.
It's slightly more hallucinatory, and Rudolph's mom is hot.
She's hot. There's
Perfect.
No way around that.
Sporting great pins, wears a miniskirt. It's just
it's confusing.
It is confusing. I'm glad it's not the other one I was thinking of, because I would probably laugh at you guys and cry, because everyone loves the other one.
Yeah.
You know.
You ruin your
we
child.
don't want to ruin Christmas for people, so we picked on the easy to pick on version.
Good. All right. And then let me ask you this: your connection with craft beer, because you're doing this event at Stone afterward. I got an email from a listener, a big fan of yours, who was told a story. You know, everyone has a story. That you guys used to do some live comedy, used to do some stand-up, and it was a stage upstairs, and there was a bar in the basement downstairs, and you'd grab jugs of craft beer and go home and watch bad movies, and that's how the Mystery Science Theater came about. Is there any truth to this craft beer connection?
Who is this storyteller that you speak of here? He's spinning yarn.
It sounds good, but it's really not quite
not a bit of truth, sorry.
Too bad.
No, I'd go with it. I think it's pretty good.
Is that a better story?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell us the better one.
We're not above stealing that as our origin myth now, though.
Good.
We've certainly all taken our shares of growlers home from different breweries around the country.
We actually we pretty much run on craft beer, but it really didn't start out that way. We're O'Brien's regulars. We might as well confess that.
Yeah.
Nice. Good. That's a good place to be a regular of. So,
they have great stuff.
Would you consider yourselves beer snobs, or do you drink anything?
No, beer snob, but a beer snob at this point.
Pull out, mock those who don't drink the good beers, beer snob,
Yeah.
Stella Artois is urine fuel.
Urine
don't even have to fuel there.
That's true. Speaking of urine fuel, JP, my co-host here who booked you on the show, is so excited to have you guys. I can smell the urine in his pants.
I am wetting myself.
We do not want to
craft brewed right in his pants.
I'm glad this isn't a vlog.
So am I. Yeah. Thank you. I would love to have a career after this.
Yeah, and my crotch isn't liked either.
JP, do you have a question for our guests today? I know that you're excited to have them on the program. What would you like to know?
I'm really excited. As a matter, I've been a fan for a long time. I still remember my Misty number. 39196.
Oh, boy.
Look at that.
You were one of the best.
Really?
You were our best number.
Great number.
The high threes were kind of you guys' favorites, I think.
Oh, yeah. A really great class.
I love the riffing on kind of newer movies. Thing that RiffTrax is doing. It's great. Do you guys enjoy it too? Is it easier you find doing that, or do you kind of miss the 3-minute car approaching scenes?
Well, we still do our share of old ones that are quite often available for direct download or DVD, so we still keep our hand in sort of the Mystery Science Theater era material, but it's really fun to do some of these newer movies.
Yeah, like last month we did the 2009 version of Star Trek, the reboot, and in the same week that we did a 1934 movie called Maniac, which is truly a little hallucinatory thing. So we do mix it up quite a bit.
Did you have to watch all of those old movies ahead of time? Like, did you have to screen bad movies when you used to do this and then do an episode, or were you able to do it all in real time?
No, it was a lot of prep into it, and in fact, the screening, was even longer than that. We had to wade through case after case of dusty VHS tapes to get the ones that we wanted, and often we would rank them in order of priority, and we'd always end up getting the last one on our list, and that's kind of how the show, got its reputation for the really, really horrible movies.
Yeah, I'm looking at a list of riffed movies here.
Yeah.
And Running Man is on the list.
That's a beloved classic.
And I watched this movie last night just normally.
Were you watching that too?
Person.
I watched the same thing.
And I didn't even riff on it, so now I feel like a douche.
You guys all live in the same basement, don't you?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we do.
Yeah.
But your beer is amazing.
We do. We make great beer. All right, I know you guys have a short time with us. I want to make sure that we plug everything you got going on. Tell us again. We can see your short stravaganza. What is it, Wednesday the 16th?
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Or we'll be doing an encore presentation on the 17th. It's in about 480 theaters, so go to rifftrax.com and click on the live thing, and you can punch in your zip and find out where it is.
And Mr. Weird Al Yankovic is your guest on this live RiffTrax, too?
He is. He's going to be helping us riff a short about the virtues of pork.
Chris,
sounds great.
Christmas to me says pork.
Of course.
It always has.
To you and all the Jews. That's exactly what Christmas says. Yes.
Right.
Bevo,
you anticipated one of our jokes, as it turns out.
I'm sorry.
Cross that off the list.
Bevo, did you have a question?
I did. I just think it's funny. I actually already heard about this. I saw this advertised while I was seeing New Moon for the 4th time.
Is that right?
It was being advertised at the movie theater.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, that really got out before the movies in this last month. It's great.
That is great. I love that they're doing it on movies that you're going to riff, too.
Yeah.
Like Twilight and that shit.
Absolutely.
Hey,
the irony is...
Don't judge.
Yeah. We're drooling over New Moon already, I got to tell you.
Good. I will go and watch that. And then later on the 16th, you'll be at Stone and the New World Cafe. Dave, do you want to say hello? Dave's here from Stone, too. And are you going to go down and meet these guys? They're doing a whole meet and greet at your brewery down there.
I am not. I actually just got back from the brewery.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I just got back down for Wednesday, I guess it was.
Good. All right. Well, Dave's an old friend
Well,
of the
Dave,
show,
we
guys.
love you and your brewery, and we want to have your brewery's babies.
Beautiful.
I don't know if my brewery is looking, but good luck.
It's underage. It's only been around 10 years or so, right? 15?
Goodness.
And if it wants funny babies, then this is the right place to go.
Absolutely.
So, now, when you guys do a meet and greet, are you guys that kind of creepy dudes in the corner? You're a little standoffish, or can we really go up and shake your hand?
You can shake our hand, but you do take the chance that we'll suddenly be creepy after being friendly. It's very schizo.
We lead with friendly, we end with creepy.
Yeah.
You get a little grabby.
You take your chances.
I would expect.
No, we're going to
nothing
have a really good beer this time, so we'll be very, very happy.
else. Very social this time around. Riffing
Really
on...
happy, I mean.
All right, it's Mike, Kevin, and Bill from Mystery Science Theater 3000. Of course, now of Riff Tracks. You can go to rifftracks.com, find out all this information, get ticket information, get screening information, and then show up at the Stone World Bistro on the night of the 16th and meet the guys. Thanks very much for being on the show, guys.
Great talking to you guys. Take care.
Have a good one. There you go, JP.
My back is all sweaty. I feel like Chad now.
You do?
All sweaty, even just not even moving.
You got to talk to your heroes.
I know. Really, literally grew up watching those guys. So, that show.
Bevo, will you please feel JP's crotch?
No.
And let me know if it's wet at all.
Can I feel it with my foot?
Sure.
Oh, God!
It might not be urine. He could have easily just jizzed.
No, that was great.
JP,
I appreciate you guys indulging me.
Getting all depressed now, thinking of those questions he would have wanted to ask right now.
I did have some, but you were right. You called it. I sat there. I froze up. I didn't know what to do. It's like I don't know. Who are your heroes? Wonder Woman.
Yes.
It's like interviewing Wonder Woman for you.
I would have frozen up.
Yeah,
my wiener would have frozen up.
Betty Crocker, maybe.
Hard.
I don't know.
Yeah. Yes, if Betty or Aunt Jemima, more likely. If
the Lando Lakes butter lady.
Oh, if we had any one of them on the phone, the little parquet tub. Oh, I love her. Yeah. No, that was fun.
It was good.
Why are you not driving down there?
I thought about
them?
it because
Disneyland is nearby. JP.
Disneyland is nearby. Thanks, jerk. The show in Escondido is actually sold out, so I couldn't actually go to the show anyway. But I figured, I don't know, whatever. I still might. You never know. I think, would that be weird if I just drove, 6 hours for an hour and a half staring at these people from across the room and sweating all over them?
And then finally at the end, you went up and go, I was the guy who booked you on that beer show.
And then I threw up.
Yeah. It was really nice to meet you. Thanks, guys.
And I'm out.
Considering everything else there is to be weird, that you're weird with, that's nothing. That's small.
It's also easy for you to say.
JP, do you have a question for the guys from Mystery Science Theater? Well, Guy, I just wanted to say,
you're awesome.
I love it.
Oh, I felt like such a dick.
You were great, JP. You did great.
It was fun.
That was a lot of fun.
He's going to go home and listen to this and cut himself.
Listen to the new Morrissey album and just bleed everywhere.
I just want to know how he knew we all live in the same basement. It's fucked up.
Quick to figure that out.
They're smart guys. What was your best scenario, JP, that you would be so funny during this interview that they would ask you to come...
looking for a fourth.
Yeah, they'd ask you to come help them on Riff Tracks.
Hey, you're really great. Why don't you come on down and sit on stage with us?
I know that you daydreamt about that after this booking. You laid in bed and were like, what if I'm just...
Arms back, folded.
Yeah. What if we just relate so well that they're like, this guy really gets us?
No.
Big break.
It was
This is my big break.
It was your chance.
I'm refreshing my email, waiting for the email to come through.
Can't believe you effed it up.
Yeah. JP will be refreshing his email from now until
the end
January.
of time.
I know that they just lost my email.
Until the 3-day waiting period expires.
Do you think I should send him my email again?
No, that's too desperate.
Hey, guys.
It's JP again. I just wanted to thank you again for doing the show. Nothing else really. Just, by the way, this is my email address if you wanted to get back to me.
Yeah, just in case.
Or you can at least friend me on Facebook.
Yeah. P.S. I wrote this in blood, not because it's creepy, but because I was already bleeding and I didn't have to.
Yeah, it just happened to be already bleeding. Oh, man. Good job, JP.
Well, whatever.
I'm proud of you. It's a nice job and a good interview, and the guys were fun. All right, so go check it out. rifftracks.com. You can get all the info you need. I still need to do feedback.
Oh, my God!
You've got mail.
Kick ass.
Whose feedback brought to us by today?
BrewPal.
Ah, there you go, BrewPal, the iPhone app with all the brewing applications that you need, all the calculations rather, right there on your phone. You don't have to bring the laptop out to the brew shed anymore. Just bring out the BrewPal iPhone app.
Drop it in the kettle.
Right. Get yourself some insurance on that thing. Pax, did you get yourself a BrewPal iPhone app yet? I see you're an iPhone guy. You're going to need to do that. BrewPal.com. All right. No, brewpal.info. Forgive me. They've gone the creative route, not info. All right, hey, Jay, I'm thinking about making a mead, and I've got a question on the process. Graham, you might be able to jump in and help us on this if no one else knows. It's pretty easy, though. Many different times it was stated that you need to age your mead for a long period of time. Stick your carboy under the stairs and forget about it. With that in mind, what should I use to close the carboy? An airlock would dry out after a while and need to be frequently checked, which negates the whole forget about it thing. So, same with the blow-off tube. If he feels like if he has anything of sanitizer, that it's just going to evaporate. Any ideas about capping this and genuinely forgetting about it?
Yeah, well, first, before you cap anything off, you want to make sure it's truly done. Take some readings, make sure you actually have finished fermentation. If not, if you capped it, you're going to be in trouble later. But solid stopper is probably the easiest one. And if you're doing any kind of solid stopper, I recommend doing like a Ziploc style baggie with a rubber band around the neck of the carboy. So if you do change temperatures and it tries to push out the stopper, at least it's contained instead of falling on the floor 5 months later when you come back to it, seeing it wide open.
That happened to a sour that, it was just an experiment anyway, but one that Chad was doing here in our garage. Got moved around so many times. I walked out one day, nothing on top of it. Who knows how long it had been open. So good advice. Use a rubber band.
Also, topping it up. So trying to go into a 5-gallon carboy and getting as close to the top as you can. Not trying to do that in like a 6 or 6.5 where you're going to have that much headspace up there too.
Okay. All right. Good advice.
Thanks.
Hello, Asshats and Bevo. I think it might be time to start back at the beginning. We all understood we all now understand that you're a cloistered group of professionals and award-winning homebrewers. Most of us. And know all there is to know, but there are still newbies like me discovering the addiction. And we need very basic info. So he says it might be time to have a monthly segment about the new homebrewer. What he wants us to do is take a local Bay Area person, go through a different part of the brewing process every month, and give those important issues. He says it would also be nice if a brewcaster could watch this person brew once a quarter and report on what they did right or wrong.
Oh, yeah.
So it's the Big Brother program of homebrewing?
Yeah.
What he wants us to do is basically redo all of our shows every month.
Yes.
Yeah. We have something like that. It's called The Archive.
Can we send JP out to watch a brewer every quarter? Just to sit in the corner with his...
I'm real good at watching.
Dick in his hand and watching you brew?
You'll never know I was there.
No, it's I like the idea. This is from Pepperford. He loves the show. We are going to be making some changes. Even the staff hasn't gotten wind of any of this yet, but there will be some format changes in the new year with our show. We're going to work on some different segments for you, and some basic beer coverage might be included in that. None of us have time to go out and do a whole, like, watching people brew and use a person as an example. I'm a mess enough for everybody to get all the information they need. So if we ever need to watch a brewer who needs help, I'll just go out in the backyard and brew.
Well, and also there's a lot of... that's a good joke. I didn't mean to...
Thanks, Jipper. That's all right.
All right.
Carry on. I'm glad you're back with us.
I just got it. I'm here. I feel like Schumann on the lunch meet when my niece was telling him why he was awful to her.
Because you're just thinking about all the things you could have done.
Yeah.
His back really is really, really sweaty. I felt it.
It's a good thing I'm sitting on a cloth seat.
That's normal.
It'll absorb.
Mike, Kevin, and Bill, forgive me now if JP hounds you for the next month. I'll try to get him to forget your phone number.
Yeah. There's also 1,000 different ways to do something. So, if we go around saying this is, the only way to do it or this is how we're going to do it, then, it limits the other brewer from learning on their own.
Yeah. But there are a lot of basic information. There is a lot of basic information. There are a lot of tips that we've given out over the years, and I do understand that not every brewer starts back at the beginning. Some of you guys like to just jump right in where we are now, and I think it is important to cover some of the basics from time to time. So like I said, we'll be doing some format changes in the new year, and I think it'll help you out in that regard. All right. Hey, I just wanted to drop a line and make a comment on the last session, last Sunday, and something a caller said. He says, I 100% think that we must have Snuggies in the BN store. But they should be adorned with the lunch meat logo and called a jerky, which is a Snuggie with an extra hole.
I take that back. I do not support that idea.
That's from Jason, Apex Brewing. Not a bad idea, the jerky. Kind of like it.
The jerky.
It's very BN, right?
Yeah.
Cleans up quick.
And have the chest just be like tarp.
Yes.
So it's washable. You hose it down.
My brother just I just dropped him at the airport last week to go home. And he told me he saw a woman walking around the airport in a Snuggie.
Oh, I would have tripped her.
Getting on the plane in a Snuggie. I don't think you should be able to make it through security with a Snuggie. You can hide a lot of shit under there.
At my office party, one of the gift exchange gifts was a Snuggie, but it was a Kiss Snuggie. It was rad.
Like the band?
I wanted it. I didn't get it.
That's too bad.
You're a big Kiss fan?
No, I just am really a big
Just a
Snuggie
big Snuggie fan.
Oh, okay.
Are you really?
I really want one. This is like the third year I've not gotten a Snuggie.
You are
it's just a blanket,
such
dude.
a douche. Why not
I'm a girl. I'm not a douche.
Why not put a robe on backwards?
Yeah.
It's not the same.
It's a big sweater.
What's not the same?
It's just not. I have a robe. It doesn't lay as nice as the Snuggie.
Why not use a blanket?
But you don't know if a Snuggie lays nice because you've never friggin' worn one.
I've seen the commercial.
Yeah,
well, that's a good point.
See, and god damn it, Bevo, you're the reason that those commercials exist, because they work on douches.
I'm not a douche.
Douchette.
No, you are.
Yeah, look, if even JP says so.
If I'm telling
likes you.
Even JP says so, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I should have gotten you a Snuggie. I didn't get you a Snuggie.
It's okay. It's just another person in my long list of friends that are failures.
Okay.
Maybe I'll get you one, Bevo.
Shut up.
Okay.
All right, Kim writes in and says, the Sully and JP mixtape show was seriously great. Those two lovable a-holes complement each other perfectly, both musically and personally.
Oh.
The smooth vocal radio stylings of Mr. Jason Petros were phenomenal.
Smooth.
And I wanted him to keep going all night.
Ooh.
Wow.
Anyway, for reals, you need to put that show on every week. Really good times. XOXO Kim. Jib?
Silence.
Wow.
I don't know.
Still just thinking about the MSD guys. You didn't hear what I said.
No, not at all. No.
And then I'm going to show up at Stone, and right when I say I'm JP, they're going to go, oh, you were great.
It's a good... Our producer lost your email.
You so get us.
And they're going to hold me.
Make it all better.
All right. Let's see. Dave writes in, hey, guys, I listen to shows all the time, and I'm currently going through all the Bruce Strong episodes during my commute to and from work. Thanks for all the great info. I'm wondering if you guys have any plans for trucker-style BN Army hats.
Mesh.
We had them, and they were real slow sellers. So there's like 8 of you who want the trucker hat out there. And of the 10 listeners, that's just not enough.
No.
So no. I might have an extra one in there, though. I'll look for it. I'll put it up in the store if I still have one around.
Maybe BN Army patches, and you can buy those and sew them on the
your
mesh
own
hat of your choice.
Yeah. Let's see. I don't know, guy. Oh, here's a festival or a competition winner. Entered my first competition a little while back. The local Fresh Hop Ale Festival homebrew competition. And I brewed a wet hop pale ale with Simcoe, Chinook, and Cascade. To my delight, it was BJCP judged, and I got great feedback with a satisfactory score of 36.
Good.
It was my 4th solo brew, so I was pleased. And he said I even followed up with the national judge via email, and he was a BN soldier. So that's cool. And then he had his next BN Army moment at the local homebrew club's Christmas party with the Ralphs at Hop Union.
Ooh.
He said, I met a guy who worked there, and he was wearing a BN Army hoodie. So there you go. BN Armies everywhere. That's from Decoction. BN Corporal Yakima, Washington. What else do I have here? Here's a question for you, Tasty. If I boil the water that I catch it in and sanitize my hose properly, can I use the yeast that comes out from my fermentation blow-off? So catching his blow-off...
Yeah, through a sanitized tube.
In a properly sanitized tube, and then treating it properly afterward, can he reuse blow-off yeast?
Absolutely. That's basically top cropping.
It's top cropping.
Yeah.
Even if the yeast falls into the sanitizer, it's fine?
Oh, not in the sanitizer. No. Into a
That's why it's called sanitizer.
Just into a
An
clean
empty Erlenmeyer.
vessel.
Yes.
Sterile as possible vessel.
He'd want to wait till he's at high kreuzen, switch the vessel to a cleaned,
or switch the
sanitized
tubing.
vessel.
Actually, I would.
Would the vessel be empty, or would it have water in it, or just be empty? Just be empty.
Yeah. You might have like a sterile filter output on it or something like that.
Okay.
Or even a bubbler on it.
What if you get some of the blow off in your eye? What happens then?
Bevo?
Yeah, we don't know.
Really, that was one time.
Guess quick, Beef.
It's more times than us. So,
all right.
Well,
Don't lie.
We saw the YouTube video.
Okay, once.
Do I have to read this?
Yes.
Another question?
No, it's another congratulation. Here, it's another congratulation. Let's see.
If it's about me, yes.
Oh, no, this is a Homebrew Comp mention. Yeah, I'll do this for you guys. Let's see. I was wondering if you'd be able to make a mention of my Homebrew Club's upcoming homebrew competition on your show to help get the word out. Sure. He says, we are the Northern Ale Stars, based out of Duluth, Minnesota, and we'll be hosting the 4th annual Great Northern Brouhaha. Our competition has grown to over 300 entries the last 2 years, and we're hoping to improve numbers again this year. So there you go. It's 2 weeks after one of the biggest competitions in the country, the Upper Mississippi Mashout in the Minneapolis-St. Paul area. So go to, he didn't give me a web address or anything. Look up just Google Northern Ale Stars. That's the Homebrew Club. And the 4th annual Great Northern Brouhaha. You can enter their competition. All right, and I had one more thing to announce to you guys. I got some inside information, although now I seem to have lost it. Maybe I can just bring it up on my word here. So apparently there's going to be a new bill going to that Charlie Papazian is trying to pass.
Nate has it, I think, right there.
There we go. So this is some inside information because I don't even think that it's been announced yet, but, we got people everywhere. So I got a dude who was around when this was being talked about. And so I guess that Charlie and the Brewers Association is starting to work on a bill that will allow us to ship our beer via the Postal Service for competitions. So for competition only. But as we all know right now, we have to lie and say that we're sending yeast samples, or hopefully they don't ask you anything at all, and that's how we ship our beer around for competitions. But this is what they're trying to do, is get this bill passed so that we can do it. The key is, though, according to this insider, this government insider, is that your representatives, your local reps, are going to need to hear from you. And he recommends that if they can hear from you both before and after the Christmas break about this, that it's more likely to make it to committee. So he says the more BN Army bugs their representatives and senators, the better chance the legislation has. So you need to look up. There were certain representatives he wanted you to look up. He says it would have to come from the House and Senate Judiciary Committee in order for it to get passed. And the only way it's going to make it to the House is to phone your local representatives. So the Christmas break, the holiday break, starts December 19th. So that gives you this week, starting tomorrow, that gives you Monday through Friday to phone and email your representatives about this bill and just say, hey, I've heard that you might be discussing us homebrewers being able to ship our beer for competitions via the U.S. Postal Service, and I really want you to look at this and vote on it. So do it before the 19th, and then do it again after the Christmas break. And who knows, maybe we won't have to be lying douchebags every time we go to the post office.
Is there a bill number yet, or
there's not
something we can reference?
There's not. That's how new it is, I guess. It's not even out for discussion.
Can I go on record to say I'm not the person who leaked this information?
You can,
because
yes.
I could be one of these people, but it was not me.
Chris Graham is not the person. It was I'll tell you, it was a listener who emailed me.
So it's not Chris.
And
yeah, definitely not me. That ruled me right out.
Just because I don't know what it is doesn't mean that I'm lying.
And he knows about it and wanted to get the word out because he thinks that it would help even before the bill has been announced to anybody if homebrewers are making it known to their representatives that it's something that's important to them. And then what might happen is all of a sudden this bill will show up in front of the representatives and they'll go, oh, I just had a few constituents write me about this. So it's more likely to make it to committee if you guys do that. So I'm putting it out there. Sorry, I don't understand why it would not be known yet. I guess because a lot of people a lot of times the BA and others want to make sure there's a bill to do. But I say bug them now, and then the BA will do their part, I'm sure, and that bill might appear. So there you go. That's our good deed for the day. Are you in trouble, Chris Graham, for being in the room?
No.
While I did that?
It is hard without a bill, but yeah, the more the representatives know about it, the easier it is for them to understand what it's for when it comes in front of them.
Right. I think that was the whole idea here. So thank you for allowing the BN to scoop that nice little morsel of information. I like that. How you doing, JP?
I'm good, man.
He's in his refractory period after that interview.
Yeah, I'm in the acceptance right now.
All right, we're going to take ourselves a quick break. JP's going to have a beer. He's going to relax. Bevo's going to wipe the sweat off his back.
Yeah, and my inner thighs are
the
real
other
sweaty,
stuff
too.
off of his...
And then maybe dab Sam's forehead with the rag.
Put my little musk everywhere.
Picture that.
You have a mic.
You know, I don't understand why you always have to just cross the line. There's a very defined line.
Where is it?
You always just cross it.
Is it running down your back?
All right, when we come back, myself, my staff, and Adam from Linden Street Brewing Company have a big announcement for you. So hang around here on the session. Lots of fun to come, including a big BN announcement. So stick with us. We'll be right back. It's the session.
You're listening to the Brewcasters on the Brewing Network.
Williams Brewing is your online resource for prompt delivery of quality home brewing supplies. Since 1979, Williams Brewing has offered the finest equipment and freshest ingredients and the best customer service in the business. Cut hours off your brewing sessions by using one of our 11 varieties of famous Williams malt extract. Our Williams Belgian Pale Extract is mashed with pure Belgian two-row malt and a small percentage of Belgian wheat malt for an authentic Belgian character you just can't get from other extracts. Or check out our unique fermenters, 2.5-gallon kegs, paintball tank-based draft beer equipment, bottling aids, and much more. We even have our own line of precision hydrometers. Go to WilliamsBrewing.com to browse our vast selection. That's WilliamsBrewing.com. Orders placed by 3:30 p.m. Pacific Time ship the same day. Brewing is easy. The Williams way.
Nico, listen, our lawyers said that we had to do this for 1 hour, and after this, we don't have to talk to each other for 3 more months to the next meeting.
Kids, come on, let's get out of here.
I'm supposed to have more lines. I'm the professional. Hey, it's Sully.
And I'm Nico.
And we opened the 21st Amendment 9 years ago at 563 2nd Street in San Francisco, just 2 blocks from Giants Park, to make great beer and have a great time doing it.
That's right, because to us, the 21st Amendment is more than just the right to make beer. It's the right to experiment, to be innovative, and just do things differently. And so now, we're putting our craft beer in cans.
That's right, cans. You can find our world-famous Hell or High Watermelon Wheat Beer and Brew Free or Die IPA throughout California and Alaska.
And now it's also available on draft at select accounts in the Bay Area.
So next time you're at your local neighborhood pub or good beer store, be sure to ask for 21st Amendment in cans.
Because everyone likes it in the can.
Tasty crack cans.
Tasty crack can.
BN Army members, are you looking for a discount on hops? Keep listening. Nico's Homebrew Supply at nicobrew.com has hops by the ounce and by the pound. Choose from varieties like Amarillo, Centennial, East Kent Goldings, Hallertauer, Simcoe, Summit, Tomahawk, Warrior, Willamette, and more. And adding new varieties all the time, many for less than $20 a pound. Whether a couple ounces at a time or an 11-pound bag, all hops are shipped vacuum sealed and frozen straight to you. Nico's Homebrew Supply offers store-wide $5 flat rate shipping and won't waste your money on unnecessary overhead or advertising. They're going bare bones and passing the savings on to you. The staff at Nico's Homebrew Supply loves to brew and is committed to keeping homebrewing affordable and accessible to anyone who wants to join in this great hobby. And for a limited time, use coupon code BNARMY at checkout for a Brewing Network discount. Visit nicobrew.com. That's N-I-K-O brew.com for your hops and more. nicobrew.com, your bare bones buddy in the brewing business.
The Brewing Network brings together the winner of the Sam Adams Long Shot competition and the most awarded homebrewer in history to do battle in the next chapter of The Jamil Show. Can you brew it? Every episode, Jamil Zainasheff and Mike McDowell lay their reputations on the line to brew your favorite commercial beer and put their results to the test. Perfect match or perfect drain pour. Tune in for the recipes, techniques, and interviews with the pros that answer the question, can you brew it? The Jamil Show, Can You Brew It, airs every other Monday on the Brewing Network.
Hilo, what's it feel like?
Take awesome and multiply it by 2.
Yeah! Spraying live beer radio all over your face.
Can't get any better than this, baby.
It's the Brewing Network.
The Brewing Network. Saving your life. One beer at a time.
So you think if I email them my questions that I didn't ask, you think that they would still answer them?
I think so. Why not?
Yeah.
You know, just make sure
Would it
you
be
say, hi again, it's JP. In case you don't remember me, I'm the guy who booked you on that great beer show.
No, the other one. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, the other guy. I'm sure it wouldn't be weird. No. I would just keep waiting for that email from them. You know? It'll happen. Right.
In fact, you should hold your breath and wait for it to happen.
Vivo's just mean.
I know.
The closer it gets to Christmas, the meaner she gets. I don't know what it is, but I've known her for a long time. And her boobs grow around Christmas and she gets mean.
Oh, well.
I don't know.
Give and take. Spirit.
Yeah, I don't know if they're correlated, but yeah, the holiday spirit just fills her up with douchebaggery.
It's just God wanting her to be upset. I'm going to make your boobs grow so people stare at you, and then you get mad at them for staring
more upset.
at you.
Yeah.
They're
well,
bigger.
If you were married to Sam around the holidays, you'd be pissed too.
I'd be hanging in the rafters.
All right, with me in the studio, lots of folks. Go to justin.tv/brewing network. You can see their pretty faces.
How many balls are in the studio right now? Quickly.
There's a lot of balls.
Too many.
4. Does anybody here
14.
only have one ball? Is there any one-balled...
one baller?
All right, then it's an
16.
easy... 16 balls. Wow. All right. A lot of balls. Adam from Linden Street Brewing Company is hanging out with us right now. Adam, it's good to have you back.
Hey, good to be back. Happy holidays.
Look at that beard.
Man. Look at that thing.
That is awesome.
He's another one.
I have beard envy right now.
I am in awe.
Do you trim that at all?
You know, I haven't trimmed the length of it. I've been trimming it around my cheeks a little bit, but keeping it from getting too bulbous.
Keep it from looking like Sasquatch.
But I'm gonna let gravity do its thing, though. So we'll see.
Are you going like ZZ Top on that thing? You'll go all the way to the bottom, or what?
Well, you know, I don't know. I mean, this all started, you know, when you guys came out for our first brew back in May.
Yeah.
You know, that's when I stopped shaving, and
to commemorate your first brew.
You know, I didn't even think I was superstitious that way. But
these hairs have been with me from the beginning.
Yeah,
I've been brewing
the
this
beers
long.
have been good, and I can't mess with it. You know, so
let me
the
get this
first
straight.
infection I get, like first beer I got to dump. I have a feeling you'll be like, "Whoa, what happened? Dude, where's the beer?"
Yeah. All right, listeners at home, when you see Adam all clean shaven, you can go ahead and ask him how his brew day went.
Exactly, and I'll probably punch you in the face.
Yeah.
And just say, I'm sorry.
I think it's great, man. It's got to keep you warm. That's a lot of friggin' hair on your face.
Yeah, you know, and you know how much my wife loves it.
Oh, no. But you told her it's because you're superstitious. Honey, this is our livelihood.
Yeah,
here.
it's for work.
Yeah,
I got to do it.
Well, and I did promise my daughter. She said, "Daddy, if it gets down to your belly button, will you start, you know, trimming it?" And I was like, "Okay, honey. You know, if it gets down to my belly button, I'll start trimming it."
That's a fair trade.
Yeah.
The belt line is a fair trade.
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly. So there are some limits, I guess.
Yeah.
That's good that she's that tolerant.
Yeah.
She didn't go with the nipple.
Yeah.
You know, or even the top of the gut.
Yeah.
That's a lot of lenience.
Yeah, exactly.
Good daughter you have there.
Yeah. So I guess I'm playing the part.
Yeah. All right, and Dr. Scott's finally on the show with us tonight, too.
Yeah, I knew I'd get here eventually.
That's some family stuff going on tonight, huh?
Yep. Yeah, my sister's in town, my mother-in-law's in town. And
You should have brought them.
going on.
Mm-hmm.
Where would I put them?
In the kitchen or something?
What are they all in town for?
My son's in a play on Monday. He's the lead in Aladdin.
I'm going to that.
Yeah, you are.
I'm going to go cheer him on. Do you think I can get backstage and, check out the ladies or what?
All the third graders?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a third grade play.
They got to have moms.
The question still applies.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So you got the whole family out for that?
Yeah.
Is he wearing skin makeup, like dark? I mean, because your kid's pretty light, and you're too pale to be Aladdin.
I don't know. Aladdin looked pretty milky to me.
Disney's version.
Disney version.
Yeah. This is a Disney type production.
Yeah.
Musical, singing, all that kind of stuff.
Aladdin is blonde-haired and blue-eyed.
It's the White is Right version,
Yeah.
JP. Leave him alone. He's in Moraga.
Hello, I am Aladdin.
Yeah. Exactly. You get along with your mother-in-law?
No.
How long is she going to be here for?
Too long?
Tuesday, I think.
Oh, you'll be okay.
I'm already. That's why I'm here.
When did she get into town?
I had to pick her up at the airport on Thursday.
Didn't the last time she came to town, she was like, as you were leaving for the show, oh, can't we listen here at home, Scott?
Can you put that on the computer so we can listen here at home? We don't get it here.
We don't get that internet station here.
Yeah.
The frequency doesn't come in.
Yeah.
That's great.
Didn't want to go there with that, no.
You don't think she ever goes like snooping to try to figure out herself?
No.
Okay, so you're good.
Yeah, well, I think I'm safe on that.
All
I can't go home stumbling,
right
tonight. That would be bad.
At least not till late tonight.
Wouldn't even want to field that one.
Every now and then, I'll take a cab out of here down to the EJ Fair because I know I'm going to have a drink or two. And every time the cab driver picks me up, he goes, "Hey, how's your friend Doc doing?" Every time. Oh, what a great place Doc has. Got all that farm out there. How's your friend Doc doing? Nice guy.
Yeah, we usually have quite a conversation on my long ride home.
Yeah. He's our go-to Sunday night Doc ride.
You have one guy, you have a cab driver.
Yeah.
Doc has a limo driver. Justin has a cab driver.
We do, yeah. What is he? He's a Russian guy.
Yeah, he's a
right?
Russian guy.
Yeah.
Weird. He's not an American guy? That's weird.
Nope, he's a Russian guy.
Yeah.
The good thing he's at home, taking me all the way out there because some cab drivers, we get out, on the secondary road out there. It looks like I'm taking him out there to axe him.
They get all pissed.
Oh, yeah. To kill him and take his cab money.
No, he likes you.
Yeah.
Every time.
Well, someone gets scared taking me out there. They go, where are we going? Where are we going?
Yeah.
You sure it's out here? Yeah, keep going.
Don't worry about it. Drive.
Drive out in the middle of that field over there.
Yeah. It'll be fine.
I live underground. Help me open the door.
All right.
Get out of the cab.
Close your eyes for this last leg. I'll tell you left or right.
Here, catch this.
All right. We have a big announcement, so I'm glad you've made it into the studio,
Okay.
Doc. Along with Linden Street Brewing Company, Adam's been... Adam and I and Chad have been working on this since June, when we had our anniversary party out at Linden Street, and realized that, we're soulmates. We're like a match made in heaven, man, because Adam doesn't mind our breed of listener, and
which is a mutt.
Yeah. And we love his spot down there, man. It's just such a cool location. So it's been in the works for a little while, and we finally got the details worked out. The Brewing Network is hosting, is having our very own, our first ever beer festival. And we're having the Brewing Network's Winter Brews Festival in January at Linden Street Brewing Company. Sweet. And I do have to say that the idea was Adam's. He really invited us and said, will you guys come down and do a festival with me? Which I just think's very generous of you and brave.
Well, I mean, anybody who came to the party in June knows that, there's a lot of synergy there. And I think as fun as that party in June was, an actual beer festival where we can get a bunch of breweries lined up to come out there, and the nice thing about this idea that you guys have is doing it right before San Francisco Beer Week. So
yes,
hopefully we'll get an opportunity to get some people plugged into. By then we'll have a really good idea of all the different events that are going to be going on around town and East Bay and everywhere. So could be a real good sort of shot in the arm for SF Beer Week. Really going off with a bang too. So
yeah,
I'm
we're a warmer.
excited.
We're like the warm-up show, and it's kind of a winter warmer type of festival. It'll be Saturday, January 30th, so it's a nice Saturday afternoon. I have it billed, and I'm still going to release this, Adam, so I might as well do some planning on the air. What the hell? Adam and I talked about it and said, well, we'll just let people come on out. Him and I aren't into these like 2-hour beer festivals where you have to run in, get yourself a beer, and leave 2 hours later. I have it billed from 1 to 8, Adam.
Sweet.
And we just figure what we'll do is as long as we open the gates at 1, we wanted to do it in the afternoon, and that's probably what we're going to stick to. And then people can just stay until we run out of beer, which may be before 8. Who knows?
Yeah, works for me.
We're really stacking the deck, and there's going to be, I think, more than there's going to be about 30 breweries involved, and a lot of them have already responded. We've got Russian River Brewing Company is going to be there, Firestone Walker Brewing Company, of course, Linden Streets Beer is going to be there, Gordon Biersch is going to be involved, Moonlight Brewing Company, which we haven't been able to work with in a couple years, so I'm real stoked that Brian has responded and it's going to get us some good beer down there. We've invited a lot of others. Rogue is going to come down, so it's not just California breweries either. We're kind of going all up and down the coast. Places like the Brewery down in Placentia, California, down in Southern California. So we'll get you a complete list here in the coming days, but it's looking pretty big already. And the deal is, you're going to come down on Saturday, January 30th, and hang out with us. There's going to be music, there's going to be beer, there's going to be food, and it's a full-on beer festival. None of the BN shenanigans that you've grown accustomed to with the anniversary party, although we will be there having a great time. But this is a genuine beer fest, and it's the Brewing Network's first. And so we're just stoked to be doing it down there at Linden. And I think it's going to be a good time. If you remember, it's just a cool spot for it in terms of space. Like we've got tons of space at your place down there, Adam.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it's sort of built for exactly this kind of thing in the sense that we have a big parking lot there. So I think people will find themselves having a pretty good time.
It's the kind of neighborhood where you're not going to piss off a bunch of people.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah. Well, and if you want to know what it feels like to be in the hood,
yeah, that's
you
right.
come to Linden Street and you'll get some street cred for sure.
You will get street cred.
I like how it's Linden Street.
It's a Linden. Yeah.
You come down to Linden Street.
Yeah. So just location-wise, it's great. It's got a built-in stage for our bands. We're going to get some blues acts up there, some rock acts going on. Like I said, food and music. I'll get you all the pricing information. The press release goes out tomorrow, so you listeners are hearing about it first right here. We'll be sending out the press release, which will give you all the details about how much it's going to cost. And so I encourage you to come on out. For those of you who don't live in the Bay Area, fuck it, come on down. We're going to get a lot of breweries anyway. It might be worth a little vacation time. Saturday, January 30th. It's an all-day fest. Now, I will tell you this. I'll tease this a little bit. I wasn't going to do it, but we're also working on... I guess I can't... I won't announce it officially because we're working out some details.
The unofficial release.
The unofficial release is we're working on a beer dinner the night before with Sean Paxton.
Yep.
So just another reason that you might be able to make a whole weekend out of it, and it'll be a Brewing Network weekend. Of course, you know Sean not only as a friend of ours from the show, but from his wonderful beer dinners. And we thought, why don't we need a BN beer dinner? And so JP and Paxton are working on that right now, and I'll keep you up to date on it. Yes. So unofficially, on the Friday night before, we're working on a Paxton beer dinner.
That's right.
To come in town a little earlier.
Yeah. It'd be a great... I mean, just think about it. What a great Brewing Network weekend. Because, of course, we'll all be at the beer dinner on the Friday, so you can come hang out with us then, hang out with Paxton, and then we'll be at the festival all day Saturday, too.
We'll bring the tattoo artist. We could have fun.
Oh, we should do tattoo.
And then come to the studio for the show on Sunday.
Shut up, JP.
Everybody's invited.
Shut it. That's where we draw the line.
Well, stand out on the street and listen to us.
Although it is a big weekend, too, in terms of it will be the inaugural Studio B show. Ooh. Dan Gordon is booked for the Sunday after the beer festival, and we said we wouldn't christen the studio until the Dan came in, since he helped us christen the last studio. So
I think I'll actually be here. I've missed the last two Dan Gordon shows.
Oh, is that right?
I think I'll actually be able to meet this man.
I'm told he's going to launch a beer with us too, which is pretty exciting.
At our heads, or
at your head. The rest of us are going to get to taste it.
Woo!
Yeah. So the Dan Gordon inaugural Studio B show will happen Sunday, the beer festival on Saturday, and potentially a Sean Paxton beer dinner on the Friday.
If it all works out, it could be real fun.
Yeah. We've got some obstacles we got some hurdles to jump for the beer dinner.
The little things.
Yeah, but we'll get through it. We've had the hurdles with... This is why I love working with Adam at Linden Street, too. It's because every hurdle, Adam just goes, that's fine.
What are you saying?
Every time I'm all nervous about it. Every time. Same with the anniversary party. Yeah, but what about security? That's all right. What about bathrooms? I'll take care of it. Do we have enough beer? I'll get beer. Every time, I'm like, I can't get the guy riled up for anything. I don't know if you practice Zen Buddhism every morning, Adam, but every time I try to throw a curveball at you, it's fine. Strippers are okay.
I'll get them.
Doesn't matter what it doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah, well, I see a good thing when I see it, and with the anniversary party, it was shaping up pretty nicely. So luckily for us, we did all those semi-legal barbecues at our place. While we were still trying to get up and going. So we got pretty used to how to work around the fuzz. So
you knew what you were getting into.
Yeah, exactly. But now that we're fully up and going, it's this is when it really gets fun. So when we can start doing stuff like this with you guys, it'll be cool.
See, he's the yin to my yang, is what it is. Because I go in there all riled up, and
as long as he's not
bouncing around.
As long as not the yin to your wang.
He doesn't want to be that. He's a married man.
Right. Well,
but yeah,
it's not cheating if it's gay.
Well,
you can be sure.
We know everything's going to be all fine if your parents show up again, because like when those two get going, it was crazy how they took it on and ran with it.
Well, it's funny you say that. My dad was out here for Thanksgiving, spare dad, and he just keeps asking about when's the next one. I'm invited, right? I can come, right? I'm like, shit, Dad, I don't think I could ever do it without you.
Exactly. It was amazing how he rolled up his sleeves and got to work.
Yeah.
He helped out a lot.
Him and my mom both, man. She got in there, and she wouldn't. And I told her, I think I sound more serious than I actually am when I start laying down rules. I lay things down very clearly, but I'm really pretty lax about things. But it must sound like I really mean it, because I say to my mom...
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does.
I didn't know that. I kind of got it out of my mind, because I made her a list, and I basically said, if they're not on the list, they don't get a glass. They pay for a glass. If there's a problem, they have to come see me. I had people who I just forgot, where she couldn't find them on the list. And apparently she was like the hammer. If they were trying to get it, like they were sponsors of the show. Like let's say it was the Whites, for example, who sponsored the glasses, and they couldn't get a glass. They're like, my logo's on the glass. No, your name's not on the list.
You're not on the list.
She just drops the hammer. And so I had to go in and be like, it's all right. You could no. You told me if they're not on the list, they can't come in. Well, then give me the fucking list. I'll revise the thing here. Now the Whites are on the list. So they're very serious. But I think they kept the whole thing, they kept me from losing my ass. So that's good. All right, I'll put them in charge of everything again, Adam. Everything. Adam and I are just going to get drunk in the corner. Mom and Dad are going to run this festival. Saturday, January 30th, after tonight's program, you'll be able to look at the on-tap portion of the website, thebrewingnetwork.com/on-tap, and you'll get all the information you need to find out about the beer festival. So I'm excited about this. That's our first foray into the beer festival world. And I think we have a knack for it. I mean, essentially, we throw parties on the air every week.
Yeah, it's a party with beer.
Yeah, why not do it?
We've been there.
At a brewery. And if we can pull this dinner off, too, it's going to be just a great weekend. So put it on your calendars, even if you're not in the neighborhood. I know a lot of you say, I couldn't possibly make it. I don't live in California.
Yeah, don't give me that shit.
Don't write it off yet. Just think about it. Put it on the calendar, and who knows? Maybe the wife has some miles stored up. Maybe you got a little vacation time coming your way. So just put it on the calendar, and as we get you all excited about it and tell you about all the breweries involved, you just might end up making it out here. Other than that, it's going to be full of Bay Area folks and Linden folks. Last time you guys threw a Bratson beer party, right? And had a huge turnout.
Yeah, since we got the place up and going, it's been kind of key to. There's a lot of really interesting organizations doing big things around Oakland. So that's kind of been the fun part of it for us, is being able to actually plug in with these organizations and see if we can help them out. So Bratson Beer went towards helping third graders in Oakland get school books and raising some money for Thanksgiving holiday baskets, things like that for the homeless, and it was huge. We basically that event, every single third grader in Oakland and Emeryville got 3 books this year because of that event, and then and basically every single holiday basket that they handed out had an organic turkey in it. So
all from the proceeds of that fest.
Yeah,
that's fantastic.
We want to keep rolling with that kind of stuff. So we'll keep doing that.
Good. This festival is going to help feed JP and I, who are practically homeless.
Yeah.
So we look forward to that.
I'm about to stop paying my mortgage. Everyone else is doing it.
Yeah, they're not going to take your house.
No, save some money. I want to get a gun too.
You might need it. Yeah. I got Sully on the line. What's happening, brother?
Hey, guys. How's it going?
It's going well. I was hoping you were going to be here with us tonight.
I would have loved to. I'm actually driving around Lost in Minneapolis right now, where it's currently 10 degrees.
Oh.
freezing my fucking ass off. I don't know how people can do it out here, but the beer's good.
So, good Lord.
I'm calling in just to say congratulations, happy holidays, and I think I was one of those people that your mom didn't let in at the, at the party. I swear to God, I think.
Oh boy,
I got
Mom, you
denied.
have to let in Sully. Sully's always allowed in, Mom. Yeah.
There was a hiccup. I think I ended up paying, actually. So.
Oh, shit.
Because I didn't want to get shaken down by your mom.
No, she's tough, man. She'll kick you right in the nuts. So, Sully's beer is going to be there. He was one of the first to respond. I sent out the press release, the invitation. He couldn't have read it, because 8 seconds later, he said, I'm in. I'm there with my beer, brother. Don't worry about it.
We're going to have monk's blood to cook with?
Yeah. We're looking forward to it.
We're going to have monk's blood to cook with?
Absolutely.
Oh, good. Yeah, we tasted monk's blood on the show with Sully last week, Paxi, and it was very nice.
We tried to
Very
order
nice.
some at More Beer. John called the distributor. 1 case.
That's all that was left.
That's all that they were going to give us.
Oh.
Only one, because it's in such high demand. There's not enough to go around, so we only get 1 case.
Good for you, Sully. I like it. Sully's gone.
Apparently he hit a snowbank.
His
head
phone
froze.
froze.
His head
froze.
He really is lost in Minnesota. They get picked up by those Fargo police. Be ugly. All right, also hanging out in the studio with us tonight is Chris, who's formerly of North Coast fame, but you left those digs way the hell up there in Fort Bragg, didn't you?
Yeah, I'm working down at Moylan's now.
No kidding. Mm-hmm. How long did it... See, this is a good topic just for a minute, because it's ballsy to quit a brewing job right now. Quit any job right now. People are having a tough time getting new gigs. I'm not sure there's a plethora of brewing jobs available out there. How long between leaving North Coast and starting at Moylan's? How long were you unemployed?
It was about 2 months.
Okay.
That's
Ouch.
pretty good.
Yeah, a couple months.
I mean, but that's pretty good.
No, that's great.
Yeah.
It's still painful. 2 months
Yeah.
of no job.
Mm-hmm.
Where were you living at that time? Did you have to move back in with your folks or what?
No, I'd saved up some, and we were living in Oakland. Brad and I were living in Oakland.
In a box.
Where we still live. It's still a box.
Shoe box in the middle of the road.
Yeah, we saved up, and we got a U-Haul box, one of them fancy ones.
Yeah.
It's actually a studio that we share.
You do?
Yeah.
You guys share a studio apartment?
Yes.
So it's a single room with a kitchenette?
Mm-hmm.
So you and Brad are close then?
We are now.
Closer than we wanted to be.
And I see that Brad's hanging out with you here tonight, too. I would have thought that when you live in a studio, if you leave the studio, you leave separately.
We hang out a lot together, actually.
Good.
And then we spend time together.
Yeah. Glad to see your relationship is strong. Neither one of you has a girlfriend, I assume.
No.
And if either one of you did, you'd be in trouble.
Yeah. Now that we're going to get one for a while until you go your separate ways.
They would have to have the same girl.
That's probably true.
Can we hang out at your place tonight, sweetie? Why can't we hang out at yours? Brad.
Chris.
Chris. So, how did you get the gig at Moylan's? Did you know him? Is that an inside job, or you just kind of showed up and said, hey, I'm a brewer, I need a gig?
Actually, Morgan kind of hooked it up for me.
Okay.
Denise apparently had been looking for someone for a little while, and she hadn't filled the position. She came into Drake's, and they got to talking, and he kind of hooked it up for me. So
Great. Denise is a nice lady and a hell of a brewer.
Oh,
so
yeah.
she is someone to be brewing under. That's a great gig.
Yeah, it's great.
How you liking it there so far?
It's good. She's kind of wants me to learn the whole thing, you know. So a lot of what I'm doing right now is some of the bottling and kind of that kind of stuff. But it's interesting to learn all that. It's totally different than North Coast. You know, Moylan's I think is looking at about 4,000 barrels this year, and North Coast is probably 36 or so.
Okay.
So it's a huge difference in production. The equipment's different and stuff. So it's real cool to learn kind of the other side of it.
So is it that it's more hands-on? Is that like, how is it different?
Well, like for instance, North Coast has a 28 head filling machine, and it's all automated conveyor belts, and Moylan's has a 4 head, and it's 2 guys just run it.
I have a 1-head filling machine.
You do?
Yeah, 1 guy runs it.
For
All
his
by
whole
himself.
life. All by himself.
All by myself.
Forever. Yeah. So you guys have to get in there. It's a hand bottling.
Yeah,
22
it's much
ounce
more
bottles
manual,
only,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and she's making you start from the bottom up.
Mm-hmm.
She's kind of tough on you?
No, I mean, she's fair. She's she runs a tight ship, but she's very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I get that out of Denise, is that she For one,
stern but fair.
Yeah. Well, just running a tight ship, I think, in general. Because for one, her beer's fantastic, so you got to run a tight ship to do that. And two, she just comes across as she knows what she wants, and is going to make you do it that way. So I like that.
Yeah.
You had to. So you're doing a lot of grunt work right now.
Yeah, a little of everything. I'm kind of working up, I guess.
Yeah. And do you think that ultimately you'll get to brew, your own beers? Is there room for Chris's recipes at Moylan's, or is this not that kind of gig for you?
I'm not really sure, actually. I kind of get the impression that when you get down to recipes and stuff, it may be up to some extent to Brendan Moylan, the owner.
Got it.
So I don't know how all that works, but
okay,
who knows?
So you're living in Oakland in a studio with Brad, and you're commuting out to Novato to work at Moylan's every day or full time.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
it's a long haul.
Yeah, it's a long haul. That hurts. You love brewing, man.
I couldn't get Adam to hire me, so I had to go all the way there.
But it's so much closer. I mean, you used to come all the way down from Fort Bragg just on the whim down here.
That's true.
Yeah. And it's like a 3-hour drive.
Yeah.
That's true. There's been several Sunday sessions that we're hanging out with Chris, and it's like 1, 2 a.m.
Yeah, I know.
And he goes, I got to be at work in the morning in Fort Bragg.
Yeah.
It's already
3
the
hours
morning.
north of here.
If you left now, you'd go to work.
Yeah.
Oh, we're okay.
Now you can just go down to Brad's house in Oakland.
Yeah.
And hang out down there. That's still a tough... You love your brewing, man. That's a tough commute, driving out to Novato. That's what, hour and 15 minutes each way?
No, it's 40 going out and maybe an hour 15 coming back.
Because of traffic?
Yeah.
Yeah. You like to brew. Well, good for you. I'm glad you got a gig.
Yeah, thank you.
Where's Morgan now? Is Morgan still helping at Linden, or is he at Drake's?
He's doing a little of both, I guess. I think
bit of everything.
He's pretty much full-time at Drake's right now.
Okay. Wow, so you guys got lucky, man. Leaving a good gig like North Coast and getting brewing jobs. You guys are brave. Talk to Chad.
Well, I would say working at a place like North Coast probably helps your luck a lot, because then it opens doors for you. I mean, guys like Chris and Morgan are very hireable because
of that
they work
resume.
at a place like that. So that's key too. That's why you wherever you can get a job, you want to work there, because that's what people want to see more than anything, that you've actually got some work experience somewhere. So it actually probably helps out a lot that they were up there with such a I don't know exactly who calls it one of the top 10 breweries in the world, but I know they market themselves as that. And
definitely a respectable and reputable brewery.
I'd have to agree with it. I mean, they do amazing stuff up there. So that probably helped out a lot.
11 production beers. I mean, in that tight space, it was impressive to see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they're growing a lot right now, too.
It's amazing, yeah.
So as an owner, Adam, help our listeners out a little bit. What part of that North Coast resume is exciting to you? Is it the name of North Coast, or is it like the production? That they've had to produce a lot of beer. What part of it as an owner?
I think it's that whole provenance thing where if you've quality seems to breed quality. So if you I think it helped me that I worked at Anderson Valley for a little while. If you've worked at a place where everybody agrees like really good beers come out of that place, then you must have learned something. You must have the chops to help make good beer. So they don't just North Coast doesn't get the reputation it has by luck. I mean, it earned it. So if it just like anything, it takes half the hiring stress out of it for a guy like me. That if another brewery such as that, was willing to hire somebody, then
it's good enough for you.
Who am I not to want them? So yeah. But that's it more than anything. It just there's places, but then I guess sort of the flip side is true too. I mean, everybody knows about San Francisco Brewing Company and how many brewers have come through that place, and nobody stays for too long, and it's a crazy setup and blah blah blah. But then if you come out of San Francisco Brewing Company, guy like Roger Davis, I think that was one of his first gigs.
Is that right?
Joe Rock?
Yeah, it was.
I think it was one of his first gigs, and it's like
Joe Rock.
If you come out of that place and you still want to brew.
I see.
Don't sugarcoat it.
Is
Come
that
on.
the rumor?
Well, and I don't mean the actual facility as much as the equipment and just how. I mean,
Well, it's very. I hear that is like one of the more labor-intensive.
oh, they built
breweries.
it. I think they built it in 85, 86.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, it's
this
been
was
there forever.
before turnkey breweries really even existed. So if you can come out of a situation like that and still want to make beer, then you want to be a brewer. You know, like because a lot of. I mean, we've all seen a lot of guys who come into the industry. Thinking this is where they want to be. They found the dream job, and then all of a sudden it's like
they realize it's work.
Wow, this is really hard work, and is it really this much cleaning and not so much brewing? So it really kind of it loses a lot of its romance with people, and they seem to disappear. But for the folks that the grittier the better, then that's the kind of person you probably want to work with.
Yeah. So. I think that's a great assessment, by the way, of which brewers are going to be successful. You got to definitely figure out that you're okay with the dirty work. Chris is in there smiling about hand bottling at Moylan's. What are your goals, Chris? Are you happy just as long as you're brewing beer, you're fine, or do you want to own a brewery someday? Or are you working your way up?
For the time being, you got to pay your dues, and so I'm enjoying kind of working at a couple places and seeing how everybody does it and that. But ultimately, I think the goal would be to have my own place or have a hand in a place or something like that.
Okay, so at least maybe a head brewer type of position where you're the main guy.
Yeah, someplace where I can do what I want and that kind of thing.
You're working him over like he's dating your daughter or something.
Yeah, I'm very curious about this. Well,
what are your intentions?
Yeah. So, what are your intentions? Are you still homebrewing too?
In the studio.
Not since I moved down here, exactly.
Brad
holds the hot liquor tank.
Yes, I was going to say, yeah.
Come on to go to sleep. Move that.
Sparge. Oh, God.
What'd you do with all your homebrew equipment?
It's still up in Fort Bragg.
Okay.
Yeah. I still have the house up there, so.
All right. Well, you can come brew with Chad. I'll invite you to brew with Chad.
Yeah.
Now that you're living with Brad, you can't.
Brad and Chad.
Bring you and Brad can come over and brew with Chad here on the back porch. All right. Well, I'm glad to hear you're doing well. I think it's pretty impressive getting another brewing gig like that. So congratulations. And Moylan's is one of my favorite Bay Area places. I love it. Love Denise and her beer. So nice work. I'd like to maybe you guys will. Were you? How long have you been with them? Because I'm curious if you were with them at the GABF this year.
I've been there about 6 weeks, I think.
Okay,
about 6 weeks.
So you've just started. So maybe when I see some Moylan's beers on the GABF awards stand, I'm not jinxing you, Denise. I just have faith. Next year, you could have had a hand in those beers.
Possibly, yeah.
I would like to see that. All right, sounds good. I need to take a break because the Beeve has to leave for
Sorry.
much less fun party.
Much less fun.
Why do you have to go to that? What do you got? You got Sam's sister's party?
Sam's sister's birthday, yeah.
Sam's sister, by the way, looks like Sam, but with boobs.
Hot.
Never say that?
So super hot.
Sam's got boobs.
It's like Sam in a skirt.
It's
No,
Sam
she has
is-
really big boobs.
Yeah,
Really?
Sam with big boobs.
Like how big?
Like D-ish.
Yeah.
JP finished twice in tonight's show.
Working on a third.
You can't just, I mean, she's going to have another one next year.
You could just say, you got hung up here. Yeah, you could.
No, it's not just it's like dinner with the family, with the in-laws. It's a whole big thing.
Oh, even more of a reason
Sorry.
to ditch out.
Oh, so Sam's leaving too.
Yeah, we're both leaving.
Oh, that's a bonus.
You just send Sam.
All right, well, I've got a gift for Sam and Bevo, so we're going to take a quick break, and then I'll give them their gift on the air. And then since they have to leave, we'll do that quickly. Also, we've got our best and worst of 2009 coming up next. And later on, we got a lot of prizes to give away. You're going to get to play Guess Which Brewcaster Did. And then we'll tell you a fucked up story. So it's going to be a lot of fun to come, plus some more beer tasting. Hang in there. It's The Session.
You're listening to the Brewcasters. Brewcasters on the Brewing Network.
This holiday season is one of gratitude,
giving, and winning. More Beer says thank you to all their wonderful customers with deals from Thanksgiving through New Year's, in addition to low prices, free shipping, and the More Beer deal of the day every day. And one lucky customer is going to win Regan's Big Fat Package, the very first More Beer pressurizable conical fermenter. Rolling out just in time for the holidays, it's their brand new redesigned stainless conical line with a new threadless racking port, new stand options, and a new pressurizable lid. They're giving away one of these new pressurizable conicals on December 31st. For every order you place with More Beer between November 1st and December 31st, use the coupon code CONICAL up to once every day to enter yourself into the drawing. Go to morebeer.com for more details. The 2009 More Beer season of winning. Win yourself some great deals and maybe even a brand new conical fermenter. Enter today only at morebeer.com.
Downtown Joe's, located in the historic Oberon building in beautiful downtown Napa, California, offers an award-winning brew pub experience from 8:30 a.m. to 1 a.m. every day. For 15 years at the corner of 2nd and Main, Downtown Joe's has been voted Best Night Spot 7 times and Best Brew Pub for the last 4 years in a row. Brewmaster Colin Kaminsky's handcrafted ales, like his Tailwagon Amber Ale and Double Secret Probation IPA, are the perfect accent to riverside dining, live music, and a relaxing outdoor patio. Don't miss the Beer of the Month, special rotating taps, and the BN Army Member Special. Wear your BN gear, get 10% off your beer. Visit downtownjoes.com to make reservations, peruse their extensive calendar of events, or just read more about their fantastic beers. Come enjoy the fine beer, food, and music. Downtown Joe's, the award-winning brew pub where you'll feel at home.
Wait till you can pour it out of your own kegerator.
I mean, your friends will look at you with awe.
And it's just hot.
It is?
It's so super hot.
The home of live beer radio. TheBrewingNetwork.com.
Because like beer,
radio shouldn't suck. You're listening to The Session. Keeping the ass out of Brewcast. This is the Brewing Network.
All right, welcome back to the program, everybody. Now we're getting to the fun stuff. We're going to hang out, have ourselves a good time. 888-401-BEER, that's the phone number. And if you want to use it, go ahead. I expect some epic drunks of the week here for our last show of the year. We might have some epic drunks of the week here in the studio. You never know. Got a lot of beers that should be getting poured and shared and loved and rubbed and... Hang on.
Suckled.
I'm almost done.
Digested and...
I'm going to get to your best and worst of 2009 here in just a few minutes. Our intern producer, Scott Moscow, has been helping us out with that. It's going to be a good time. But in the meantime, since Bevo and the Sam have to leave, I've got a couple of... I really think about you guys a lot, and I care about...
Mainly when I'm picking up dog shit in the backyard.
I care about you and your relationship. And so I didn't want you to leave
Use your mic, Bevo.
Without your Christmas gifts. So, Bevo, now they're not wrapped, all right? I'm just going to Bevo, come over here. I'm going to hand you yours first. Go ahead and close your eyes. And then once you've gotten it, you can go ahead and open and read what it is. Go ahead. What do you have there, Bevo? and by the way, Sam, Merry Christmas. What do you have there?
Thank you.
I hate you.
What is it?
Dr. Sadie Allison's Tickle His Pickle, your hands-on guide to penis pleasing.
Yeah. Thank you.
Now, not that I don't have faith in you, I'm just helping out. You'll notice that I have...
Oh my God, there's illustrations.
There's illustrations. Now, you'll notice that I have marked a couple of pages.
Dog ears.
I've dog ears. Now, I wonder... Now, at the bottom of that page, that first one you're looking at, there's a... Start with the headline at the bottom left there. Maybe you could read us a little bit of Tickle His Pickle, so that the folks at home know how much I care about you and Sam.
Or Sam.
Is my face purple right now? Because it's like really hot in here.
So start with the headline.
Get slippery.
Okay.
Little Sammy.
Sammy.
I'm not reading this out loud.
Oh, come on. Just a few sentences. Don't make us have JP.
Say it in first.
I'll read the shit out of that thing.
Say it in first person.
Lube starter. To use your own natural lube, pull up some saliva inside your mouth. Now cup your hand over your lips and quietly, gracefully deposit it into... No, we're done.
All right, well, try the second dog-eared page.
I'm going to take that up now. Come on.
That one's
You
a
gotta
little...
read it all sexy.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Just go to the dog-eared page.
Are they stuck together or something there?
And,
Already?
Now, at least read us this one. What? Come on, just... What's the headline? It's a good topic.
For the record, I've tried this and Sam doesn't like it.
What?
Whoa. Wait, what?
Should be some good info right here.
Well, now you have to read
Prostate massage from the outside in.
Oh, wait. In the butthole?
Well, it's a prostate massage, Sam.
It's like an exam.
Yeah, no, there's none of that happening.
Could you read the technique, please?
Well,
Just
maybe like in school, you failed this one too.
I did.
out loud.
Yeah.
Of course. It is still
when
radio.
you're engaged in hot oral activity, run your lubed fingers down behind his scrotum into his taint.
Oh!
Your teasing fingertips will feel extraordinary, but as soon as you increase the pressure, you can indirectly stimulate his prostate. Yeah, no.
That didn't work for you, Sam? You said you've tried this before?
No, I never actually let it go
No, he
in.
clenches. He's a clencher.
So you tried
did that on purpose?
You tried to shove your finger up Sammy's ass?
Sometimes.
Yeah. She laughed.
Makes him squeal.
Well, the funny thing is about it, for some reason, there's like nothing sexual about it with Bevo. She's just fucking with him.
She's just like making fun of you. Like,
take that.
Surprise!
Yeah, exactly.
Well, enjoy Tickle My Pickle. His pickle, whatever. Is that?
What's the sticker on butt play positions?
I don't know. You tell me.
Did you do that?
I didn't read the book, no.
The sensor.
Oh.
Don't get all crazy.
No, we don't need to read this. It's fine.
You don't want to talk about butt play positions?
No. JP wants to read about butt play positions.
By the way, these illustrations are heinous.
They are really bad.
That is gross.
Should we hold them up to the webcam?
It's not arousing to you, JP?
I didn't say that.
That was not a pickle.
That's the
It's just
illustration
gross.
for the prostate massage.
That was not green.
That's nice.
Let me get that up in the webcam.
No, it's not gonna. You need a light on that thing.
You need a light on it.
You might see it a little bit there. It's higher def on the other end than it is in here. So, would you like to pass around the tickle his pickle?
Oh, sure.
It's just medical for Doc.
Yeah.
He's seen a lot of anus.
Oh yeah, I've had to
Ladies
do
and
that.
dentists.
I've had to do that for root canals. It's fine.
Yeah. Oh, I had this wisdom tooth last week. That was a bitch.
Yeah, it was
I had to go
awful.
in from the other side.
Yeah, I had to tickle some pickles that day.
That thing was deep rooted. Now, don't worry, Bevo. I'm not just looking out for Sam.
My face is already so hot right now. Can we just skip Sam's gift?
For Sam, I've gotten How to Blow Her Mind in Bed, the essential guide for any man who wants to satisfy his woman.
With a gun, I could guess,
snap.
right?
Now, Sam,
there's a lot of pages in this.
Hope there's a lot of pictures, Sam.
are there pictures in that? I didn't really look through that one to see if there are pictures. You might want to trade books.
No, I don't see any pictures. Yeah. We trade.
You're done with that one, I guess.
Dude, the people at Barnes & Noble must think you're the biggest creeper ever.
Yeah, it was this old dude at the Barnes & Noble, and he just stuck to the script, man. I brought out these books, and he just stuck to it. He's like, do you have a Barnes & Noble card, sir?
Would you like to sign up for a discount?
Did you ask him if he could
I don't. Would you like to
recommend
sign
any
up,
other
sir?
ones?
Yeah, I was
Sir,
like-
could you recommend any of this? Do you like these books?
He didn't ask if I found everything I was looking for. I can tell you that.
Well, not yet. You haven't read the books.
I wouldn't need these books if I found everything I was looking for.
Yeah.
Sam, if you want, I can go through and make some illustrations. Yeah.
Maybe get a highlighter.
Yeah, I'll highlight some passages.
I did feel douchey.
Mickey and Minnie.
But it was less douchey than... Because the gift I was going to get you was a fleshlight that I thought you took. Well, because last week you seemed so interested, Bevo, and I thought...
Well, it's because I didn't really know that they existed. I didn't understand. I don't understand.
I know.
Or because you want to light up those dark places.
Well,
I just thought...
Because you're not a dude.
I just thought
That's why I
buying
don't
at least buying the books, if you could go, it's for a friend. But when you go buy a fleshlight, it's never for a friend. It's for you.
It's always for a friend.
I was like, I can't go buy a fleshlight, even for the bit.
You should have brought Schumann
Not even
with
for
you.
your roommate?
Yeah,
both
Schumann
of you
could have done.
Both of you could have bought it together.
we would like the double-sided fleshlight. It's for a friend.
Yeah. Or you get one, and when it comes time to pay, you go, you want to split it or what? We'll go Dutch.
Friend. In fact, this is our friend.
Totally for a friend. So what do you think, Sam? Will you use the advice from that book?
Oh, I will.
Sam, why don't you read a passage?
There's
of
a
it?
section on breasts.
Why don't you start?
Breasts.
Admiring her breasts, knowing her breasts, touching her breasts,
naming her breasts,
cutting her breasts
and then the last section is real girls tell all.
Can you please go forward to the how do you admire her breasts?
From far distances through a window, isn't that kind of what happens?
With binocs?
Yeah.
No, you open the top of the box and you look in there.
Breasts.
Whenever she's restocking the lower shelves.
Soft round pillows with a darkened bud at the center.
Ugh.
Just darkened bud.
It's very botanical.
Sounds like a yeast cell.
I feel dirty.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Go on, Sam. I think it's fine.
Breasts are undeniably eye-catching, but more important is the fact that the way you approach and touch them will dictate whether or not a woman gets aroused.
Is
and
that
whether
right,
you
Bevo?
get any further.
And whether you... So stop flicking them like they're flies.
Yeah. Now, Bevo, I prefer the two ham-fisted grab and turn purple.
Oh.
Is that good? All right. Just thought I'd ask.
Anything else?
There's that little paragraph on why do her breasts look firmer sometimes.
And what is the answer to that?
She's pregnant, run.
It's because blood is flowing into the area, making them swollen and feeling bruised. A little bit like when you strain an ankle.
What?
Or your wrist.
That is the most unsexy book.
Yeah.
It's scientific.
A lot like when your brother used to give you a Charlie horse.
Yeah. Now go touch those things.
Yeah. Well, listen, I hope that your marriage improves. You're welcome.
Oh, it will.
Merry Christmas to both of you.
Yeah, we're not going to touch one another after these.
You know, I guarantee you that Bevo takes a tip or two from Tickle His Pickle.
Oh, yeah. Totally.
Dude, Paxton just showed me a picture of a girl laying on a bed upside down.
Oh, that's the one I pointed out.
That's a good one.
That's not going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
Why not? That's a good position.
Hey, on his birthday? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Happy
Usually on his birthday, he's
and you
vomiting.
can sing to him.
Well, it won't be him vomiting this time.
Come on, Justin. You know I sing better than that.
Now with something in your mouth.
Well, I have a question. So there's something in here, a passage. It's the Slitori's finger
God damn
moves.
it, JP!
Slitori's finger moves. What's a Slitori's?
It's like cellulite.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Slitori's finger move. Huh, interesting. Can I borrow this when you're done?
That was the whole thing?
I'll photocopy it for you.
Just the good parts.
All right, we got to go. Peace.
Peace
Merry
out.
Christmas. Happy New Year.
Are you going to share the books with your family tonight?
Definitely not.
At the birthday? Get
Or
them
you
in
could
the...
share that passage about boobs. You know?
I think you should all pass them around to your relatives and have each one read at least their favorite passage. I think it'd be a bonding thing.
It would be bonding.
Make it a new tradition. Everybody has to read a passage at the dinner.
From Tickle His Pickle.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Who wants that?
There's a picture of a flaccid
What
man
is
in
it?
there.
It's radio, folks. Talk
just
about
that.
it. Read the
Oh,
read the
okay.
passage.
Yeah, you're right. It's
JP, did you sign on release for that?
If a guy's little head can tell his big head what to do, watch how frazzled your guy becomes when he learns it doesn't work the other way around. I don't understand it, but it's basically this... it's a drawing of this chick rubbing a dude's nipples, and he has a really sad face on because his penis is really small and not hard. And he has
See?
6 toes, which is
I got
weird.
this for you and Sam, Bevo, for a reason.
No, that never happened.
That,
No,
again,
Sam's a walking boner.
Yeah. Going right now.
He's probably not lying.
from JP reading.
Chapter 9, His Back Door and More.
Oh, Sam
No,
doesn't
let's
like
stay
that.
away from that chapter.
It's surprising
If I
how...
take anything from this book, it's going to be how to fuck with his butt.
Can we return that book?
Or just tear out
No,
those pages, Sam.
I didn't get the gift receipt. You're going to have to use it.
Crap. Just tear out those pages.
Listen.
Oh, Magic Butt Tour.
Oh, it's really?
That should be our
That's the. I'm
our
changing
beer
the name
name
of our Winter Brews
There you
Fest
go.
to the
Magic
to
Butt Tour.
Brewing Network's Magic Butt Tour.
His anus, quote, butthole,
Yeah.
is the opening at the... really? If you don't know where someone's butt is, then you have no
Then
business
you need this
getting it on.
book. It's a great book. All right, get out of here. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas.
Hey, good night.
Thanks.
Merry Christmas. Love you guys.
We love you. I wish you good things. Sammy, good luck tonight, buddy.
Love you too. Thanks for the book.
Yeah, no problem.
Did you get him a book light in the bed? How'd that go out?
Do you know the gift that keeps on giving is a Snuggie?
No, those are stupid.
But you need to get him a book light ones that can read in bed.
Ah, yeah. So you wait, hang on a second. What did it say to do next? Hey, guys, it's radio, so what is happening next?
There's a picture of a girl holding his shaft and just, like, squeezing one of the balls. Like,
Just one?
Ouch.
just one.
Oh.
How come the hands are really small and the illustration's like it's an 8-year-old?
That's how JP found the page so quickly.
It's the Taiwan version.
Maybe his balls are really big.
All right. Well, thanks, guys.
Thanks. Wish you luck, man. Thank you.
Take your headphones off, Bimo.
In your face.
Also, books that I like, written by Stephanie Meyer, Nicholas Sparks.
Got it. No, noted. I'm writing it down.
I'm just saying.
Thanks, guys. All right, Scott's going to be working the chat and the phones for you guys for the remainder of the evening.
Yep.
Thank you, Bevo. Merry birthday, Christmas.
To Sam's friend.
Sam's sister. To Sam with tits. Tell Sam with tits happy birthday tonight, please. It'll be great. All right, it's time for our first ever Best of 2009.
Do you want to do a raffle, or do you want to do this first?
We'll do this, and then we'll do the raffle. How about that? Okay. Thank you. We are raffling off. It's our More Beer
That's
donation giveaway.
That's right.
And it is a More Beer vacuum brew all-grain system, where you can brew all grain right on your kitchen stove in a closed system.
No way.
You wish you had this before your brew house, Doc. I mean, this was like the...
I probably wouldn't even gone to the brew house.
You might not have. Well, eventually Karen would have kicked you out of the kitchen.
Your kitchen will love it.
I've been out of the kitchen for a long time. I was kicked out of there a long time ago.
How many brews did you get through in the kitchen?
Oh, quite a few, probably, but that was several houses ago.
I see. And less kids.
Yeah.
All right, that's fair. Okay, so we're going to do our first ever best and worst of 2009. All right, and this is good stuff for you to know because...
Well, you want to know what's good and what's the worst.
It's the best and worst. I'll make sure I have everything I need here. I can get through a couple of them.
Okay.
By the way, there's a bottle of unlabeled Santa's Little Helper running around here.
Is that right?
Imperial Stout from Peatsport.
Yeah, yes. Or my alt's here, too. That one? That one.
I'll try them both.
Yeah.
I don't even...
Let's not do it over the board there.
That's an alt.
That's the alt.
Doc helps build the studio, and now he's all worried about it.
Yeah,
I should have had you all in here building it, so everyone would be concerned.
Yeah, I wouldn't care anyway. You've seen my room. Maybe you haven't.
I've not seen your room. That was a dream of yours or something.
Would you like to? Please.
I didn't get any music for the best of. We'll just do the drum roll.
Get the tour.
It's very exciting. Oh, I have BNA4 music.
Really? We have BNA4.
And now,
that's good.
Lock in your final answers.
That's right. You don't get to vote on this.
No.
Scott and I decided. That's the deal.
We don't count.
Now, we wanted to do best and worst beer commercial. But everybody knows that when you do best and worst beer commercial, we're going to have to talk about the people who do beer commercials, right? So we're talking about the Buds and the Heinekens and the Sam Adams of the world.
Well,
too.
yeah.
Big boys.
Does that include radio commercials?
It does. We included everything in our extensive and exhausting search of beer commercials, and we've narrowed it down to two: one that's the best and one that's the worst. You get the idea of the game.
It's a good premise.
And so we had to go to the big guys, and I have to admit, I really appreciate Budweiser for this, and I think a lot of people do. It makes the Super Bowl. I'm all about funny commercials. I think it's if you got to listen to those damn things, they might as well be funny, right?
Entertaining, clever.
One of them is not the best visual commercial for the radio, but that's just the nature of this segment. But I think you've all seen it. Do you remember the Heineken commercial where the woman was dressed up it was like a robot woman?
Yeah, for Heineken.
And it was all for the the keg of
I love that one
that you can put in your refrigerator,
the little 0.6 liter, I think,
and you tap it, and it's like exactly
1 pint at a time kind of thing.
Yeah.
And you can put it's your own little Heineken keg, and there was a robotic, kind of a hot robot. I would have thought you'd be into it, actually, JP.
I just haven't seen the commercial, but I know what you're talking about. I know the product.
I've not seen any of it, but I know what you're saying.
Get
Deep
some
in my heart.
steel for her.
So I'll play it for you because part of the thing that makes it the worst commercial of 2009.
Terrible.
And you'll agree with this whether you've seen it or not.
Because it has Cold Hot Crash underneath it?
Close. Techno.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah.
I hate it already.
It's got kind of I'm kind of hot for the robot chick, though.
She gives birth to a keg.
And, she just dances like she's a chick, but she's a keg at the same time.
That's my ideal woman.
So you might have voted best commercial.
You just get the feeling that the guys who produce this get paid way too much. They're trying to be too creative.
And they're
Beer
JP.
commercial.
They watch World of Warcraft. They play World of Warcraft.
Well, I akin that to like a Miley Cyrus video. You just watch it on mute.
Yes.
And then it's the best thing in the world.
And
but
then
you
you
put
see
the
the
sound
hot
on and it's awful.
Albino looking.
I'm not thirsty
Can you
at all.
put other music to it?
You
probably
could, yeah, and then it might be hot, actually.
Watch it on mute and turn your stereo up.
It's a good point. Then it wouldn't be the worst commercial of 2009 if you could just play something else to it.
Yeah, well, if my grandma
But it
had
doesn't
wheels,
make you
she'd be a
thirsty.
trolley car.
Good point.
Thank you.
So your worst commercial of 2009 is the Heineken Keg commercial. You can search Heineken Keg on YouTube to see what we mean, and maybe, I don't know, beat off to the robot chick.
Yeah.
Which is what...
you can put it on replay.
Now, the best commercial of 2009 was a Bud Light commercial. I hate to say it, but the people behind that marketing crew, well, they're paid to be the funniest people in marketing.
A lot of money.
A lot of money. I would like to think that if JP got paid, he would also be funny.
I would put more effort into it.
I would certainly put more effort into it.
I would definitely do that.
I would give it my all.
Yeah.
Give it the old college try.
Yeah, I sure would.
I'm not sure effort would help.
Now, this one is radio friendly for the most part. You could hear, you can really, the funny part is in what they're saying. But just to set it up, it's the Swear Jar Bud Light commercial, best of 2009. And it's where it's an office setting, and they decide that every time somebody swears, they'll put money in a jar. And at the end of when the jar's full, they will throw up a Bud Light party. A Bud Light party, which everyone's very excited about.
Of course, well, you gotta be.
So that's the premise. There's only a couple things in the commercial that aren't radio friendly. You can look up Swear Jar on YouTube, and you'll find this. You'll find this.
What's that?
That's a swear jar. Every time someone swears, you put a quarter in it.
Who gets the money?
I don't know. We'll use it to buy something for the office, like a case of Bud Light or something.
Fucking awesome. You, Bob. You, Jim.
Eric, I have a bag on line 3 for you.
Can I borrow your pen? Can I borrow your f***ing pen?
Will the owner of a white station wagon please go f*** yourself?
We're going to go down there, and we're going to f*** some ass. We're going to f*** some We're going to we're going to some
Poop.
Doesn't count.
Shut the I am so proud of you mother suckers. Here, here.
And then they're having their Bud Light party. So you can find that on Bud TV, or does Bud TV still exist?
I don't even know.
I don't know either.
Bud.tv.
YouTube by clicking Swear Jar. Now, does everyone agree that that's probably the funniest
That's
beer
pretty good.
commercial
Better
of
than the robot
2009?
chick.
Pretty fucking funny.
Yeah, that's a good one.
The irony is, I mean, you swear 4 times and you can afford a Bud Light party for your whole office.
That's true. Exactly. So I thought that was a good choice and good work by our folk, by our friends,
by our folk
friends at Anheuser-Busch.
InBev.
Wish they were our friends.
Do you? Well, they do have deep pockets.
Well, then maybe you could afford to be funny.
That's
If they
true.
were our friends,
Just
you'd
go
be
on
motivated.
Facebook and friend them.
All right. Now, every year around this time, especially in the blog world... Oh, yeah, boy, come up with a new idea. But in the blog world, it's like the best beer gifts. The beer gifts are always the new thing to write about and report about. And well, let's
That's
face
easy.
it, they're a good idea if you can find good beer gifts for the beer lover in you. Now, Doc has mentioned to me the several times that he's been given a beer towel or another beer glass or another shitty beer gift.
Yeah.
Just because a lot of you significant others or people who care about the beer lover in your life think that anything with the word beer on
Anything
it
with the
is
word
good.
a beer plaque. Beer. Oh, it's for beer.
It must be. He must love it.
Oh, it's a sign that says, "Here's my beer. Back off. I'm gonna get that."
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, yeah. Coasters. Oh, I need more coasters. Oh, you damn coasters.
I need another bar towel that says Lothamer's Tavern. Tavern.
Yeah.
Friends always welcome. Fuck you.
says man with no friends.
Fuck you.
I've gotten a beer bucket, a big silver beer bucket. I guess to ice down my Coronas.
Right. That's what you need a beer bucket for, right?
You can let it out, Doc.
Next time I need to ice down some bottles of Corona, maybe I might use it.
Is it now the goat food bucket?
They're eating out of a silver bucket.
Start thinking about bad beer gifts you guys have been given. So one that I was given, which it's not all that bad, I guess, but just you ended up you thought it was. What ends up happening is people think it's a good idea, and sometimes even when they're a good idea, they're still a useless gift. I was given these rings that you could put around your beer bottle so that you know whose bottle it is at a bar. Right?
I've gotten the same thing.
Because you forget about which one's mine.
And changing that every 5 minutes.
And like you care so much to find yours again, you don't just go get another beer, right? Like I'm 13.
Because I drink so much bottled beer, without
out of the bottle.
In a glass.
Out of the bottle, yeah.
Yeah.
But just don't put it down.
So, Pax, can you remember any awful beer gifts that you've been given in your life?
There was a bottle opener that was pretty bad.
What was it?
It was like these dice from Vegas, and it didn't work.
Right. But it's a bottle opener, and they're dice!
I thought you would like it.
Or the one that
They
has...
could have, like, spun around, and it's just like... Okay.
Or the one that has Homer Simpson, you open it.
Oh, I bought that for myself, actually.
Yeah, I got one of those.
No, I didn't buy that one. I bought the Giants one where you like hear a home run every time.
See, I like those ones because after the 2000th bottle, it all of a sudden starts to sound really weird. The battery's going,
Yeah.
It's like,
Well,
whoa!
I don't really want my wife knowing that I'm opening another beer.
Yeah, you want to... Now, here would be a good beer
Stealthy
gift.
You having another one?
You're having another one? A bottle opener with a silencer on it. The opposite of these things. So it actually goes over the bottle, so you don't even hear the...
Yeah.
Just, something that just sounds like...
They do have a record your own.
Yeah, those I've seen. Those are
Which
okay.
are pretty good.
Those are in the middle somewhere.
Yeah. Well, then that way, Scott's wife could, record her voice going, do you really need another one, Scott? Don't you have work to do, Scott?
See, that would be funny. Like, that'd be a great...
Or how about the one that when I open it, it says, yes, I'm having another one. So I don't even have to answer it.
It says, fuck you.
Damn right.
I'm having it.
Nathan, bad beer gift?
Just stupid Bud T-shirts, that kind of thing.
Oh, yeah.
And they become like brew rags in the brewery, that sort of deal, just mopping up spills and whatnot. But
I've been given that too. I was given like the fake one with all the chicks on it. It was like Budweiser.
Yeah,
I was given that one, and you know what? That one's insulting because I just thought, really,
you think I'd really wear that?
I'm that guy.
Yeah.
I'm the Budweiser guy that I have all the chicks' ass.
I don't know anything.
It makes you wonder.
You are kind of the Budweiser guy.
So Justin gave it to me.
Well, you are that guy. There's
you probably wore it with pride.
I really wasn't. So I thought, wow, what a douche I must be.
Or how about that 12-pack of beer around the world that's got the stalest beer in the world?
Yeah.
Well, and it's like Spaten.
Isn't that what it's called?
It's not even rare beer, right? Beer around the world, Guinness.
But it's probably been sitting there since
I've never
last
seen
year.
that beer before.
Yeah, it's been sitting there since last year.
So at least. That didn't sell last Christmas. So.
I still have a bottle of it.
Yeah, and then you get the 12-pack. Cool. Well, the stalest beer around the world.
Boxer shorts with beers on them.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Eh.
Well, I mean, it's underwear. At least you can use it and nobody's going to know.
Yeah, that's true. You can wear it. You're right.
No, you don't. That's the one that sits in your drawer and you just work around it.
Chris, bad beer gifts? You ever think of one you've been given we haven't mentioned?
I've got a lot of the kind of glasses, towels, the same kind of stuff. But I think, I'm not sure about this, but I think Morgan somewhat recently received a Mr. Beer kit.
Oh, yeah. Who doesn't know Morgan that bought him a Mr. Beer kit?
I don't know.
His mom.
Yeah. He likes beer, I think.
Yeah, it's family.
He'd probably like making it at home instead of at work.
His estranged dad. I heard you like to make beer.
Yeah.
I got you this Mr. Beer kit. I thought you could make it at home. That'd be great.
Save yourself a couple bucks.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like giving a mechanic
No,
a
you
kit
don't get
card
any
to work
free
on.
beer.
I work at a brewery.
I love it. All right, well, we found the worst beer gift of 2009.
I notice how you didn't ask me if I had a messed up beer gift. Because you know that nobody's ever given me a gift.
You got that gift
That's
certificate.
right.
I thought you
to more beer.
alienated all your family and friends, JP.
I've never been given a gift.
You just knew that. I've never been given a beer gift.
That's right. I did know. Worst beer gift of 2009? Beer doggy clothing.
What?
Like sweaters and
Yeah.
shit. And you can, if you go to...
Like the Spuds McKenzie.
If you go to Zazzle.com and look
Zazzle.
up beer dog clothing, or like...
don't look it up.
Or look up like Jack Russell, because it's a lot of it is small, like fits on those little shitty dogs.
Really? Big dogs don't look good in clothes anyway.
Well, neither do little dogs, in my opinion.
If you go
And
to
you can-
Zazzle and you look it up, someone a hit squad comes to your house and fucking kills you.
You can personalize the beer message. Like there's a beer, and it's like my doggy loves, and then you can personalize the message.
Like you can put in your own logo or something?
If I see one of those, I'm going to punt to that dog.
It's a ribbed tank top.
Oh, ribbed.
And
At least it's on the back so the
For
dog
your dog's
can't see
pleasure.
it.
the standard logo is like share a beer with your best friend. And it's got a little picture of the Jack Russell Terrier with the mug in his hand.
Share a beer. Like,
That's
feed your
so
dog beer.
cute.
Yeah, why not? So if anybody, if wives are listening right now, if you got this for the Jack Russell Terrier beer drinking guy in your life,
divorce him. Because he's a girl.
Worse buying the owner that gift or actually buying your dog a present?
In general, yes, buying your dog a present at all. Like, oh, look,
I bought my-
Santa got you a bone.
Look, he's opening it. He's tearing it open.
Yeah.
And then when the dog gets in it, he's going to be disappointed too.
It does
That
come in
happens
different
at
colors.
my family,
though.
Doc.
It does.
That does.
My parents used to do it too, and they used to get me and my brother gifts from the dogs.
Yeah, that's
My mom would
better.
do that same shit too.
I don't get a gift, but the dog gets a gift.
And you're like, oh, from Walker and Biscuit. Oh, and you had to go and thank
the
them.
dog.
You had to go, oh, wow, Biscuit, you must have shopped all day.
What was the worst gift Biscuit ever gave you, Justin?
That bitch.
That's the question.
It's a good underwear, whatever
Turd on your pillow.
whatever supply I needed.
Dirt on your pillow.
And you just, you love your parents, and it's just one of those, whenever you get a gift from the dogs/parents, it's one of those moments where you go, chalk this up for a parent I'm not going to be. Yeah. Right? It's the what not to do, isn't it?
Yeah, you're always learning.
You're always
about
learning
how
from your
not to
parents.
be that person.
Well, how the hell
and
did
you always
that-
end up being that anyway.
Don't be doggy gift
How
guy.
did that custom ever come up in the first place? Oh, let's think of really stupid things to do.
Yeah.
I'm sure that
By the way,
Justin's,
Biscuit got you a gift, JP.
Justin's mom would announce that the dog thinks it's a person, right? He thinks he's a person.
Yeah. He's part of he's just like
part of the
you.
family.
He's part of the family.
Yeah.
Yeah, except that he shits in the backyard.
Yeah.
Look at how he drools.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mom. When it's time for you to lose your bowels everywhere, who's going to be changing your diaper? The dog or me?
Yeah. And by the way,
you think the dog's a fucking person? He'll change your diaper for you.
And when I'm somersaulting across the living room trying to blow myself, then you know that I'm just like we're the same. Me and the dog.
Or you're scratching your anal sac on the carpet.
Yeah. While I'm asking somebody to please release my anal glands.
Yes.
The dog thinks it's a person, and Justin thinks he's a dog.
Hey, Jipper, what's the best gift you got for your cat on Christmas?
I know you get your cat's gift.
No, I don't.
What?
I have gotten my dog's gift when I used to have dogs a long time ago. When I was 10, I didn't know better. I thought it was fun.
No catnip.
No.
Can of
Sorry.
tuna.
Little nipper from the Jipper.
I can't even lie. I apologize.
I got my dog's gifts. They're staying with the Beeve over the holidays.
That's pretty good.
Ooh.
They're
Good
gonna
for
watch.
Walker.
They're gonna get to watch Beeve and Sam use the Tickle My Pickle book.
Well, there's probably a chapter that has to do with dogs.
Well, you know what we should do is
With dogs and peanut butter.
Yes.
we should strap a wireless mic to Walker's collar.
Oh, good idea.
Ooh, the beef cam.
A cam, yes. Not a bad idea. All right, so that's the worst gift that you could get for the beer lover in your life this year is the beer dog clothing. The best, and I'm proud of this one, it really is, I think, the best gift you could get the beer lover in your life. And that is...
A blowjob.
Second best.
A divorce.
A Belgian beer trip.
Oh.
Yeah, BelgianBeerMe.com or BeerTrips.com. They're not sponsoring this segment, but we have talked to BelgianBeerMe.com on the program before, but I just was thinking about it today, and I thought, okay, let's not, enough of trying to be frugal and think of the best gift that everyone can afford. Fuck that. We're talking about the best gift that you could get. And if somebody were to give me a Belgian beer tour as a gift, I'd blow him or her right then and there.
It's funny you mentioned that.
Is that right?
Because I went ahead, Schumann and I pitched in.
Oh.
And
yeah. Am I wrong on this? Could you? Is there a better beer gift for 2009 than if you went to Belgian Beer Me or BeerTrips.com or one of these other places and actually gave the beer lover in your life a trip to go tour Belgian beer places in Belgium?
Factory tours are just cool in general, and then that would be the pinnacle, right?
Well, the best part is they're not even the beer factory tours are small dusty barns and shit like that.
Seasonal breweries.
Well, you could do both. I mean, I would even be happy to go see Heineken or something like that.
I totally would.
I mean, any of these bigger places, little places.
No, it tastes better over there. Heineken does.
If you go to Amsterdam, it's a different beer.
I'm going. I will come back and corroborate that. I've been curious about that. I don't believe it. I think it's a myth.
It's the same beer. It just tastes totally different.
Well, they put preservatives in it to come over here.
And they put it in green bottles to make it skunky and blah, blah, blah.
I've not heard the preservative thing. Are you sure?
There was actually a guy floating around on the BN forum a few years ago who used to brew.
Oh, that's credible.
He used to brew that. I'm just saying that's what he said. You're right, it is credible.
He used to brew with Heineken?
Yeah,
that's what he had
used
claimed?
to brew there, yeah.
And he said they added preservatives.
They put in preservatives, yeah.
Did he
to make the trip.
Did he say which ones they were? Because if you pasteurize it, you don't have to do that, do you?
Maybe you do. I don't know. Do I look like a food chemist to you?
I don't know. I think we've done enough research here on the show.
Make sure you show up early. I don't think you can book it early. Well, I don't think they could, but they do it every 2 hours, I think.
Okay.
They only take so many people, and if you're like that 31st in line, you're out. But then you show up in the next 2 hours, and you'll get in.
Yeah. This is Justin from the Brewing Network. You think he wouldn't get a tour at Heineken?
Yeah. I'm going to show up and
go, really?
We're sold out. Do you know who I am?
No, sir, we don't. Please
pull that one.
Shit.
Demand that horrible robot woman gives you the tour.
Exactly. Yeah.
Where's that robot bitch?
I need the robot bitch.
I need that.
Scott, your task as the interim producer is to contact Heineken and just let them know that Justin from the Brewing Network will be showing up.
I think after I just say Justin, they'll know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, so try that. They'll think it's Timberlake. And see what you can do. Just tell them like this. He doesn't really expect any special treatment. He'd like to be treated just like everyone else.
While he's there, if
listen
people
to the last show.
could not look at the Justin.
Just as long as the tour guide doesn't look at the Justin.
Do not ask the Justin direct questions. Ask via the mistress he has along.
Yes.
Make sure the salami is cut in square pieces.
Yeah,
I'm writing
We
green
can't tell you
M&Ms
exactly
only.
when he's going to show up, but when he does,
you'll
be ready
know.
for him.
And if everyone could just sort of pretend to know me, like all the way down to the janitor. Like I don't know who janitors are in Holland.
Just lower your eyes as he walks by.
Probably the same here.
So
Pedophiles
they're
and
Mexicans?
ethnic,
I don't think they have Mexicans.
So whoever
Turks,
the janitor, I think they're Turks.
Yeah, Turks.
Could also,
Turks.
not look at me, but say hello to Justin.
Eye contact. Okay.
Everybody knows
Lower
me.
your eyes.
And I want a midget as a tour guide.
Justin.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
What
a
else?
couple of people ask to have their picture taken with me in the middle of the tour
In front
while
of
everybody's paying it in front of people.
Yes.
In front of people. Are you getting all this, Scott?
They're taken.
Yep. Yeah,
I
good.
got it. Bullet point list.
Great.
Done and done.
Scott's not even right. He's drawing cocks on a piece of paper.
No, they're already drawn.
I really did write
That's
it down.
Bebo's pad of paper. They're already drawn.
All right. I'm going to need a couple other people in the studio for this next one. I'm going to need Tasty and Adam in here. So if you can grab them for me, Scott. Who else? Is anybody else out
Chris
here?
Graham's out there.
He's not going to fit, though.
He's too tall?
I think just Tasty and Adam qualify for this next category. No, and Brad also. Brad, we're going to need you in here, too.
Brad.
Who's trying to park
You know,
out there?
Chris's lover, Brad.
Yeah.
If we can get him in here, then this will be great.
I haven't seen him for this whole segment, so I'm kind of starting to miss him.
Yeah.
It's starting to twitch.
Yeah. Chris is getting lonely in his chair over there. Where's Brad?
He keeps looking at the door.
I need to see Brad in a towel coming out of the shower.
That alt is nice.
Thanks.
Can I try the other one too? The Sammy Claus? Is that what you said was going around, or Christmas? something, or?
Santa's Little Helper.
Santa's Little Helper. All right. So the next best and worst of 2009 really only applies to folks in the studio right now, and those of you at home watching Justin.tv/Brewing Network, you can play along.
Do I want to be in here?
Our next category is best facial hair of 2009. That's right. Of our in-studio guests, our best facial hair.
Facial hair.
Both brewcasters and in-studio guests. And you could go ahead and think back throughout the year about how everyone's facial hair has been if you want to. I'm not saying you have to vote just on how they look today. But if they have if there was a moment throughout the year that you really liked their facial hair, and you want to use that as a reference to nominate them as the best and or worst facial hair of 2009. Is Adam still out there from Linden? Is he still here too? We're going to need him in here. I mean, he obviously has got
he might win.
He's got one hell of a mug of hair. I'm going to say right now, just based off of the night, Pax and Adam are looking good for best facial hair of 2009.
I would agree.
JP, I will say, could have been in the running this year, but then he
trimmed it.
Then what happened? What did you trim it for?
Because I was crazy.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that.
I had an episode.
Oh, that's what it was.
He was too close.
Because you wouldn't listen to the doctor's advice and take yourself some Xanax.
There you go.
So you've missed out on best facial hair.
I'm still alive though, so it's working.
That's good. Yeah. And Dave from Stone, I will remind you all that his facial hair was pink for a portion of the year.
Wasn't it blue earlier in the year?
Last year blue. This year pink, right?
Last year.
Did I have that right? Yeah, grab Sean's.
It was pink this year, but last year it was blue and pink.
Ah, okay.
Just for two separate fundraisers, and then this coming year will also be pink. Pink every year.
Wait, the jury will disregard the previous year and the coming year. This is only best hair for 2009.
Okay, strike that from the record. Heavy-set bald guy with a pink beard. I mean, come on.
Keep it relative.
Yeah. And then, of course, there's the good Lord. Does there have to be a vote on best facial hair of 2009? I mean, just for the sake of making it legitimate, raise your hand if Adam from Linden Street gets the best facial hair of 2009.
Serious. It's very serious.
Is it unanimous?
Yes.
Okay. Dave, did you vote on best facial hair there? You didn't vote for Adam. It's not quite unanimous, but enough to have awarded Adam from Linden best. All right. So if you're on the webcam, you can see Adam there. He's against the wall. And give a nice smile. There you go. Nice smiling face toward that.
If you can see those things through all that hair.
Listen, Adam, that really is amazing. You're like...
it's good.
You're like ZZ Top meets the Amish. I don't know what it is about it. It's a certain cut. It's a certain wavelength you have.
When I wear a hoodie, I look like the zigzag guy.
That's an excellent. Isn't the zigzag guy like Nostradamus or something? You look like Nostradamus. All right, so now we have best facial hair of 2009, which is not the most coveted facial hair award. I think worst facial hair of 2009 is the most coveted, and we've got a lot of members here in the room who could go for it. Now, Tasty on his shirt has a nice full red beard.
Red beard dude?
Yeah, which could have gone for best facial hair of 2009. But the actual Tasty has somewhat of a thinning gray, kind of well-kept, hanging on to my last beard this year kind of a look.
Yeah, like I didn't shave in a while kind of look.
Yeah. So that's one candidate.
That's a lowly version of a beard.
Do you shave that down, or are you razor and then it grows that way?
No, I shave. I just trim it to that.
You
length.
trim it to that.
You have a beard trimmer.
Yeah. It does it
with a setting.
Yeah, number 3.
You go number 3.
I'm a number 3 guy.
Tasty's a number 3.
I tried 2, but only in my pants.
Got it. Yeah. That's a short 3, don't you think, Paxton? I'm with you.
That's a very short 3.
Well, it varies by your Norelco versus your.
Hey,
I see.
On your
Norelco.
On your cousin
it's all
level is what it.
What is your brand of choice?
I think I have a Norelco.
Okay,
yeah, beard trimmer.
I mean, you don't use the one you get from GABF?
I get a beard trimmer from GABF.
I do when I travel. I'm that cheap. I do use my little Braun.
Yeah.
What is it?
Braun.
No, it's
I remember
Wall.
they gave
That's
those
what
away.
I had them tied together like lesbians.
The brands were scissoring.
Yeah. Now, Brad, who's staff tonight, because he's here, he's on the guest staff, he kind of has a shitty beard like me, where it comes out a little unkept, and you just kind of let it go just because it's what we have to work with.
I like how the roommates are sharing a mic, too.
It's not the only thing we share.
You think they can come here and be separated and be away from each other? No, we cram them together whenever possible.
They're on the same chair. Yeah. So there we have Brad's. And Brad likes to do the I don't cut my mustache portion for a little while too long, too.
I recently shaved the whole beard, though, so it's not what it once was.
See, I can't do once the mustache part gets to the lip. Anything further than that, you're getting there right now, Paxton.
I'm close.
Yeah, you're ready for a trim, too.
When it gets in your mouth.
You also have a microphone, too.
If we knew with this, why didn't we get Shay in here?
That's what I was going to say. I totally forgot. But Shay has the best mustache, but not the best beard.
Well, it kind of goes as a
but it's facial hair. It's best facial hair.
Well, yeah. Well, his mustache goes below his lower lip too. It flares
right.
out.
Yeah, so like Wilford Brimley.
Yeah, when you try eating with that dude, it's awful.
I can't do that. I can't see food and liquid hanging off the facial hair as I'm eating with you.
I told you that story when we went to Tommy's joint one day, Shay and I, and he had a glass of buttermilk.
Oh, yes, you did tell me this. Don't tell me
And he takes a drink of buttermilk, and half of the glass is on his mustache, and he looks at me, and I'm going, you got a little something, and he goes, what? And it's just dripping, slowly.
Got milk?
Oozing off of his fucking mustache, and I'm going, that is so awesome.
Hey, that was just dinner with my mother-in-law.
It's dripping off her mustache.
Oh, it's disgusting.
Oh, are you serious right now, Doc?
Hopefully that skips a generation, Doc.
Oh, yes, that's true. You're hoping your wife, you don't have to look at her mustache. She's gone from hot wife to bearded wife.
To hot wax wife.
Oh, yes. Why have you bought me so many spa treatments lately? Well, sweetheart, you're taking after your mother. Oh, God. Yeah, anything off of if it dips in anything, it's too late
it's
for you.
Over. It's over. Yeah.
That's my motto.
All right, and then we have Dave from Stone, who's his beard looks sharp right now. Actually, it's full
good,
grown, and
see, that's a 3.
It's a normal
the
color.
pink is gone. That's more than a 3.
That's actually just growing in. I shaved it to get rid of the pink, and then I thought I was going to shave. I thought, well, I'm done with a beard.
How many days of beard is that?
This
7 hours.
No, it's about 4 weeks, but I trimmed a little bit.
Actually, I walked in fresh
but it's just still growing in.
That's a sharp looking beard right there. It's too bad that the number one was gone already. You'd be a good runner up. So I'm not voting you worst beard.
It could be honorable mention.
I would get it might get honorable mention, but then we get to Paxton here.
Yeah.
Now,
I know.
I'm going to say this since we're talking kind of about the whole year. Now, Pax, before you let it grow in, I wasn't a big fan of your beard. I liked it, but it sometimes was the get in the way type of a beard. And now
a couple years ago, when I didn't shave for like 6 months, it was I had the Rasputin thing going on. My avatar for Twitter that Sully loves.
See, I prefer the full sides with the big foo that you have going off the chin. I prefer the full thing you got. So you're no longer in the running for worst beard.
Damn it!
A couple weeks ago, you might have been.
Okay. See, and I would say he is in the running if I had to do it for the exact opposite reason. Because he does have the things going on. If he shaved here and just had the chin thing going, then it'd be
good.
Yeah.
So but you're voting Pax in the running for worst.
Yeah, but this right here, it's just like, whatever.
It's growing in, man. It's only been 5 days.
All right, so you've now been nominated for worst by JP.
Yeah.
There's a chance.
And I think that I had nominated both Brad and myself at the same time because I said he has that similar kind of we grow
spotty
facial hair because we can, but we barely can.
But we shouldn't.
So both Brad and me are now in the running. Let's put Schumann in the running just because he kind of looks like shit no matter what he does.
That's a fact.
You have somewhat of a beard right now.
Yeah, I'm going to grow it out for Paris.
You are?
Yep.
For what reason? The weather or the chicks?
Because it's fucking cold.
The weather.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I don't know if the chicks are going to like the beard, but I'm going to fucking grow it anyway.
You're going to go for it?
Yep.
So is that to say there will be no more shaving from here until we get back from Paris?
Just the lower neck area. Everything else will be growing out.
Maybe you ought to cover up that neck thing you got going on. Let that grow too.
You think so?
I think he just wants a reason for they can blame that he strikes out in
Yeah.
Paris.
Yeah, it's the beard, guys.
It was the beard. I should have shaved.
Yeah.
No, the French people like hair.
Do they?
Yeah.
Do they?
So I
In
shouldn't
fact,
have-
you probably
I shouldn't have shaved my pubes.
You should
either.
not have shaved your junk.
Jesus.
You
Too bad
got
they
to
don't
leave
like
your junk
deodorant.
fuzzy.
I hear that.
All right. Now we're going to put Scott, the interim producer, in this too because he's got facial hair and he's in the studio. I vote him. He gets my top vote for worst facial hair.
Oh, how dare you?
Because you got that trendy, like, well-kept thing going on.
You know what
It's
I have
all perfectly done, like a... You know what I mean? You're like a...
It's even not. It's thicker on one side.
Is it really?
JP.
I don't know. Let me see. Look at me straight.
You're going to give me a complex,
Yeah,
Dick.
it's kind of a Gen X kind of thing.
It's too well done.
I have to carve myself out a chin. Otherwise, I don't have a chin
I
if I don't
see.
do this, you see?
So that's the whole deal.
There's a reason
Grow
for it.
yourself a chin.
Can we get you to shave that off during the show tonight so we can see the comparison of facial hair and no facial hair?
Sure.
All right. Well, that could win you, too, the worst one. Because if you look...
Sweet. I still think we need to include Bevo in here on the worst.
I wanted to include Bevo, and now she's gone.
Not here to defend herself.
All right. Are you officially nominating Bevo as worst facial hair of 2009?
Over me? Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, Bevo is now in the running.
We're talking about giving someone a complex.
Yes. Yeah, she bleaches. It's fine. And that leaves us with JP.
No, not even.
No, well, you're the last one in the room.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah. So...
I bleach, too.
I mean, we already have a best, so we're really only talking about worst. And
Right.
Right now, it looks very nice, actually.
It's all right.
It's a
It's not
good-looking
that bad.
beard.
Five-way tie.
Before you shaved it, it was hideous, and that's why I liked it.
Wasn't working for me.
I'll nominate you anyway. We'll put you in there.
I can't believe he wasn't first. I really can't.
With worst?
Look at him.
Not my face.
Yeah,
only
we
the
don't mean
hair
worst
on it.
face. That's
No,
the problem.
no, the beard itself.
Just a beard.
The minute I walked in, I knew exactly whose wagon I was parked outside. You know, the black wagon with the little triangle on the back?
Yeah, of course.
Didn't he have mutton chops for a while?
He did have.
That's right. That's the worst.
Was that during 2009?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was when I shaved.
Okay, take those into account.
Oh, damn it.
Chops. I'm writing that down here on the list. All right.
The chat seems to think JP wins in a landslide.
Oh, yeah, of course. Because they hate me.
But we, on the other
like
hand,
it's new.
we love JP.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
But we don't like his facial hair. We like him.
Or his face, or his personality, or his
Or his
cats,
Jokes.
or his jokes,
Or his company.
or his
Life.
company, or his life.
His
Values.
cats, his
Yeah.
car.
Where's Dick?
No.
What?
No, that's pretty good.
Or his prostate.
All right, the nominees for worst beard, worst facial hair of 2009 are Mr. Sean Paxton.
Why don't we have music, by the way? We need intense.
Intense.
Intense?
Intense. There you go.
Yeah.
The nominees for worst facial hair of 2009 are Sean, the homebrew chef Paxton. Brad, Chris's bitch. Someone come up with a name for me.
Asshole.
The J-Man.
Justin, the shithead asshole.
Yeah.
No, the Justin.
Awful, scrawny head faced.
That cheap son of a bitch.
Crosley.
Yeah.
The Justin.
Scott the Jew.
Oh, happy Hanukkah, by the way.
The lovely Bevo.
Yeah.
Worst facial hair of 2009.
Worst, best.
And finally,
Tasty's on there.
Oh, yeah, Tasty's on there.
oh, that's right. No, we didn't give him worst, did we? Did he get nominated
Yeah.
for worst?
I wasn't nominated for
Okay.
worst.
He should have been. Tell you that.
Mike Tasty McDowell.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
And last, certainly not least,
Well,
JP the Jip Jipper Petros.
Oh, yeah.
I just want to shave it off
this
just
is
to get
gonna
out
be
of this
tight.
stupid competition.
Now, while we're deciding here, Schumann, that razor that you use for your head, that shaver, is your battery-powered one working? The one you were trying to
Slow.
give away today?
It'll probably work.
Grab mine out of my room, if you would, because we're going to shave off...
You're going to let someone use your own personal shaver?
It's got a cleaner. It gets dipped in acid
Oh,
afterward.
okay, great.
Yeah.
I'm retiring it after tonight.
Would you do me a favor? Go in my bathroom. It's right in the corner. Grab my shaver. We're going to shave Scott, the producer's
But don't touch anything
face.
else while you're in
Is this
there.
the same one you use on your pubes?
A different one. I wouldn't allow that.
Okay, good.
Not for his sake, for mine.
Just don't touch anything else while you're in there.
He keeps that one in like a UV
All
light.
right.
Are you trying to say Jewish facial hair is...
Quickly, if you can, please, because we need you to vote also.
Bring the hand sanitizer.
Jesus. Schumann, go get it. Get on my face.
All right.
So basically, everyone in the room is nominated for worst facial hair. We
Everyone
all
has facial
have
hair,
horrible
man.
facial hair.
It's pretty bad.
Everyone has facial hair.
Me and Chris, we're out.
Justin.tv/Brewing Network. You're going to get to see Scott the Jew with no facial hair.
The Jew.
You're going to be like, where does Chin go?
I hope so. I hope you look awful afterward. You have to go home to your girlfriend tonight. She's going to be like, oh, Jesus.
Oh,
You should probably thank us.
Now it's going
We
to
should take a break. You know,
for
Phyllis.
six,
I'm not
for
saying
the
it's
6
over,
months it
but-
takes you to get that number 2 cut back.
Why? What did I do? I like men with chins.
How long does it take you to grow that?
Oh, man. Week. Not long.
It's a long time.
It's easy.
It's easy.
Going to be back tomorrow. He'll be back by the end of the show. I wish I was a dude like that, where like 5 o'clock shadow comes at 9 a.m.
Dude, you know who's like that is Darren Schleth
I
at
don't know
work.
who that is.
Olin's brother.
Yeah.
He'll shave, and 2 hours later, it's already starting to grow. It's already darkened.
Yeah,
The dude's a man.
We've had that discussion before.
Yeah.
This guy's laughing at him.
It's pretty good.
Wow. All right. All those who vote Sean Paxton worst beard of 2009, raise your hand. Not one. Not
No
one
chance.
vote. Not one vote. All right, Pax. Good job.
Good job.
Keep it up,
You're
buddy.
safe. You're safe.
Wow.
I should
All
have done lamb
those
chops.
who vote Brad, Chris's bitch. Worst beard of 2009. Raise your hand.
I guess I'll try to support my bitch here.
Okay, good. We got one vote
It's the
for
manly
Brad.
thing to do.
Thank you, Chris.
All those who vote me, Justin, worst beard of 2009, raise your hand.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah, thanks, Scott.
JP's fired. Scott's fired.
Good, I can get unemployment. Oh, yeah.
All right, 2 votes for me. Very nice. All those who vote... the shaver is here. Good.
Ouch.
All those who vote Scott the Jew, worst beard of 2009, raise your hand.
Okay. I like
Oh, boy.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
boy.
Oh,
1,
God.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 votes.
Wow.
For Scott.
For me?
Yes. Scott's for me. What?
Fuck you guys, man. I screen one call and everyone turns on me.
Well, the remedy's right at hand.
You
here.
weren't watching.
All those who vote Bevo, worst facial hair of 2009, raise your hand.
Oh, can I vote twice? Because I want to vote
Yeah.
for Bevo.
Can I like Bevo
Sure.
vote twice? All right.
Sure.
Then I vote for Bevo.
All right, 2 votes for Bevo, which ties her with me for worst facial hair. And all those who vote for the Jip, worst facial hair of 2009, 1 vote.
I'd like to vote
I'll
again.
From
vote
Chet,
again.
2 votes, 3 votes. We'll let people vote again. It looks like Scott the Jew has the worst facial hair of 2000.
Can Schumann
go?
Can Schumann shave him?
And how you're in the wrong crowd when you're the most well kept facial hair in the room and you get voted worst. All right, shave that shit off.
Well, hey, would you guys here stand up?
You do it for the webcam?
Stand up.
Yeah, just stand
so
up.
the webcam.
Should we hold him down?
Will you let Shuli do it too?
Do you need like a bucket?
Wait, hold on.
No, that's fine. You're on it there. You can stay right where you were. Yeah, there you go. That's fine.
Hold him down.
I hope he really does look as awful as he says.
I'm telling you, it's bad.
All right.
Leave some patches so it looks
Stop
worse.
now.
That's already looking better.
Goddamn iPhone.
Oh, he's gonna leave the middle.
Someone take a picture, would you?
Don't cut off his chin. Oh, he's right. He didn't cut it off. He's just not there.
An asshole.
Where'd it go?
All right, now get a Sharpie and paint a menorah on it. You gotta finish. It's like he left you.
This is the worst facial hair.
Yeah, now it's
I think it looks great.
Leave it until we come back in January, Scott.
Okay.
You can leave for his lady so that the kid can get laid over the holidays. At least leave the soul patch. Yeah, just
little soul patch right there?
leave the soul patch.
All right.
The one under his lip. Shave the rest, and everything else will be fine.
Is that it? Is it clean?
I've got Dan on the phones. Dan, what's happening? No, I guess I don't. He hung up.
Where's your call?
All right, that's good. Let me see that thing.
I'll clean it up.
Schumann's
See?
he's
Now
a
I got no
professional. Yeah, you do. It's just
Right?
it's underneath your real chin.
That's right.
Is he old enough to drink beer?
Yeah, now we don't know. Somebody card that kid.
Somebody's getting carded all holidays.
Does anybody have the homework for history lessons, master?
Oh, boy.
All right, let's try these phones once more. Dan, you're on the line. What's happening?
Hey, no, it's decoction. It's decoction.
Sorry, Decock.
No, my phone died.
What's happening, brother? So, what's happening, brother?
Talk to us.
Hey, what's going on? I was calling in for Drunk of the Week. I've been working for the last couple hours on this.
I like the way you fade off.
Yeah, like you just passed out at the end of the sentence.
Yeah.
All right, what have you been drinking, son?
That Bud Light Fund.
Son?
No. Check it. All right. So I
already don't want to talk.
I didn't drink. I didn't eat lunch today. I had grape nuts instead of breakfast and lunch.
Aren't grape nuts for breakfast?
Hold on. This goddamn computer has confused me. Hold on. And then I've been eating peanuts all day, and so I drank 120-minute IPA.
Yeah.
And then I drank an 08 Double Bastard I'd been saving.
Mm-hmm.
And then I drank a Duvel.
Just to make yourself
right out of a Duvel glass. I got a gift pack this year. And then right now I'm drinking a Dogfish Head Festina Pêche Berliner Weiss while I call in the other room so I don't frighten people because I'm weird.
I'm frightened already. Doc, what else is he on? You're a doctor. You've prescribed things that have made him sound like this.
I've been hitting the OG Kush.
Oh. What's that?
Cousin. Yeah.
Cousin.
How did I not know that? That's one I don't know.
Yeah, the
Orange
When you're in
Kush?
Amsterdam.
the OG Kush, the
I have
chat
never,
down
in
my
all
back.
of my pothead days, I have never heard the OG Kush.
What about Purple
It's
Kush?
straight from Seattle. You know, this is D from fucking Yakima, son.
Son? This is street, dog.
Yeah, no,
Do you have facial
Yakima's
hair?
the fucking drug capital of fucking Washington.
Yeah, Seattle.
Seattle.
Yeah, home of
Straight-
flannel
that's where-
and preppy druggies.
Yeah, that's where the OG Kush is from, is Seattle.
All right.
We got it.
All right. OG Kush, you're in the running for Drunk of the Week, my friend. Thank you for the call from Seattle. Sounds like Vicodin to me, but he calls it weed.
Yeah.
So.
But that's medicinal.
Sounds real tiring.
Sorry, I can't figure that shit out, Justin.
All right, we'll do this at the break. I've got a couple. We're going to do best and worst jokes of tonight's show.
Oh, good.
Which was really just a reason for us to make fun of JP.
Yeah, I can already see my name down there.
Yeah, you notice they're all
times.
JP.
Yeah. Sons of fucking
Are they all
bitches.
just the worst jokes? Maybe we don't even have to wait for this.
Which one?
Let's see.
Yeah.
Justin has to wash his dogs. Bevo has to wash Sam.
That's what he said.
That's a good one. I think that was funny. Yeah.
Okay. I wrote it in blood, not because I didn't have a pen, but because I was already bleeding.
I thought that was pretty topical.
Best and worst jokes of the show tonight.
Terrible.
As long as he's not the in your wang.
Yeah, get it?
We did that with Adam.
Yeah.
Where he was
See, you remember.
The yin to your yang, and as long as he's not the in to your wang.
Yeah.
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 Scott's writing him down to steal for his own fucking show.
If you look it up, a hit squad comes to your house and fucking kills you.
Yeah, get it? Because you're looking up dumb stuff on the thing. Remember that?
All right, JP gets best and worst
Yes.
joke of 2009.
One
Of
of those
course
is
he
best,
does.
yeah.
He's the funniest man in the room every time. Come on.
funny.
We know
Funniest man alive.
that. All right, another quick break. When we come back, we got...
More bad jokes.
We've got an all-grain system to give away, courtesy of More Beer, the Vacuum Brew. And we've also got a game to play so that you guys can win some prizes. And then we're going to get out of here and go drink some more beer. Hang in there. It's The Session.
You're listening to the Brewcasters. The Brewcasters on the Brewing Network.
There's an app on the iPhone for just about everything, including beer. Apps for finding a pint of beer. Apps that look like you're drinking a pint of beer. And now, there's an app for brewing a pint of beer. Introducing BrewPal, the most all-inclusive beer brewing app for professionals and hobbyists that fits in your pocket and goes wherever you do. Recipe formulation that can be imported and exported with a customizable database. Mash and sparge calculations, yeast pitching rates, carbonation tables, and more. Available right now for less coin than a pound of grain. See BrewPal in action at brewpal.info and download it for your iPhone at a special introductory price right now. BrewPal, all the brewing software you need, right in your pocket.
Hi, this is Push from the Brewing Network, and I want to tell you about the Brewmaster's Warehouse and how you can get 10% off your next order. I'm a pretty techie guy, but I've never seen an online store like this. It's awesome. Go to brewmasterswarehouse.com and click on Brew Builder. You can whip up a custom recipe so easily even Sven could do it. Seriously, it's slick. You can share your recipe with your own logo and notes to the Brewmaster's database if you want. And the best part, it keeps a running tally of the beer you're building while you're doing it. Then, bam, click Buy Recipe, and your cart is filled and ready to go with helpful suggestions in case you forgot something. This thing is amazing. Brewmaster's Warehouse is run the way a home brewer would do it, with great service, fast turnaround, and $6.99 flat rate shipping. Brewmaster's Warehouse and the Brew Builder blew me away. Check it out today at brewmasterswarehouse.com. I'm serious. And don't forget to put BNARMY in the discount code box for 10% off your order. Check out brewmasterswarehouse.com. Cheers.
What's funny is brewers will say, yeah, I don't brew to style. I'm brewing my own beer. And it's like a German Pilsner, but it's black. Yeah, it's a sports beer. You know?
The home of live beer radio. TheBrewingNetwork.com.
Because like beer,
Radio shouldn't suck. You're listening to The Session.
you're listening to the Brewing Network. Because like beer,
Radio shouldn't suck.
All right, welcome back to the program, everybody. A lot of folks hanging out now. We're having a good time. A lot of friends and friends of friends and people who call JP their friend.
People just show up.
They're coming later, right?
A lot of people, JP.
They'll be here soon.
They'll be here. They promised.
The guys from MST3K called me at the break, JP. And they were looking...
You motherfucker.
They were looking for your contact information.
Yeah, I bet they were.
Very excited about their interview.
I was looking forward to that.
So it was the best interview they've had in a while.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
Yeah. So we got a couple of things happening right now.
U2 wants you to be their roadie.
Oh, yes.
We'll trade contact info.
Yes.
You have to have bad facial hair for that.
All right. First thing that we're going to do here, and we haven't done this in a while, so it's kind of exciting. Also, we haven't done it having the man himself in the studio, Chris Graham, one of the owners of Beer, Beer, More Beer. We've got our More Beer donation giveaway. It's been on hiatus for a couple of months, but we brought it back for November and December, and we are giving away a More Beer vacuum brew all-grain setup.
Sweet.
A great idea from Mr. JP, Jason JP Petros. Thought, hey, this is a good system that people are into because it's kind of that cross between, a lot of times we do the real big ones, right, where you got to go full all grain, you got to do this or that. And
Yeah,
JP
it'll change
thought,
your brewing style. Yeah.
why don't we do something where you can be in an apartment, you can stay in the kitchen, but you can also go all grain. You can make the big step, you can make the small step, you can do it all with one system, and that's what this vacuum brew setup is all about. And it's pretty new for you guys, right? How long have you guys had the vacuum brew?
We just we've known about it for about 6 months, but we released it about a month ago. Month and a half?
A couple months ago, yeah, something like that.
But it's amazing who's buying it. It's a lot of people who have systems, but it's too cold at home.
Oh, right.
So it's winter in Canada. I don't want to be outside.
Yeah. Our very own Shunt.
Oh!
Andrew, he has a system, a More Beer brew sculpture.
Good.
And then he contacted me, he goes, I'm going to buy one of these vacuum brews because it's
I'm
fucking cold outside.
Yeah.
So he can still brew and not freeze.
I like it.
Yeah, so...
It looks like it'd be really you can make consistent beer with it too. That's the way it's all, self-contained and run by that single vacuum pump at that one speed.
That's a good point.
Yeah, Jesse says he loves it because it's dead quiet too.
So Jesse's your showroom guy, and he's the one who I found out about this thing from first because he was kind of experimenting with it like mad.
Yeah,
right. And so he likes it because it makes no noise, as opposed to a pump, I guess you mean,
or a burner.
Right. Just put it on the stove.
Exactly. So it's as loud as your stove's going to get, which is pretty quiet compared to an outdoor burner.
Okay. I like this idea. And, we got beer being passed around and everything. I love it. Hang on. Let me finish what I have in my glass. And I'm going to hand you my glass and do this all safely and nicely around our new studio.
Why?
Our new studio is sponsored tonight by Beer, Beer, and More Beer.
Sweet. I didn't know it.
Just because you're here.
Awesome.
The dock side of the studio is sponsored by Adam at Linden Street Brewing Company.
Yeah?
He's trying to get more money out of
carve it up in
him.
pieces.
He has his own mixing board, too. See, we got plenty to go around, Adam. Don't worry about it.
2 studios.
So the sweet thing is, don't have to give away anything when I'm drunk.
That's true.
Yeah,
you've already given
giving away something.
Every month you've already been doing this. Beer, Beer, More Beer does donate something for us to give away each and every month. We've stocked up a couple of months so that we could give away the vacuum brew system. One of the
that's a good story.
Yeah, it's a good accumulation of
we created a vacuum.
Yeah.
I think you should have a giveaway for the sponsors and then an insurance policy. So if beer spilled over the mixers,
yes,
then the sponsor has to pay for it.
Yeah, that's what I meant by he sponsored our studio. Because if we screw it up tonight, Chris Graham's going to buy us the new one.
Crap.
Well, thanks, Chris.
I like how the mixer on the dock side is a little one as well.
Yeah.
Just like Doc.
It's the little one.
There's the big boy
It's a
mixer
short
over
one.
here, and then the little guy mixer.
But he does have a big mic stand, just like the rest of us.
yeah.
So he's right there. He's a tripod, just like you, JP.
But a small penis.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm excited about this because it's a great setup. If you were a recurring donor in the BN Army, you're automatically entered, as you are every month. Otherwise, you might have just thrown in $5 or increments thereof, and then you've got your entries that way.
$5.
A record number of entries in this month's More Beer donation giveaway.
That's
You
great.
thought I was going to go there,
I
didn't
see
you?
what you did there.
No, we did have a lot of entries this month, and
I
I'm
was ready
excited
to
about
laugh.
that. And so we thank More Beer for helping us out with the BN Army donations, for donating this kind of stuff, and we thank you listeners for supporting.
Yes.
Without further ado, so later on in the program, we're also going to play this game. I'm just fucking with you.
You know, I was going to do something like that, but I thought it'd be inappropriate and not at all proper.
Or funny.
Yeah, or funny.
Or good radio.
Yeah, or good radio.
Right.
Or funny.
Or funny.
Or good radio.
Okay. The winner.
Wiener.
I got a couple stats for you. The winner is entry number 959.
Excellent.
I'll tell you that right now.
And how far?
That might be me.
This winner, just so you know, also only entered once. It wasn't, he didn't buy 150 tickets or anything else, so could have been a $2 donor. Who knows? Which is another reason to sign up and join the Army. You never know. It's very random.
Be a donor.
Winner number 959 is Mr. Scott Burton. Just won himself a Beer, Beer, and More Beer all-grain vacuum brew setup. Congratulations, Scott. JP's real excited for you because he now gets to work with you on getting you your More Beer vacuum brew system. This is the other beauty of the donation giveaways with More Beer is I just read a name and then I wash my hands of it.
And I forward it to customer service.
And then they wash their hands of it.
Yeah.
And so Chris Graham
And 4
finally
years
gets
later, he gets it.
then Chris gets an angry phone call saying, "What the fuck?" That's how it works.
How could that happen?
Yeah, but that's because Chris has the most patience of all of us. He's a very he's a
What?
gentleman.
Yeah.
The rest of us are ready to flip our lids.
Yes, Chris is very patient.
Isn't that
He's
right?
worked for me for how
JP?
long? See?
Yes, it is. And he's very handsome and smart and witty.
The best boss ever.
Yes, I love him a lot.
It is also Christmas bonus season.
Christmas what?
Yeah. All right, Scott Burton, send me an email, justin@thebrewingnetwork.com. If you feel like, if you can remember a bunch of things at this point, also CC JP on that, jp@morebeer.com. We'll get you your system. Don't worry, I'll track you down. And congratulations, you are now an all-grain brewer if you weren't before. At the very least, you're an all-grain brewer in the heat of your own kitchen, in the warmth of your own climate-controlled
your own
heat
love
condition.
I just wet myself when I brew. It keeps me warm for a little bit.
I do that every day.
Okay. getting late in the show, and the beer's getting very tasty. What is this one you just poured me?
2 turtle doves from the brewery.
Ah.
I think it's made with like pecans or almonds. Or Chris, what is that made from?
It's a tasty beer.
It's real
Cocoa
good.
nibs and pecans.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the thing.
Kid's a good brewer, man.
Yeah.
The thing he throws in there.
All right. We also got some other beers here to try, too. I brought those in to open up. Some St. Barnardus Abbey Ale somebody brought to us. How about that? Christmas ale.
Ooh.
Also sent to us from McGruffus. Listener sends us beer from time to time, and just an all-around good guy. Sent us some Terrapin 60 shilling, among some other Terrapin beers that are out there, too, that we can try later on. But right now, we need your phone calls. 888-401-BEER. We're about to play Guess Which Brewcaster Did. And then we're going to tell you a fucked up story. You get to guess which one of us did it. In this case, everybody in the room is a brewcaster. Our guests are brewcasters. The brewcasters are brewcasters.
Wait, it took me a year to get that title, and then now you're just giving it out willy-nilly?
Adam just gets it. He's got the best facial hair of the year. He gets brewcaster.
That's a good
just
point.
like that.
It'll be taken away.
Yeah.
That is a good point.
So we've got, I think, a total of 9 stories. You're going to call in 888-401-BEER. You're going to get to play the game. We got some prizes to give away. If we give Chris Graham another beer, we'll probably have more prizes to give away.
I'll give you my truck.
And it's an easy game.
And my right shoe. But my left sock, because I'm tricky.
Tricky like that. Never been worn.
Outside of today.
Everybody here has told us a effed up story about their childhood. No, not necessarily. Could be about the holidays. We've got all sorts of screwed up, embarrassing stories. You get to guess which brewcaster matches the story that we tell you.
And they're not all me, just so everybody knows.
I thought it had to be about the holidays.
It did, but then at some point...
I didn't get that memo?
Well, at some point, when people started, I don't have any embarrassing stories. We had to extend the holidays to, any holiday. So,
one time
let's face it, every day is a holiday for Doc.
Right, that's true.
Okay.
And so we might have, a Columbus Day story. I don't know.
One time I wore white after Labor Day.
It was so embarrassing.
Don't negate the premise, Doc.
It was hard for me to come up with a story, too.
Which
my brother reminded me of a couple of them.
It was hard for you to remember a story.
Yeah, it was.
From Tuesday.
Yeah, my brother said, "How about this one?" And I said, "No."
Yeah, not that one.
Not that one.
Well,
we all had our censored list.
I will admit this: as we were coordinating these stories, we did get a number of. Well, my funniest, most embarrassing one I cannot tell on the air, and then of course there was me. Wait a minute, that's the one we want.
That's the perfect one.
Yeah.
But there are some here whose image could be tainted, and whose taint could be imaged by like that. That could have been one of the worst jokes of the night.
No, that was in the good category.
That was in the good.
Yeah.
So in some cases, we're getting the second most embarrassing story. And sometimes they're just fun and clever. So, 888-401-BEER. Scott's going to let me know when I've got a contestant on the line. And then we're going to have, if you get 3 strikes, you're out. It's just like hockey. And
I forgot to ask the Riff Tracks guys how the fucking Wild are doing.
Oh.
Damn it.
See, your chance to bring everything to a screeching halt. And
Strike one.
You passed it.
Could have destroyed that interview just like that. Wow.
Maybe we can open the door or something, because we have 85 people in this room.
Why? You got a problem with that?
That's an exaggeration, Jipper.
You got to put them on hold.
70.
And then let me know before you cradle the phone.
Put a little Mac.
Kim, call back. 888-401-BEER. Let me know before you cradle the phone. My bad. I should have told you. Should have reminded you.
Or before you cradle it.
Looks like Kim's out. We're getting new phone calls now. So, oh well. So, callers, you're going to call up. I'm going to read you a story. If you get it right, you win. We hang up on you. I'll send you a prize. If you get it wrong, we'll give you another story. 3 strikes and you're out. All right? I got to say, some of them are pretty easy. There was a
3 strikes? That's pretty generous.
It's really generous.
Generous.
Well, because the deal is, I don't know that anybody's going to get 3 strikes. I think there's going to be a lot of 1 win, and you got it.
1 win McGee's.
Yeah, and then we just hang up on him and get somebody else in there. Maybe we should give him 2 wins so I don't have to send out 10 different gifts. I'm lazy.
Just keep going. You got them all.
All right. Should have our first caller on the line. Who are we talking to here? Scott.
Sorry about this. This is Dressel Brew.
Dressel, what's happening, brother?
Not much. How you doing?
You're doing all right. You all right? You nervous? You sound like JP interviewing MST3K. You're fine?
Yeah, I'm hanging in there. How y'all doing?
Sound like you're barely hanging in there.
Might be drunk.
Yeah.
Are you calling in for Drunk of the Week or to play this game?
Well, a little bit of both, but I like to play the game.
All right, good. That's
Drunk of the
what I
Week is a game, fucker.
A little bit of both. All right. Now, to be fair,
Life is a game.
Let me tell you who I have in the room, son. You'll have a story from me. A story from Scott the Jew.
Oh.
Story from Doc Married to the Jew.
Jew by proxy, I think is what we call it.
I celebrate.
A story from JP Looks Like a Jew.
Oh. Terrorist.
Story from Bevo, Almost Best Facial Hair of 2009. A story from Tasty. What do you think that story involves?
Something about picking out what...
Yeah, I can't imagine too much.
Animals.
Sweet.
What color of beard to make his T-shirt.
A story from Schumann.
Ugh.
Schumann. Has hair.
A story from Chris Graham.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Who's with us here tonight.
I bet I can guess.
Lies.
A story from Adam Lamoureux from Linden Street Brewery, also with us here. Recipient of the 2009 Best Beard Award.
Well deserved.
That's right.
Yeah, you'll get your award in the mail. Don't worry about it.
And our favorite home brewer, Mr. Nathan Smith.
Awesome.
Did you write all those names down?
Oh. Tell him to.
You can see there's going to be a test.
But they're in his brain.
All right. Are you ready?
I am.
This brewcaster, and remember, when I say brewcaster, I'm including the guests, so that's not a clue.
Okay.
This brewcaster went out on Christmas Eve with one of his family members. Got so drunk that while driving his mother's car home, he wasn't actually driving, the family member was. Family member would not pull over and let him puke out the side of the car. So, being the intelligent and worthy brewcaster that he is, he rolled down the window and puked out of it, realizing instantly that he had puked all down the side of his mother's car. So while they tried to find a car wash to wash off the puke before Mom could notice, they could not. So they pulled up into Mom's driveway, all of the family inside, snug in their beds on a warm Christmas Eve. They're hosing down Mom's car when Mom opens the second-story window and yells down, "What are you doing out there?" As they're washing off the puke from the side of the car. They were caught, busted. It was a miserable Christmas day for this certain brewcaster. Who was it?
Oh, I hate to say this. Was it Nathan?
It was not Nathan.
Oh, come on. It's all of us. We know we all done that. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I've done something like that.
I like the ones that are a little...
We're all like guilty.
Yeah, now I have memory of that.
I wish I
Yeah.
had that story.
Everybody's guilty of that, right?
You know why it wasn't Nathan? Because the story didn't involve someone holding his hair back.
True.
Man, the whole chat is all over this answer. They all know.
All right, but we're moving on anyway. You don't get a second guess at the same one. I'll give you a second story. I think I'm going to change the rules to 2 strikes, by the way.
Right,
That's one
let's
strike.
go 2 strikes.
I got 1 strike. Okay.
Should be 1 per, but...
There's so many good ones. I just don't know where to begin. This brewcaster used to wrestle competitively. You still there, Dressel?
Oh, I'm here.
All right,
That was
sorry.
too much for him.
Heard a little click there. I didn't want to go through the whole goddamn
I'm here.
story for nothing. At age 12, with his parents out of town for the holidays, his older brother was to drive him to the local Christmas wrestling tournament. He rode facing backwards in the family station wagon. His brother gave him canned peaches to eat on the way there. So while riding backwards in the family station wagon and eating his canned peaches, he got a little car sick. And right as his first wrestling match was about to start, he puked whole peaches all over his opponent. Which brewcaster
did he win?
Puked whole peaches all over his opponent.
Oh, wow. You know, I really don't remember this, but I'm going to have to say you, Justin.
I like that he has faith in me to have been a wrestler. But I'm sorry, Dressel, that is strike 2. Thank you for playing. All right. Call in 888-401-BEER, 888-401-BEER. We've got 2 stories. I will ask those stories again. Don't worry. They're still in the running. You will get to guess and find out who the real brewcaster was behind them. Maybe I should just answer directly for you, Scott, if I see it ringing. Then we can cut out the middleman. You want me to do that?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Caller, you're on the air. Who are we talking to?
Hey, this is Brew Tattoo.
Brew Tat, what's happening?
Hey, just following along.
All right, you ready to go?
I'm ready.
You have the names? Do you know who you're guessing about?
Yeah, whoever.
Let me do it real quick for you, just to give you a reminder. You got me, Scott, Doc, JP, Bevo, Tasty, Schumann, Graham, Adam from Linden Street, Nathan the homebrewer. All right?
Not Hot Nicole. She's in the room.
Nicole is in the room, but she doesn't have an embarrassing story here. We didn't know if she was going to make it.
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm sure she has them. We just don't know it.
Happening right now. Okay.
All right. Oh, where to begin with these? This brewcaster got so drunk on Christmas Eve that one year he took a leak in his sister's refrigerator.
Wow.
Which brewcaster was it?
Come on, we've all done that.
Remember that guests apply.
But we don't all have sisters.
Mm-hmm. That's true. I like your thinking process here.
Oh,
Brewtat's a thinker.
What if this was more than one of us?
Shit, it's a trick question. Half the room is pissed in their sister's refrigerator.
Does Justin have a sister?
I do not.
Well, Schumann sometimes wears a dress.
I do not have a sister. Yeah.
Not that he knows.
This isn't 20 questions. You got to guess.
I pronounce it sister.
Couple hints, I don't mind. But, yeah, I do not have a sister. If I did, she'd be hot.
Oh, jeez.
I'd bone her.
You would have.
And Schumann would have
It would
slept.
be the least expected. I'm going to say Chris Graham.
Oh, good guess. It is not Chris Graham.
Because
I like the faith he has in you, though, Grams.
I am potentially able to do that. I just don't have a sister.
Yeah, but you pissed in refrigerators before.
Well, he didn't
Who
say.
hasn't?
He didn't say brother.
Come on, who hasn't?
Brother, grandma, grandpa.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to rehash one for you. No, I'll give you a new one. This brewcaster got so drunk around this holiday.
Justin.
Damn it! That when he showed up for classes and was arrested, the police thought he was on acid. Which brewcaster was it?
Oh, Jesus. That doesn't narrow it down at all.
He was so drunk that the cops thought he was on acid.
JP.
It was not. That's strike 2, Brew Tattoo.
Oh.
Thank you for playing.
I like the common theme, though.
Everybody is so
Everybody's
drunk.
drunking or puking.
This is like a game of Clue.
Yeah.
It was JP in the refrigerator with his sister.
with his wiener.
His pickle.
Yeah.
Gherkin.
I like this game, I have to admit. It's a good game.
Do you want to answer it, Jay?
Yeah, I'm just going to answer.
Game has no winners.
Good Caller,
answer.
who are we talking to?
This is James.
James?
Germs.
James or Germs?
Nice. I go by James, but Germs is fine, too.
All right, from New Jersey?
Germs.
Do I have that right?
If you're from New Jersey, it's Germs.
Calling in from New Jersey?
Sure.
Yeah. Hey, good Jets game today, huh, Graham?
Absolutely. I like this guy.
There you go.
Let him win.
Must be a fan.
Let him win.
All right, are you ready to play?
You already did the giveaway.
Yes.
I'm going to give you the one I just did, just because it's fresh in our mind. This brewcaster got so drunk around the holiday that when he showed up for classes and was arrested, the cops thought he was on acid.
I'm going to have to go with Adam.
It is not Adam.
Adam's looking around like he just got insulted.
Adam's like,
it's like, fucking what, dude?
Adam's like, I actually did acid when I got arrested.
But they thought I was drunk. That's the flipper.
He's looking at, how did you get that story?
Yeah. All right, here we go. I'll give you another one.
All right, let's go.
This brewcaster, while in high school, A girl gave him a thong with a big old Santa head as the nut bag. The brewcaster had no idea she was hitting on him, even when she said she wanted to see him in it. Too naive to know. Which brewcaster was it?
Sam's not even here.
That sounds like a Schumann story.
Strike two, James. It was not Schumann.
Like 8 people in the chat said Schumann,
Thank
too.
you for playing. The thing about Schumann is that he doesn't care whether people are hitting on him or not.
He thinks they're all hitting on him.
He'll go for it. Wow, I thought this game was like a slant, like everyone was going to win. Oh, guess I'm
Because they know.
All right, caller from Wisconsin. Who are we talking to?
Don.
Don?
Yeah.
Oh, I hung up on Don earlier. Thanks for calling back, Don.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, Don, you ready to go?
Yeah, I think I'm ready to go.
Okay.
All right, then.
All right.
Oh, I'm ready to go.
This brewcaster.
It's a party.
Don't you know?
This brewcaster,
Jesus
while at a
Christ.
friend's house for the holidays. Now, you get a little clue that it's not me, all right? So I'll help you out there. This brewcaster, while at a friend's house for the holidays, had tried to hit on my girlfriend's sister, but she turned him down. So he found another chick, and they went out to the car, and he fingered her in the back seat.
Finger blasted, Justin, please.
Sorry. Finger blasted her in the back seat.
Thank you.
And then decided to move somewhere where there was a little more room. So he banged her on the hood of his Acura. While my girlfriend's sister, pissed off that he had moved on, filmed the whole encounter. For posterity, of course.
Sure.
Which brewcaster was
On the
it?
internet.
And do we have that video?
I would have to guess Schumann.
That's right, it was
Oh, bullseye.
All right, our first...
Wait, how the fuck do you turn an embarrassing story into a stud story? How the fuck does that happen?
That's how I work, dude.
Yeah.
There's
What a dick.
Now, there is a funnier part to this story. The whole weekend...
The chick had AIDS.
The whole weekend, Schumann...
Yeah, it's a real knee slapper.
Isn't that the funnier part? now Schumann's dying.
Oh, that's good.
And my hair's falling out.
That's not funny.
It's funny
It's not
because in
funny.
the end,
Damn
Schumann dies.
So, Schumann had been boasting for 2 days about how he can last as long as he wants to. The video taken of this encounter lasted 37 seconds. It was 37 seconds.
It was not one of my finer moments.
No, he said as
Viagra.
he said as long as he wants to.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah, I only wanted 37 seconds.
that's how much time she was allowed to have.
Wait, Justin, how many times did you watch this to figure out it was 37 seconds?
Well, a lot.
You owned an Acura? You owned an Acura?
I did. It was an Acura Integra my old babysitter sold me.
How embarrassing.
All right, you get to keep playing, Don. Good work. You're the only contestant so far to get one right.
We need the music back.
We do?
Oh, yeah, sorry, I got to move away from the computer.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you don't want to be... Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, it's all slimy and
Don't
stuff.
let that robot get you.
All right.
No, I'm not Justin. I'm not into the robot thing.
No. Try again. Look at it again.
No.
Look at it again. See if anything happens.
Unmute.
I like that music.
Okay.
Makes me feel
Let's see.
uncomfortable.
Do I have a new one in here? Okay.
Should give him an old one.
This brewcaster almost burned down a family friend's house by not properly putting the candles in the menorah. 3 of the candles fell out while we were all in another room and lit the tablecloth on fire.
That happens to every...
Burnt down part of the table and the carpet. Which brewcaster was it?
That was Scott.
Yes, there you go. Doc's only Jewish by association, so it had to be Scott,
How
right?
can I be the only Jew in this room? That's crazy.
Our first winner, Don. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I've lit many a menorah in my time.
He closed it out.
He well,
I mean, he got 2 in a row.
we still don't know who the other one... Yeah, he wins,
Right,
and we get to take
right,
another caller.
right.
So, all right, Don, send me an email, justin@thebrewingnetwork.com, and I'll send you some prizes, brother.
Thanks, Justin. Appreciate it from Milwaukee, man.
All
Have
right.
yourself a good one.
Thanks, brother. You too. Happy holidays.
Wait, you're from the Midwest? That's weird. I didn't notice.
All right, 888-401-BEER. Got a few more to get through. So we only know 2 of them so far, right?
Yeah. At what is that? 10 more?
Yeah.
that we have. 9 more left.
10.
I think we have one of our sponsors on the line who wants to play.
Ooh.
Let me guess. It's
Hey,
Nico
Sully.
Brew.
Nico Brew.
Yeah.
How did you know who I was?
I'm psychic. What's happening, brother?
Just hanging out with the little boy and listening to a little bit of the show that I caught.
All right, you ready to play?
I sure am.
All right. This brewcaster had their worst Christmas ever at age 7. He and his little sister...
Oh.
Yeah.
That's the story. I just had a bad Christmas.
That was it.
I got pants and socks.
You got pantsed?
All right.
And pants.
He and his little sister annoyed his mom with questions about the existence of Santa Claus to the point that his mother finally snapped and told him there is no Santa.
You little fuckers.
Later that night, they got in the car to visit their sick grandma, and a CHP officer rear-ended them and sent them into a ditch.
That's a bad Christmas.
Which brewcaster had this worst Christmas ever at age 7?
Was the cop drunk?
Good question.
Let's see. I'm going to go with Doc.
It was not Doc.
Oh, damn.
No.
How many stories you got?
Not too many left.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do I have any new ones left? Yes, I do. I'll give you a new one. All right?
A new one?
Cool.
Dun, dun, dun.
This brewcaster brought a keg of homebrewed IPA to a Christmas party, but did not bring CO2 or a tap. They still managed to drink all the beer by spooning it out with a ladle. I gotta give a round of applause for those smart and innovative
That's
drinkers.
going to have to be you.
It was not me. 2 strikes for Nico. Thank you for playing.
Well, because nobody would drink his IPA.
Exactly. Never mind spoon it out with a ladle.
And this is your Christmas holiday party, right? Like, I mean, there's none other.
That's right. All right, got some more callers coming in. Just not that one. Some of them are doing the short ring. Too drunk to
I think when
wait for it to ring 4 times.
When you hang up, it says incoming call again, and then it goes away. I learned that the other day.
You did? Oh, well, I learned something about my studio every day.
Yeah, well.
Oh, here's Kim is back.
Kim Wood.
Hey.
Hey.
Wow.
Give me.
We almost sounded like Blobberglop there for a second.
I know. Sorry about that.
Cam, did you get those bolt-ons yet?
The what?
Or the tattoo.
Oh, no.
The listeners have not donated for her bolt-ons.
Damn.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
been no...
the boobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, what's up with that, Justin?
I don't know. I've not gotten a single donation that says Kim Wood's tits on it.
Because you're perfect just the way you are.
Oh, suck it.
JP, she's
God, all right, let's play a game.
married.
I'm done with Scott hanging up on me.
Oh, I'm
I love you,
sorry, Kim.
Scott.
Hey, you're back, though.
It's all right. Yeah, I'm back. What's up?
Hey, you're here, though, so shut up.
Kim, why aren't you over here working the board?
I should be,
Yes.
really, but fuck that. No. What's up? Okay, hit me. Go.
All right, here's I think it's the only new one left, and then you're going to have to guess some of the ones that have been guessed wrong.
Leftovers.
Go on the regurge.
This one's a softball.
Oh, yeah, lob it right in there.
This brewcaster sang Silent Night for the church's Christmas play. This person had to stand on a small platform while they sang, and in the middle of the second verse, lost their balance and fell. The whole thing was videotaped. The tapes were sold to raise money, and the fall was captured for all of eternity and replayed endlessly.
Over and over and over.
Oh, was it Bevo?
It was Bevo, that's right. Good job. Good job.
There you go, Kim.
I love her.
Okay, you only have to get one more right.
How many brewcasters do we have left?
You can win. Well, that's all of them. That's why I said we'll redo the ones that haven't been guessed correctly.
No, I mean the ones that have already been attached. Like, how many choices are there left of people?
Well, let's see. What was guessed right? Scott was guessed right. Right?
Myself, Bevo, and Schumann.
Yeah, Bevo was just done, and Schumann was
The
just
field
done.
is wide open.
Let me get
Damn, all right.
these. And Bevo. All right, so we're gonna have to rehash a couple.
Pick it up. Pick it
All
up.
right.
Come on.
Don't do it in order again.
Kim's in a hurry. You take a minute. You gotta be
How about the puking wrestler story? This person used to wrestle competitively at age 12 when his parents were out of town. He rode in the backseat of the station wagon, ate a bunch of peaches, and uked all over his opponent in his first wrestling match. Who was it?
Oh, jeez. Schumann?
Schumann was already guessed. How about I read you who's left and who's in the room?
Okay, thank you.
That's a good idea.
Myself, Doc, JP, Tasty, Chris Graham, Adam from Linden, and Nathan Smith, the homebrewer.
The homebrewer.
Shit, I don't know. Chris Graham?
That is absolutely right.
Yeah.
It was Chris Graham. Wow.
Kim on fire.
She's a tiger.
So
I can think of two better stories.
By the way,
than that,
Schumann's
Chris.
all giddy now that he knows that you also were a wrestler. He's going to ask you to share.
Grabbing me ever since he found
He's
out.
going to ask you to share moves later.
Yeah.
Schumann, leave Graham alone.
Nah, I can't.
Pictures, please. Oh.
I can't do it.
Hey, Chris, here's a new move. It's called guy scissoring. It's great.
So, Graham, you uked all over the opponent, huh?
Yeah, unfortunately, I had to filter through a few stories, but yeah, that's the worst one I could come up with. But yeah, and these were like whole. My mom would half a peach,
and
then can them.
Uh-huh.
So we were just popping them that way, and they just came out that way.
But did you win?
Oh yeah,
you won the match.
Oh yeah,
I bet you look like an alien rolling those things up.
Yeah. Well, you won by intimidation, I think.
Yeah, you scared that guy to death.
Yeah.
By peach and ejection.
Was it KY wrestling or just regular wrestling?
Only with you, Schumann.
He was 12. So obviously it was KY wrestling.
Obviously.
It's
Kim
called
Wood,
figure
you're a
four,
winner.
but there's only two of us.
And you've won the game as well.
What? With two?
Yeah, that's all you got to get is 2 right. The game's still open. I got to let somebody else win. But
All right.
But you win.
send me your address, dear.
All right, we'll
Or just
do.
come pick
Thank
it
you.
up.
God, she's so disappointed.
Yeah, she's like, really?
Should we make her go 3?
That wasn't
Yeah,
so hard.
why not?
All right, yeah. If you're gonna complain
No,
about
no,
it,
no.
Have her
if you're
tell
gonna
us
look
an
a gift
embarrassing
horse
All
in
right,
the
bring it on,
mouth.
come on.
Did she get 2 in a row?
She got 2 in a row. All right, let's see how good she is.
Really?
This brewcaster, or guest, of course, got so drunk on one Christmas Eve that he took a piss in his sister's refrigerator.
I swore that one was me.
Everybody's done that.
Yeah. Well, you are a pisser.
I really want to say Paxton.
He wasn't on the list. You lose.
Paxton, did you piss
888-401-BEER. She talked herself right out of a price.
Yeah, well, she's blonde. What do you want?
That was Justin that hung up on you that time, Kim. Not me.
So I got some prizes to give away.
All right.
I was about to give away, and we've only given away 1 prize so far, so we're still doing all right. Got a few stories here that haven't been placed. No faces to the stories yet. That's part of the fun.
What's the backstory on it?
I know, that's the good stuff. All right, caller from Washington, you're on the air. What's happening?
Hey.
Who are we talking to?
Yeah.
Devin.
Devin the mute.
7.
Devin the mime.
Heaven.
Oven.
11.
Yes.
Hey, Evan.
It goes to 11.
All right, brother. You ready?
Shredding.
Sure.
This brewcaster brought a keg of homebrewed IPA to a Christmas party, but didn't bring CO2. They managed to drink the beer by spooning it out with a ladle. Who was it?
Spooning.
Tasty.
That's right. It was Tasty McDowell.
The homebrew IPA gives it away.
Yeah, that's right.
But
that was kind of a gimme.
It was. I thought so too.
The spooning
but someone
part
got it
would've
wrong
thrown you
already.
out.
Tasty, how the hell do you show up without CO2?
Well, I had everything laid out, and I just forgot it. I get there all ready to go. I got my bag of cookies. I got my keg of 9% double IPA, and everybody's ready to rock. And
oops.
You should have saw the looks on their faces. There's like 8 guys, and we do this every year, right? And they're going like, "You mean we're not going to have any double IPA this time?"
How
and
are we
I
all
was
gonna
more
make
like
out?
confused about, how did I forget that?
Yeah.
And they're all like concerned, like, "Oh my God, is this going to mess things up?"
So whose idea was it to ladle it?
I don't know. I just thought about it a little bit, like, we're going to get this beer out of there somehow. So I just let the pressure off, took the lid off, saying, looked around a little bit. Who's got a ladle? And,
Nice. I like it, Tasty.
Yeah.
Good job.
Worked out great.
You can't disappoint.
We always drink the whole thing anyway, so it didn't really matter if we abused it a little bit.
All right, Evan.
Yeah.
Which brewcaster in high school had a girl give him a thong with a big old Santa head on the nut bag, but had no idea she was hitting on him, even when she said she wanted to see him in it?
That really sounds like a JP thing.
It really? Girl hitting on JP?
No, just the oblivious part.
The clueless part.
Oh, yeah.
You're absolutely right. It was
No,
yeah. I'm still not sure if she was actually hitting on you.
Yeah. Well, girls have Adam's apples, right?
Her name was Schumann, actually.
So
Her
the
name
girl
was Schumann.
gives you this thong and says, "I want to see you in it."
Yeah.
And what do you say?
I think I kind of laughed. I was like, "Oh yeah, that'd be real gross," and then that was it.
You are the most insecure human being.
You're still beating
on
yourself
the
up
earth.
to this day, aren't you?
You could have. Was she hot?
No.
Oh.
But I mean, I was a freshman in
well,
high
then
school.
It doesn't matter.
You know, but at that point,
was she a big mess?
No.
Was she big?
No.
Did she look like Scott?
No, she wasn't.
She had no chin.
Yeah.
She had no chin. I'm
no
creeped
beard.
out looking at you now, Scott. Every time I look
That's what
over.
I'm saying.
No, it's
The chin just gets in the way.
Was she like Scott with the beard or Scott without the beard?
Yeah, actually.
Glue that shit back on, will you? Sorry I made you do that. Is there anything else to the story, JP?
No, that was it.
No.
No,
I still went through all of high school without getting laid.
I did.
None more.
You did, didn't you?
Yeah, I totally did.
When did you get laid?
19.
When you were 19.
Yeah.
Did you graduate at 18?
Yeah.
Was it a cousin?
Yeah. No. Niece.
It was
Stop calling her my cousin.
A distant niece.
No. Yeah. It took. I didn't know. I had no idea.
Was it a girl?
It was a girl.
Are you still in love with her?
No.
JP?
I had to think about it.
Yes, you did.
I had to think about it.
Chris Graham, you know him well. Oh, he left. Damn it.
He's gone.
You got to be in love at least for 15 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, it happens more often.
All right, Evan, I'm going to let you go for 3, and if you get all 3, I'll double your prize pack. How about that?
Double.
What's your prize pack?
Either way, you win.
Sure. Yeah, all right.
Hey, he doesn't sound excited either, though. He doesn't give a fuck.
I'm excited.
I'll win some more.
I don't have a job. I'll take anything.
There you go.
All right, then. That's the enthusiasm level we need from you.
All right, they're all repeats at this point. This brewcaster had their worst Christmas at age 7. Little sister and him annoyed their mom so much that she blurted out, "There is no goddamn Santa Claus." Later that night, when they went to visit their sick grandma in the hospital, they got rear-ended by a cop and pushed into a ditch. Who was it?
So my options are Nathan Humber or Adam or
Doc or Justin.
It's a tough one.
Yeah.
Go for Nathan Humber.
That's absolutely right.
Yeah.
Oh!
Correct, sir.
Guessing in the dark.
Whoa.
Nathan, did you cry when your mom told you there was
kinda
no
bummed.
Santa?
Yeah, we pushed it a little too far. My mom's usually pretty forgiving, but we pushed her just one step too far that year, I guess.
Wow.
We knew each other's gifts anyways that weren't coming from Santa, quote unquote, and we kept telling each other what they were, and I think my mom had just finally had it by then and said, "You know what? You are getting those gifts, and by the way, all that other stuff comes from us anyway. It doesn't come from some guy in a Santa suit that walks through the chimney."
Were you devastated?
A little bummed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Christmas was never quite the same.
And what
It's
happened?
still not the same, is it?
Not really.
Yeah. Every time he sees Santa, he wets himself now.
No, he's like, fuck you.
Now,
Christmas at home always kind of sucked. That was just a preview of what would come years later, I guess. But
what happened
Still
with the
working
cop
through it with your
rear-ending you?
therapist.
So, yeah, Grandma was sick that year, too, and we went to... I grew up in Minnesota. We're driving through the frozen tundra in Minnesota, and we're going along Highway 35, and it's in the middle of a blizzard. Can't see a thing. Visibility's pretty much zero. All of a sudden, bam! Get hit from the rear end. And who is this, by the way? It was a state trooper.
Oh, wow.
So we had sent the whole family into the ditch. My dad's old, giant tank of a 70s Chevy.
He hit you hard to move that thing.
Yeah. It was
Who
pretty
was
funny.
driving?
My dad was driving.
Was he drunk?
No, he didn't drink a drop, so I'm making up for his lost time with that.
Attaboy. Did you sue?
I'm not sure what happened there. I was too young to understand the whole insurance, suing, that kind of thing. So I'm sure my dad got some cash out of it. I'm just not sure how much.
Were you sitting in the backward seat of the station wagon like Chris Graham?
No peaches were involved.
Who the hell thought of that one?
I know. I love it, though.
I remember that with my cousins.
Yeah.
In the back, you're facing backwards.
It was the best seat in the house.
You could see death coming.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, I let
Thanks,
a cop.
Evan. Send me an email, brother.
I let a cop rear-end me, and I never got a speeding ticket for it.
That was a different kind of rear-ending.
Yeah.
But you did get run into a ditch, though.
It was at age 7, though. That was
It was a brown ditch. It was
Dirt
weird.
road.
Yeah. They dug your ditch, didn't they?
Run into the brown
Yeah, I did.
ditch. 888-401-BEER. We got 3 left that haven't been guessed. They've been read, but they've not been guessed. They're home runs here, kids. I only have to give prizes to 2 people so far. In my opinion, this game's worked out great.
Yeah.
We can do
certainly for the cheap moderators of the Brewing Network.
By the way, who's farting in the studio?
It's probably Walker, my dog. Is he around?
Nope.
Caller from Pennsylvania. Who are we talking to?
Hey, this is Mike.
Mike, what's happening, my brother?
Not a whole lot.
All right, you ready to do some guessing?
Yep.
You've only got 3 left. This should be easy for you. All right, it's me, it's
the odds
Doc,
are in your
and it's
favor.
Adam from Linden Street. All right?
Okay. Yep.
Let's go down the list. This brewcaster got so drunk one holiday that when he showed up for class and was arrested, the cops thought he was on acid.
School.
Who was it?
I'm going to go with you, Justin.
Yeah, that's right. That was me. That's right.
Nice.
That's a good win.
I had to know it.
Yeah, I got real shit-faced in the morning.
As you should.
I had to show up for class. For some reason, there was something important happening, and I went.
It's called school.
No, there was otherwise, no, I ditched school all the time.
Oh, all right.
There was something important that I had to be there, whatever it was. I showed up, was arrested by campus police, and then I proceeded. I was really nice to them, so they weren't mad or anything, but they couldn't imagine that given what I told them I drank, I was that drunk.
At 8 in the morning?
So they thought, it was about 9:30, so they thought for sure I was on acid, because they had never seen anybody that drunk that early in the morning that had only drank what I confessed to have drank, because I didn't want them to think I was an alcoholic.
At 9 in the morning.
I lied a little bit about how much I had consumed at 9:30 in the morning.
This was college, high school?
It was high school.
Junior high school?
I was 16.
Ah.
Maybe that important thing was like career aptitude, like what are you going to be when you grow up? And they're like, well, you got one option. You better figure out how to brew beer.
I believe you did tell that story on the air once before, so that was a gimme for the audience.
It was.
If they were paying attention.
I was
carefully.
trying to help out those who have listened, the loyal listeners. Yes.
A lot of people in the chat room knew, by the way.
Okay, good. All right, you got 2 left, Mike.
All right. Yep.
This brewcaster got so drunk with another family member that he puked all over his mother's car, and when he pulled up at home and was hosing off the puke, Mom opened the window, hung her head out, and said, "What the hell are you doing?" He got busted. Who was it?
I'm going to go with Adam.
It was not Adam.
Oh.
Damn it.
But now the game is over. It's okay, because that leaves Adam to the only one that's left. This brewcaster got so drunk on Christmas Eve one year that he took a piss in his sister's refrigerator, and that was Adam. Which, by the way, it's at the top of my list right there. Adam, please explain.
But I gotta say, my birthday is Christmas Eve, so this was actually my 21st birthday.
Oh, man. Perfectly acceptable.
How long did it take her to find out?
Good question.
She came out in the middle of the night, and I still don't remember it, but it was the next morning that she told me, like, do you remember waking up and deciding to take a piss in my refrigerator?
Did you aim for the open milk jug? Or?
And my biggest worry was, because I was 21, so I was still worried
frostbite,
about the family and things like that. So she was so mad at me, and we had Christmas dinner the next day, like probably 5 hours later, and it was just kind of like, I was really worried that she was going to tell the whole family what her brother did, but luckily she came through and...
Did she catch you in the act? Is that how she knew?
Yeah, she did.
You were standing there pissing.
She came out, and there I was with the glow of the fridge light. Like in the middle of the night on me, just like...
that nice cold air.
Did she let you finish? I mean, what can you do, right?
I'm sure she probably had to, but I was quite the pisser when I was, I'd say 20 to 22.
So this wasn't your first offense?
Yeah, no, I was getting crazy drunk and peeing in all sorts of places, but,
like closets? Right, Chris?
Plants.
Who's all done a closet? Who's all done a closet?
Who's pissed in somebody's closet?
There's a lot of hands in this room that haven't pissed in something.
How about a kitchen trash can? Anybody done that?
That was 4 hands.
Kitchen trash can?
Wow, a lot of those.
I'm not under the kitchen sink.
Under?
Well, you're short.
You open the door. There's something about opening the door.
That's too low for us.
And pissing in there.
Why is that? Because you don't open a door to piss normally?
I don't know.
I'm the only one that short that it makes sense to
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. That's right. Who else pissed in the floor drain?
Doc.
My all-time favorite drunk story, pissing for my own thing. I was on a second story. I opened the window.
This is Dave from Stone, by the way.
Sorry. Yeah. I was giving my company one. Thanks.
Dave from Anheuser-Busch.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I opened the window of my second-story bedroom, climbed down the wall, came back up the stairway, and then went into my own bathroom. I was just sober enough to remember it.
Mike, thanks, brother. I'll give you a prize. Send me an email, justin@thebrewingnetwork.com.
All right.
Cheers, man. Which, of course, means that Doc was the guy. He was out with his brother, as a matter of fact.
And, yeah, I was out with, I was down visiting Southern Cal, and my brother came over, and it was not my mother's car, it was my mother-in-law's car. She said, my brother came over in his truck, and some of his truck wasn't working. She was like, why'd you take my car? So, okay, fine. We take her car, and we drive. We're down to Newport Beach, and we hit a couple of clubs, and it was just raging fun. And my brother's driving me home. Like, I gotta puke, man. I gotta puke. I ain't pulling over. And he's just fucking with me. That's my older brother. He's just fucking with me. And I go, look, I gotta roll down the window. He's just messing with me. I go, I'm gonna puke on you. No, I'm not. I roll down the window, just all down the side of the outside of the car. And we drove around. Of course, it's Christmas Eve. We're not going to find anything open. We look for anything, gas stations, something just to wash the car up. Nothing.
Anything with a hose.
Anything with a hose. So we pull up in the be quiet. We coast up into the driveway, and I'm washing it off. And I'm falling down drunk. I'm just like, and the upstairs window pops open. Scott, what are you doing? Nothing. Nothing. Did you get something on my car? No. I mean, I'm just trying to hose it down. My brother's just kind of hiding.
So how did the next morning go?
Oh, it was bad.
Yeah.
Woke up because I was staying with them, and I woke up the next morning and I go out and she's like doing the dishes and she's banging shit around and hi, good morning. She's like wanting to turn around. She's pissed. She had to say, Scott, were you so drunk that you had to regurgitate on my car?
Is that how she said regurgitate?
Yes. I remember that.
And your answer?
Yeah.
Yes, I was.
Yes, I was. Did you feel you had to get that?
Oh,
drunk?
no. Oh, what a terrible question.
Oh, yeah. Well, at this point, the way I feel right now, no.
But I might do it again.
But, yeah, basically.
I have to listen to you.
That was the whole thing. Do you often do this?
Oh, no.
It just went on and on.
So this is same mom who's in town now?
Yeah. So I can't go home all freaking hammered.
Tonight?
No.
What if you puke on her car then, can you?
That'll be my car.
Yeah. On the taxi driver's car.
I'm not sure if I come home with our Russian taxi driver, it's going to be any better.
Yeah, it might not be. As long as she doesn't catch you out there hosing him off.
Sorry, I puked on our Russian guy.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Did you feel you had to regurgitate on the Russian man?
Yes. All right, we'll take Drunk of the Week calls. 888-401-BEER. Drunk of the Week calls. I got to give away some Belgian candy sugar, and that's it. Then we're out of here. A round of applause for all of you and revealing your secrets and embarrassing moments.
Secret Santa.
Nicole, did you want to add an embarrassing moment? Do you feel left out?
Oh, no.
No, you're fine.
I'm good.
You don't need to do that. Are you now a certified Cicerone yet?
I am.
You are?
I am.
All right. Congratulations. What do you do with that now? Can you get a job or something?
No.
No, you just have it.
Yeah, you just have it.
Can you put some letters
some
after
racket
your name?
that Ray Daniels has going on right
Ray
now.
Daniels $35.
Yeah, that's right. And now I have this little card.
But you can have letters after your name.
I can put Cicerone TM after my name.
You have to write TM?
It's a trademark, yes.
Were you instructed to do that?
Yes.
What? Oh,
it's a trademark.
You got to protect the brand.
It's a new certification. So
you could do Brewcaster TM.
So if I was a sommelier,
while I like them to be trademarked, I would not require anybody to put a TM after their title.
Well, no, you have to put douchebag TM.
That I would allow. Yes, because then it's you have to a TM and the little fucking C with the circle on it. Douchebag TMC.
TMC.
Yes,
it's dynamite.
Don't check out over there, JP.
I'm here, man.
When you get all comfortable leaning back like that,
I'm
I know what's
here.
happening.
At least he's not texting.
I don't text
anymore. For this half of the show.
It's better when dead.
He just wrote me. Because all his friends...
Dear Chris, get me the fuck out of here. I'm really bored.
No, because all his friends...
I'm not texting anymore.
Justin, all his friends are in bed now.
Yeah.
All right, Blazing Cousin is on the line. What's happening?
Hey, what's happening?
Where are you calling from?
Blazing Cousin?
Dallas.
All right.
Any good stuff down there?
Be blazing.
All right, thanks for the call.
Yeah.
No.
No, I'm still here.
Is he calling for Drunk of the Week? Oh.
No, he's trying to give us sound effects.
Peter.
Drunk of the Week?
All right.
All right.
So,
Blazing Cousin is Drunk of the Week, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations. Send me an email, justin@thebrewingnetwork.com. You've also won yourself some Belgian candy sugar, courtesy of Dark Candy Inc.
Don't put it in your bong.
Why does it have to be dark?
Hey.
JP, wake up!
I'm here.
We're not done yet.
I'm right here.
Gets that look.
You know, the jokes just slow down. We think you just checked out.
He has checked out. He gets that checked out look.
Okay. Okay, say a joke.
You know the look.
I don't know the look.
You don't care what's happening. You have that stupid smile for everybody.
Okay,
Every time somebody says something, you just do this. That little smile. That
He's
smirk.
already in his car on the way home.
That's true, I do.
Yeah. He's in bed. He's got one hand on his cock already.
Oh, yeah. That one petting his cat.
With the same hand, which is weird.
Which is totally weird.
You know, the cats know the difference.
Sure, yeah, they know that.
Which hand you
One hand on the pussy, the other hand on the cock.
He's got one cat on his cock and one hand on his cat.
Which is where the term pet cock comes from.
Arms up behind his head like they are right now.
Yeah, he's like so laid back.
I'm hanging, man.
He's in the zone.
I'm hanging.
Oh,
Why can't I feel good? Why wouldn't you let me have nice feelings?
You're not allowed.
Yeah, it's true. That would feel nice right about now.
I can have a whole battle. This is what's going on in JP's head right now. It's a whole war.
They're marching.
Are you planning your quest right now? Tonight's quest?
Not at all, man. I could after the show. I got my laptop right here.
All right, Brett from Portland, you're on the line. What's happening?
Hey, what's going on, Justin?
How are you, man?
Well, I just picked up the line trying to catch the end of the show just because, well, other things happen. But you give a guy Drunk of the Week and you give him some Belgian candy sugar just because he can't speak?
Yes. Now you can tell I want to leave this program, right? I'm actually worse than JP. I'm just taking it out on him. I'm ready to go.
I guess that one.
You want some candy sugar too? You got it. Send me an email.
I got this
Take
awesome
the damn candy sugar.
medal.
Shut the fuck up.
I got this awesome medal. I actually have people taking pictures of the damn thing saying that's a really awesome medal. But I didn't get any candy syrup. I make my own, you know.
All right, you got some
diabolical laughter.
Yeah. All right, you got some candy sugar. Send me an email, brother. All right. Everybody gets candy sugar tonight on the session.
All the time.
Hey, he said he makes his own. I don't know where it comes from.
Yeah.
But he makes his own.
It's Portland candy sugar.
You don't have to answer the phone anymore, Scott. You've done a wonderful job. Thank you very much.
Wunderbar.
Happy holidays, everybody. You did a great job. Another fantastic 2009. I appreciate all the help and all the work everybody's done. We'll be back with BNA Awards, the BNAs.
Oh, God.
In January. January 10th, I think, is our first show back, right?
Yes.
That's a Sunday, I think. That's
Sunday.
our first
You think
Sunday
it's
back.
No, it's
January
the 8th,
10th.
I think.
I don't think it's a Sunday.
That's not a Sunday the 10th.
Well, whatever it is.
We're
it's
not back on a Sunday.
I come home on Sunday the 3rd, so it's the Sunday after that, which is the 10th.
Okay.
Thank you.
No,
See, Scott fucking knows. That's what he's paid to do.
We don't do this on Sunday.
Oh. Damn it. So we'll be back then with Brewing Network Awards, like we always do our first show back. Also, we've got Northern Brewer on as our guest. At the end of the month, we've got Dan Gordon inaugurating Studio B with us and christening it. And really quick, before we go, we have one last beer to taste that Morgan, who's now brewing at Drake's, did. Did you brew this Jolly Roger, Morgan?
My recipe.
Here, grab a microphone here.
Okay, I want to look. Who let the giants in the room?
There's a lot of big people.
Who? Look at these two things over here. Freaking mutants.
Those are called balls.
It's funny Doc mentions that because I ate something for lunch that looked a little bit like him.
Oh. We have 2 minutes.
Were you full?
2 minutes.
What do we have here?
I thought we had presents to give.
I'm ready to go again. What are you talking about?
Oh, Jesus. We have to get presents, too?
We have to get presents. Didn't you say that? Isn't it on the itinerary?
Well, your presents?
I don't know. You just said presents.
My presents are off air. I only had to give Bevo and Sam presents.
We're talking about
Are your
presents
presents
or
on air?
I don't know.
They're your presents.
I don't have presents.
I thought you came in and said I have presents. I have drinking presents.
I've been handing them out all day.
Whenever I'm in the room, it's
so this
drinking
question
presents.
about presents has nothing to do with your presents?
No.
Okay. I gave away my presents to Bevo and Sam.
Okay. Sorry. I was trying to
How about
keep
BO
track.
presents?
We still have a minute and 40 seconds.
To do what?
To talk about this beer.
I don't know.
What's the recipe, Morgan?
All right, so it's an Imperial Brown. They let me do the Jolly Roger for Drake's because they're really nice people down there. 9.6%. Delicious, malty, hoppy. Taste for yourself.
It's your recipe?
Mine. It's my first real professional recipe.
All right. Congratulations, Morgan. That's fantastic.
Nice job.
You know, they wanted to start me out small with something that was,
big
as can be.
Yeah. Did you fuck up, or is it good?
No, it's money.
Oh, good. All right.
Oh, it's money.
yeah, it's money.
All my numbers came in perfect. The beer is delicious, and it's being served at some of the finest ale houses in the East Bay.
All right. Congratulations. Will it be in bottles at all?
No, they couldn't get the labels past ABC in time to do it bottles this year.
Okay. So on tap around the bay.
On tap around the bay. Toronado, Cato's Ale House, Ben & Nick's, Barclays, the Trappist, Shop House.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Congrats, Morgan. Thanks, brother.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to finish the night with Morgan's beer. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Another great year of brewcasting, broadcasting. JP, you're wonderful. You're always wonderful.
Wunderbar.
I hope MST3K really wants you as part of their team.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next year. Have good holidays.